Bangalore NSG game. We know what happened the last time these two teams faced, especially in Bangalore, of course. Reece Topley to start off. We've got Jeet, we've got Nikhil. Unfortunately, Avanish won't be joining us. He's just gotten back from Mumbai, so he wanted to take a breather. Guys, Reece Topley's in. He's already holding the new ball. Jeet has been sort of, vocal about, RCB not fielding Reece Topley in their first 3 games. Happy with this change?
More than happy this time. Finally, Alzari Joseph is out after RCB realizing the disaster that happened in the first 3 games. So I think it's a better combination. I just wish they would have also stuck to someone like Akashdeep, probably tried to bring him on for Dayal. But I think this is a matchup straight away, isn't it? QDK versus Reece Topley.
That's true. The numbers are definitely in Reece Topley's favor. And Nikhil bhai, surface ki agar hum baat kare, just look at that surface, yaar. Very unlike the typical flat road sort of surface that we've come to expect off of Chinnaswamy. Yep. Sorry, I've just been taken aback by what on earth is going on over there. Match. All right, okay. Let's just leave it at that. Nikhil bhai, surface, what do you make of it?
As you said, very unlike Bangalore deck. Expected to have some seam movement.
Oh, close. That was close. Not a bad start at all for Reece Topley there. But Nikhil bhai.
So you expect new ball movement, and then according to the normal pitch report, it said it is dry. Now I don't know whether the pitch report will be right or the pitch report will be right.
I think that's why you mentioned normal pitch report.
Exactly.
Normal.
I'm just putting it out there. So it should be interesting. What is interesting is in the WPL also we did not see a lot of dew.
True.
So that makes it a bit, even if it remains dry. So hopefully, cracker of a contest, last ball finish.
100%. I mean, even the first 3 games here haven't really seen a lot of. You catch that! Catch! Abey yaar!
Messi!
Ball. No, that's a 4. But
here we go again. It has started.
Yeah.
Sort of.
The emotionally charged.
But at least it's a good ball. Yeah, it's a good ball.
Yeah.
Good ball. Well directed bouncer as expected. They take off a bit as well, which is what made QDK a bit uncomfortable. Oh man, leaning.
But this is the advantage you get with Reece Topley, a very tall left-arm pacer, so he generates that extra bounce, and that extra bounce always ends up troubling most of the batters. So.
And also, Jeet, what do you make of this surface? Because do you think this is the kind of surface that would suit RCB's bowling attack? Oh, is this? Oh, for a second, I thought it was some bad.
Look, I think this already is a good change, bringing in Reece Topley. I think Alzari Joseph also would have kind of enjoyed bowling on this surface. It has that spongy bounce. Yeah. I mean, if early signs are anything to go by. So, it might definitely suit RCB better than the previous home games, but I believe it also brings in someone like Naveen Ulak into the picture, or Mayank Yadav post-power play, say Virat Kohli and Faf Duplessis having dismissed. So, it's going to be even Stevens in terms of which side is going to enjoy more.
Fair enough. Unnecessary. I'm guessing thoda matlab swing ढूंढने के चक्कर में
swing तो नहीं है कुछ.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I was just looking up his numbers at his left-arm pace in IPL since 2023. 29 balls, 25 runs. Average of 12, strike rate 86, 2 dismissals.
Exactly.
And Yash has dismissed him once in 2 balls. So.
Once in 2 balls.
Very interesting because if Siraj doesn't take the new ball, which is very rare.
Exactly. I was also coming to that. Do you think Yash Dayal starts from the other end or should they stick to Siraj?
I think they'll go for Mohammad Siraj, honestly.
But who do you...
Shot!
अरे 4 है.
Point कहाँ पे गधों?
Point यही है कि point कहाँ है?
सीधा, that was going straight to point, right? Or am I wrong?
It was square. They kept it a bit fine, I think.
भाई इतना बड़ा gap कौन
छोड़ता
छोड़ता ये
है
ball?
that shot either, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
हाँ, but इतना बड़ा gap वहाँ पे छोड़ के ये ball क्यों डालोगे? फिर मतलब you're playing right into sort of.
RCB है.
वो भी बात तो सही है.
You know better now.
Dark Knight says, do you show the real match or commentary? Dark Knight, this is a watch along, so of course we cannot show the match, but we will be discussing about the game and do a lot of fun things with our viewers, of course. Hello, RK Cricket Talkies. So it'll be very interesting to see who bowls from the other end. Jeet, you mentioned
Siraj.
Yeah, RCB would go with Siraj. Who would you go with?
Siraj.
Okay.
I'll go for Siraj.
Yeah, you'd give one look to Siraj because he can get Quinton de Kock down also. We've seen that in the past.
Fair enough. Okay, let's see what happens here. I'll come to mine. Abha says disappointed no watch along for MI games. यार ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. And Abha सच्ची बता, are you disappointed कि हमने watch along नहीं किया कि कल MI कैसे खेली उसकी वजह से? You let us know because Abha is one of our ardent MI fans exactly. So and do let us know what do you make of this? Yeah, and I'm happy with this to be honest. I wanted it to be Yash Dayal. जो भी है उसका new ball में ही है. Saurabh says Nikhil bhai the biggest hypocrite. Biggest in camps.
They're all the same.
Push shot. Oh, fielding यार, Kohli यार. शाबाश. 4 रन बचा लिए वहाँ.
Setting the tone.
By the way, his thumb is heavily strapped. I'm not sure what to make of it, and it hit him there in that heavily strapped area. Hopefully not the first and last game for Reese. Yeah, fingers crossed. That won't be the case. Good effort there from Kohli. Save the certain boundary.
Very close.
Chiku ji, thank you so much for doing God's work here. He says, disclaimer for everyone, do not use headphones, earphones, neck bands, etc. on today's stream.
Bilkul.
Bilkul.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, won't deny that.
Even if you hear us talking, even then, क्योंकि उसके बीच में कुछ भी कहीं से भी कुछ
Fair
भी
enough. True. Wise and Vyshak playing यार ये राज भी उन्हीं के साथ चला गया पता नहीं. That's something
very surprising, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially the way he played last game. What do you think? Again, just thinking out loud. Yash Dayal has been used predominantly in the power play. Do you think they might be considering bowling 3 overs in the power play, making him bowl 3 overs in the power play and then sub him out and get Yash Dayal in?
That could be a thought process. That's a valid point. It could happen. But if they get off to a really good start, then they might as well just keep Mahipal long or an extra batter for the second innings. But what you said is a likelihood as well, I believe.
All right, let's see. And Nikhil, I agree with that. Do you think that's a fair call if they do something like that?
Yeah, I think that's the only way out. And we discussed this in the past as well. Okay, if you have a guy who's very good in the power play, just bowl him out. There's no need to hold them back for the last one. And because he's in good shape.
Yeah, good shape, but बहुत full डाल रहा है गधे. कौन?
Gadhe slander is here.
मतलब, I'm genuinely holding myself back, but why would you bowl so full? मतलब यार, again, seam presentation सब अच्छा है. Like, yeah, but why did RCB not play Vyshak? Who did well? Yeah, sports fan, just like we discussed. Let's wait and watch. But even if that's the case, I still felt that Vyshak could have started for them. Like they could have probably looked at other combinations rather, because he bowled fantastically well last year.
I think the thing that teams are now trying to do is try and not be very preoccupied because I don't think everybody's reading pitches well.
Yeah.
So what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep their options open. Given how the surface plays, if it starts differently as expected, then you have a couple of options. Yes, it can look weird at times, but they're happy to take their risks. So
that's true. That's true. I mean, teams that way have sort of evolved tactically from the first season. I mean, which was from the first time.
And also the usage of impact.
Exactly. Yeah. Last year was fairly binary in terms of ठीक है batting first कर रहे हैं तो हम लोग extra batter ले लेंगे फिर bowler डाल देंगे.
Correct.
This year, even in terms of the overseas players, they are doing a good job in terms of starting with 3 of
better ball. No, there should be a sweeper cover. दो नहीं एक अच्छा ठीक है कोई नहीं. Good effort. Anuj Rawat's keeping, of course, and yeah, so DK in the 11. That's where I felt that they could have probably tweaked their combination. Maybe have had someone like Mahipal Lomdor in the setup because of the bowling value that he could potentially add. But the
problem with this is that the batting is only till number 7.
Yeah.
After that, they've got nobody who can bat. Or you term as a batter, yeah. So even Mayank Yadav, you wouldn't really back him entirely, right? In this format.
Number 8 के लिए you would hope कि कुछ थोड़ा कर लेगा ऐसा कुछ चाहिए तो. So yeah, it'll be interesting. They have Swapnil, Vyshak, Karan Sharma, Mahipal Lomdor and Suyash Prabhudesai as part of their 5 substitutes. So it'll be interesting to see who do they go for. Good movement there. Hopefully there is of course.
And also just looking at that lineup, you probably feel Green and Maxwell will be used more. Because that way what it will allow them is get that extra battery. So potentially Vyshak ko shayad use bhi na kare because if they feel the score is going too far ahead. So yeah, I mean that is the risk that are happy to take.
I think very point, so maybe they'll use they have 3 overs front up.
Yeah.
And then hold on. And then hold on to it. See how it's going at the other end also. Because if Green and Maxwell are able to strike, if you can, again, I'm not saying it's zarurat nahi padega, but it's a way how you've seen RR try and promote Ashwin up the order. So that Powell could use na karna padega and they can use Burger as their impact sub. So that is also possible.
Yeah, it's been very interesting the way teams have, sort of structured themselves and tried to use different players to maximize each of them. Ashwin being a classic example.
Yesterday, Piyush Chawla was sent.
Exactly. Yesterday, people thought Piyush Chawla was sent in to protect him. David, I feel that was I don't agree with that.
Never, he was. You can't rule that option out because by average 8.5 का वैसे leg spin तो और dismissals भी काफी है.
हाँ.
और फॉर्म भी वैसा है उसका.
फॉर्म तो वैसा ही है बट लेकिन प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए भी तो भेजा. ओके छोड़ो कोई नहीं.
Piyush Chawla, bro, I mean can't debate.
Sivi says hello guys. Akshay 90-10 LSG. It was actually 90-10. I kid you not. It was 100-0 in LSG's favor before the toss. But in RCB winning the toss and Wasim Khan not playing has sort of tipped it slightly in their favour. It is Siraj.
Oh,
Siraj,
good
good
start.
body.
Good start. But interesting, Topley's already been taken off the attack. क्या मतलब
change of ends.
उसी के लिए ना
नहीं change of ends तो नहीं होगा. They'll continue the Yashadhar, no?
यशदार को इस तरफ से ला सकते हैं ना मतलब दोनों के लिए
But Yashadhar already bowled a good over, so I don't see how that could be possible. But yeah, you never know with RCB. You just never know.
Let us see.
Yeah, ठीक है. We are just trying to guess what is most likely to be happening.
Amit says there are 3 power play bowlers and they'll concede 60 plus runs. Well, so far it has been true. They've conceded over 60 runs in each of their 3 games, from what I remember. In the power play, that is, of course. I mean, Punjab ke against it was 56 or something like that. But Faf should be sacked. What's the use of him? It's better to play other players, says Jagannath Adisesha. Deep bhai, matlab.
मैं तो last season ही बोला था. I mean, there was Finn Allen who was warming the bench. He could have been potentially a better power play batter for RCB as against Faf du Plessis. And this year, the same thing is happening with Will Jacks. So Finn Allen and Will Jacks, 2 of the best power play batters in world cricket. And Faf, I mean, come on. He's been out of form. He's not going to give you those quick starts regularly. So, what they are last season, maybe.
Interesting. And Nikhil bhai, what about the fact that Faf, of course, had a good season last year, but you cannot deny that. Yeah. You can also not deny the fact that Finn Allen, Will Jacks, they are your more explosive players who can give you another leading edge. But in terms of them not being able to play Will Jacks because of the fact that Faf is their skipper, and this has always been the case. Again, it's not a conversation that we haven't had before. Overseas captains ke saath, there's always going to be something they'll have to be wary about. But do you think Faf is still someone who can be persistent with 3 games, 2 smaller sample size?
Yeah, I agree completely. 2 smaller sample size, and see, you can get Finn Allen, but what you're trying to get with Faf is not entirely just the opening batter, right? You also want a captain. I don't see anybody else. Oh, boy, that's an incredible pick.
And that's a typical QDK shot, picking it off his legs.
And typical Siraj ball as well.
शर्म कर ले, शर्म. मतलब चौथा बॉल है अपने क्या यार पैर पे यार.
Maybe he thought it's still going to
एकदम पैर, but excellent pickup shot. This is nicely done and क्या ही बोलूं.
दूसरी बार गिरा है ये. I don't know what's the sign.
I love how between every 10-second conversation there is 2 seconds of anguish from.
That has to be the case, right? That's every RCB watch along for you guys there.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Catch in the hand.
6 है.
Very neat.
भाई तो बोले किसको क्या
भाई यार मतलब बेशर्म इंसान. भाई इसको ड्रॉप करो यार, सबसे पहले इसको ड्रॉप करो. छी यार छी. मुझे गिनना आती है बोलते हुए कि अपना स्पेयर है इतना गंदा ये पिचिंग.
So many MS are doing well, but not this MS.
छोड़ो भाई. Hello Jagmeet bhai. Just going back to Sagnik Datta's comment, 100% all of us are excited about Mayank Yadav bowling.
Yes.
To Kohli, Faf, Maxi, definitely that will be the case. And sorry, what did Abbas have to say? I thought I saw my name there. Bhai, hat-trick तो मत दे यार. Hat-trick तो मत दे. शर्म कर यार.
भाई Goodland डाल top of single खाली चाहिए.
Top of off इसको समझ.
हाँ, that's all. अरे भाई किसको दिखा रहा है यार. पड़ गए 2 छक्के.
चलो आज अक्षय भाई की तरफ से रिएक्शंस भर के आएंगे. हाँ उसका तो आप टेंशन
ऑलरेडी शुरू हो चुका है.
Yeah, exactly. The game's already
begun. Hey, what else we here for?
True, that's also
exactly
true. But again, Yashdal, Jeet, according to you, it'll be Yashdal from this, and they should just.
That's what I believe, yeah.
But then I don't agree with the point of taking out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes absolutely no sense to bowl have top
12 रन वाले बॉलर को 13 रन वाले ओवर के साथ हमने रिप्लेस किया. अभी वापस
interesting to take that number. That's also the most number of wickets top players taken in the very first over that is bowled. Created a chance today. It did not go to hand. But let's see who the change is.
If LSG 230, if de Kock is not out by the 10th over and KL out by 4th over.
So catch is the second part, not the first part.
So it's a scenario where if KL gets out, then LSG's win percentage increases.
Interesting.
बेचारा के
यार आज ही मारेगा देखना. आज देखो पावर प्ले में हाँ 30 बॉल 60 पावर 30 बॉल्स तो नहीं खेल पाएगा.
अभी देखो अगर पैर पे डाला ना कोई तो अच्छा मस्त फ्लिक आता.
Interesting. Yeah, fair call, especially if I'm not wrong, no, it'll be Rahul on strike.
So this is what we talked about. So if RCB are unable to dismiss QDK early, then Maxwell could be an option.
ये भी wide.
पैर पे फ्लिक आ रहा था. But just for the numbers, Anirudh, just timely said it. Quinton de Kock to Maxwell, 45 to 49 balls. So 2 dismissals, average 22, strike rate 91. Maxwell to KL, 31 of 27. So not too high in terms of strike rate, 114 and 2 dismissals again. So
both
fair
matchup
matchup,
twice.
fair matchup, and I mean we expect that as well.
Yeah, fair call. But
So
I'm
yeah,
guessing
chop on.
chop on. Fingers crossed, कुछ तो chop on हो जाए, थोड़ा wicket मिल जाए. Hashtag our professor says Suchant, all right, congratulations on that.
But QDK also has that habit, right? His bat literally comes down like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
across.
Exactly why
So
I
that
feel-
makes him a massive candidate of getting that thick inside edge and chopping it back onto the stumps. So
100%.
this guy can bowl his arm balls, attacking the stumps. You never know.
Yeah, bilkul.
Akshay, hi, breathe in, breathe out. Well, that's the hope and that's the
He
plan.
is breathing in positivity and then breathing out everything that he's watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well played.
अरे, okay, cool.
Well played also.
हाँ,
मतलब
हाँ.
बहुत deep था fielder भी.
Fair नहीं, मुझे लगा it was
So
coming
this is
closer.
Quinton de Kock to off spin.
This is not this season.
Yeah,
it was
this
last
This is
course,
his
yeah, I
last
mean,
season,
that jersey.
but
Yeah.
the nice suit is what many called it. Okay.
But interesting the way he plays, and just like
Staying
Jeet
beside the
mentioned, the
ball.
way the back comes down very straight. That's what makes him a prime candidate. So yeah, it will be interesting. Ansh Shetty, seems like a new name. Ansh, make sure. Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Very
very
good.
good.
Make sure you subscribe and like the stream, of course, and subscribe to us on cricket.com if you haven't already. He goes on to say the RCB think tank makes the weirdest decisions. They dropped Lomro last game after he played well the previous game, and they dropped Vyshak, who was the best bowler last game by a mile.
Oh, well bowled, Maxi. Well bowled. Top bowling. It's why I said you had to try Maxwell versus Narine as well. Bhai.
I still
अरे
don't agree,
worst
but
case,
fair.
worst case 20 खा लेता, यश ने वैसे भी खाए.
But वो
He's
hindsight में
तो खाई ODI में नारायण से.
हाँ.
But wicket भी लेके गया था, वो important है. So
But again ना वो hindsight में हम बोल रहे हैं कि यश ने
Hindsight नहीं भाई, मतलब छठवां ओवर तो नहीं देना इसका यश दिया.
but उसका पहला 2 ओवर आई वुड स्टिल से अच्छा ही डाला था उसने.
Fair.
तो इसीलिए
Quality support in third over of the
उसको
last.
स्पिनर कुछ भी दे दो वो खाता है यार, वो उसको अच्छा लगता है स्पिन खेलना. And RCB themselves have
We'll see that happen next time. We'll see that happen next time.
Siraj probably just needs to rest for long and hope he hits the rhythm as soon as he comes in. He's just tired. He was bowling down the leg too often, even in the England series. Fair point, I guess. I mean, we're not sure what's happening behind the scenes,
I
but
think it is something we discussed also in terms of off air that
Good
Siraj
over.
is a great support bowler so far. He hasn't quite always transformed himself into a leader of the pack. So that is something for MS to work on.
I think Reece Topley again.
should be. It's just that de Kock's already scored 4 bounties, 4 fours and 2 sixes. He's looking.
It's probably your best shot.
Yeah.
Unless if again it's going
Yes,
to change
yeah.
of ends for yes there. Who knows?
Yeah, but why they dropped Vyshak, best bowler of the last match? Just trying to think out loud, not justify them or anything. Of course, one possibility we did discuss was Yashdal potentially bowling 3 overs in the power play, which is not now possible given that they've gone for the Siraj and Maxi in the 3rd and 4th. Do you think it's because of the surface? This doesn't seem to be similar to the surface they played on against Kolkata, where it was slow, it was slightly off pace, so to say, and bowling into the surface is what worked. This doesn't seem to be that sort of a surface.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that sort of surface. But again, like Nick said, I mean, there is a chance that maybe they are expecting more overs out of Maxwell, a few overs out of Cam Green to make up for that 5th bowler's quota. So
It's Yashdal or short 4 again, anytime.
change of ends for yes there. Then.
Yeah. Interestingly.
So it's still on.
Yeah.
If he's done with his 3 overs before this 7th or the 8th over, then
True.
it's
That's
still on.
true.
Who knows?
Of course, they're going to show us the 132.
We discussed this as well in terms of KL going past this score is what he said, which I don't think is happening, but he.
देखते हैं Avanish doing fan cams tonight. Asks Shivam, of course. Yeah, he is doing fan cam, Shivam, so he will be outside the stadium at the end of the game. He says, "Yeah, Akshay, new jersey नहीं पसंद आया क्या? Why not wear the latest or is the current one your good luck charm?" Yeah, this is not even the current one. This is a good 6 years old. It's just that I don't like sponsorship logos and all of that. Yeah,
But I'll tell
because
you what, the 2 times you wore that blue jersey, RCB lost. And the 2 times you won this, or the 1 time you wore this, RCB ended up winning it. So
For
maybe a
more
lucky
such
charm,
stats,
I believe.
follow us on cricket.
Follow us on cricket.com.
But again, coming back, नहीं मेरे को sponsor like I love RCB, not Qatar Airways. So I don't want Qatar Airways, front
He
and
just wants to
center.
be in his true element.
Exactly opposite of what RCB does, right?
Exactly.
Not a lot of showmanship.
हाँ, मेरे को बस अपना लोगो, I mean अपना टीम का लोगो चाहिए, बस सिंपल सीधा उनका फैन जर्सी जो plain elegant. That's all I prefer. We only sing keeping LSG from taking this game. यार. Not sure if that was a good ball though, but almost got him there. But what do you make of the rumor about 8 retentions with RTMs? भाई तो फिर इसको मेगा ऑक्शन थोड़ी ना बोलेंगे, मतलब 8
8 retention तो बहुत हो गया।
8 plus RTMs तो
बेसिकली जो ईयरली मीटिंग होती है वैसा रहेगा।
वही तो इसमें क्या, just go back to Kushal's comment producer साहब, यार एक मिनट कर दे यार। The only thing keeping LSG from taking this game away entirely in the power play is KL Rahul batting at 100 strike rate like the proper Bangalore lad he is. I'm not sure what to make of the Giants.
But so far, though, Maxwell bowled well to him. He tried to hit a couple of them, could not, had to adjust at the very last moment. So, ठीक है, क्या ही करेगा?
Good ball, yeah, good slow one, good slow. He definitely has those tricks.
I'm not sure. This just makes the 11 even more intriguing. के if it does become slow or how it is, कि power play में ही आपका जो cutter है वो रुक के आ रहा है.
Yeah, so that's what I've observed already in these 4.4 balls.
But was this a cutter?
It was a cutter, yeah. It was a cutter.
I felt it was a split finger slow ball, but okay, ठीक है, बोलिए.
It doesn't look like an out-and-out flat pitch where a team is going to blast the bowling team out entirely. So it has got something in it. Maybe it's going to turn a bit as well, is what I'm expecting.
Correct.
But sadly, these guys don't have proper spinner in the side, so.
So you need spinner, yeah. I thought
exactly
teams can live without it.
पता ही नहीं था. Hi says Mohammad Arman. Hello Arman साहब.
Flick कर दे भाई. Shot, pro shot.
He.
Well, we will be at Eden Gardens.
अच्छे खासे ओवर की मतलब.
We'll shout out Nikhil bhai's message of Maxwell bowling to Naren.
हाँ, शाबाश. सागनिक भाई, good job.
शाबाश. That's what we want.
भाई कितना खराब बॉलिंग. क्या करना मतलब क्या उसको नेट उसको रेंज प्रैक्टिस करा दो उससे.
किधर मारेगा सीधा. ओके मार के दिखा.
क्या एकदम स्लॉट में मतलब ये
अरे अभी तो बोला ना केएल राहुल नहीं लेके जा रहा है तो यश दयाल इज लाइक हमें ऐसे फ्री के तौर पे नहीं चाहिए भाई. कैच प्लीज
कैच है क्या?
किधर कौन कैच करेगा?
अरे कौन कैच करेगा मुझे क्या पता. अबे अंधा.
I wish that trickled for a boundary.
ये कैच बोल के मेरा हाथ पकड़ रहा है मतलब है क्या?
अरे भाई मुझे लगा लॉन्ग ऑन
अभी तो देखा तूने कि लॉन्ग ऑन नहीं था.
कहाँ
जब उसे सीधा मारा तब.
अरे ये बॉल उसी के लिए चेंज किया होगा. मैं सोचा छक्का गया वहां पे तो कुछ ऐसा करेगा करके.
प्रोएक्टिव. भाई क्या कितने एक्सपेक्टेशन है यार.
AJ Ragnarok says, do they really not know how to use the impact player or are they just trolling their fans at this point? Why would you have DK instead of Vyshak when bowling first?
See, that's what we just discussed, AJ Ragnarok, that they're potentially, even they are not sure entirely, is what my assumption is about how this deck will behave. And hence, they are wanting to try out options. I agree. Even if this was any other side, we would have said, okay, this does not look set. And we are discussing the same thing, trying to figure out, okay, what is the logic behind that.
That's true. Maxi is in for his second over, which means Reece Topley would be bowling just one with the new ball. Man, as someone who's like KL in his early RCB and Punjab days, this is extremely frustrating. He's doing nothing. इससे अच्छा DDP या बडोनी को भेजो ओपन करने के लिए.
नहीं ये और मैं देखो केएल राहुल 2 sixes और इस गेटिंग.
केएल राहुल ओके.
तो मतलब 60 रन पावर प्ले के एंड में is what Nikhil Bhai is
or
saying.
It could be 55 for 1. Who knows?
Do you prefer Muthoot Finance over Qatar Airways, says Akshay? I prefer no one Civi. I prefer just the Royal Challengers Bengaluru logo. But look at this यार. फाफड़ा भाई. नहीं बट ऐसा होता.
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं.
But I've still got a feeling that Vyshak is going to come in as a substitute.
Well, that will make the batting very, very, very.
Yeah, so I think Vyshak and.
मैं अभी बोला
पाटीदार.
No, this was a good effort. I can't मतलब.
They need a better fielder.
Height हाँ. Taller fielder but किसको डालोगे?
Better fielder मतलब heighted fielder अभी.
यार लंबा but यार.
तो केएल और इस लाइक दोनों में से कोई एक प्रेडिक्शन तो राइट करने का ना निखिल भाई. करेक्ट राहुल प्लीज कीप गोइंग.
Yeah. Good effort.
Needed a green only or a Topley to be there.
Topley नहीं भाई. Topley तो हरगिज नहीं.
इंजरी हो जाए.
भाई Topley को एकदम ऐसा कीपर के बगल में आसपास रखो, which is
कुर्सी
where he
देना
was. लास्ट ईयर वहीं पे वो अपना हाथ
लगा था।
तोड़वा के गया था शॉर्ट थर्ड से.
चलो एक और 6.
Catch, guys,
Wicket.
भाई कवर वाले. Yes, come on.
Hashtag I told you.
Yes, चलो. Maxi with a very important wicket off खेल रहा है.
Rahul bhai, you know what to do. Cheers.
Yeah, Max Mojo says, in the words of Manjrekar, Akshay bhai, please behave. वहाँ पे भी शोर मीटर दिखा रहे हैं, यहाँ पे भी दिखाना चाहिए. I guess that's something we should. Yeah. A much needed wicket. This I know people might argue, अबे KL Rahul तो धीरे खेलता वगैरह, but I know the amount of damage he's caused, he's created rather against RCB.
Yeah.
A much
And again,
needed
he's attacking. Sorry, just
Yeah.
to continue that, he's attacking. He's not trying to defend. So won't put to him.
Well, I remember Maxwell getting a similar wicket in terms of length.
Yeah, he's
Was
got
that
a lot
against
of-
CSK, right? No, this season.
This season, Punjab against Punjab, Prabhsimran Singh.
Prabhsimran.
Yeah.
So that was
Prabhsimran
another one that was kind of.
Leading edge kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it went to the keeper. Top edge gaya and keeper took it. Yeah, keeper took it. True. उसके
Very
पहले
similar.
बॉल में ही छक्का मारा था, same like this. उसने slot
So
भी.
even that trend continues, 6 and out.
Yeah, that's true. So DDP walks in most likely.
I said 55 for 1. कितना है score?
53 है फिलहाल. But DDP to walk in now.
I think he should. I wouldn't want to send anybody else at this point of time. Just send DDP. Ask him to get going.
Probably his best chance to
That
deliver.
is- But I won't rule out Maxwell getting out very, very early also. So let's see.
Interesting.
Ekdam quick, flat, make him open up, square up, or if
So
we can get him out.
Maxwell continues from the other end now, though all
Yeah,
because
why
it's
not?
De Kock and DDP.
बिल्कुल.
Mayank Yadav potential option.
नहीं इनका रिस्क जरूरी नहीं है भाई.
नहीं दूसरे एंड से मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
I think I would want to see Topley, but again I'm not sure. So I think this is a hurdle that they had after the wicket.
भाई क्या कर रहे हो, 3-4 छक्के मत दो, 1-2 चौके दे दो, काफी है, ऐसा कुछ बोल रहा होगा. We as fans cannot understand the logic of dropping Mahipal and Vijay Kumar. This is the reason why this is the worst management. Scouting is not picking. You should give them chance consistently. यार इतना black and white नहीं है मेरे भाई. मैं समझता हूँ. I agree with you कि हाँ रुको. ओए.
Ball is
कहाँ
doing
भाग
something.
रहा है DDP साहब?
The ball is definitely doing something.
There definitely isn't a flat deck so
That's
far.
not-
But that's what most of RCB decks at times have also been.
Yeah, because
They start very sticky.
हाँ,
Yeah.
second.
then
is
they
very,
will
very,
get
very
that
good.
down.
That's true.
Because I do remember Andy Flower saying that okay, there's going to be runs galore for this particular game. We'll see, teams scoring over 200.
Interesting.
So as of
So
now,
he was
doesn't
also giving a
look
bit
like
like
that.
Nice. See what he did, Andy.
भाई DDP ऐसे मस्त
बस
खेल.
एक बहुत थोड़ा low रह गया. He got out to Ashwin, if I'm not wrong, last year like that. Or
Not to Ashwin. Same
Something-
team में था ना.
No. I mean, not last year. Just a few seasons back.
Oh,
I can't
okay,
remember
yeah.
who he was out to, but very, very similar.
See,
Oh,
ganda
there is
ball,
somebody
yaar.
there. Yes, oh
नहीं,
my
नहीं, नहीं.
God.
नहीं. Tactical drop.
He's pissed off.
नहीं रे.
Joking.
55 for 1,
Maxi
54
pissed
for 1
off.
हो गया. Yeah, I think that
Catch.
should have been.
Yeah, that should have been taken. That should have been taken.
Why the ball to ढंग का कर पहले?
And
मतलब ठीक है, he was
I don't know if he
that
was
sweep
bowling
only.
to his field or was it
Yeah.
lucky. I don't know. And Mayank Yadav is one of the better fielders in
Yeah.
the setup. So
You
you would
cannot
imagine.
get there, then there is-
Exactly. So that's why. So you guys now, Reece Topley is what both of you think should come in now.
हमें अब पता नहीं क्या है, कुछ करने को तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं ये, पर क्योंकि everybody is gold, Jayesh is gold 2, but Siraj is gold 1 and Topley is gold 1. So
Or Vyshak might come in. I'm still thinking.
अभी से
They'll probably wait till the 8th or the 9th over.
मतलब
Or
यस
maybe
टीम
even
तो
10th over.
कराएंगे ना.
it is Topley.
Topley,
It is
okay.
Topley. So, let's see.
Yeah. RCB fans कब से टीम से लॉजिक एक्सपेक्ट करने लगे? और ऑल ट्रू RCB fans यार छोड़ो. ये सीजन तो क्या ही बोले, ये सीजन तो मैं कुछ एक्सपेक्ट भी नहीं करा. तो in terms of performances, that is thoughts and Stokesy pulling out the World Cup, मतलब tell me something new. Of course, इसमें क्या है ना? But what of course is new is these bunch of goodies, snacks from True Elements. The latest being the namkeen mix, something again I've been in love with. Soy nut, peanuts. They've got watermelon seeds. They've got almonds, cashew, spices. Very, very, very cool snack to have. A very healthy snack to have. And something really fun to munch on during the watch along. So guys, make sure you hit the link in the description. Do check the site out, for more such products. And let me also fill in my bowl with some of this namkeen. Guys, you can also sort of help yourselves. And unfortunately, हमने फिर से खाली कर दिया बहुत जल्दी. But that just goes to show how good their snacks have been. So guys, please do give it a check. It's Reece Topley, and of course, already one ball into his second over. देखते हैं क्या what's in store now.
Praveen Tambi is involved,
Yeah, this time, yeah.
But he was there with some other team previously.
Connect हुआ है क्या? Connect हुआ है क्या?
Chance.
अरे Faf ही था. Oh, Maxi. This was a catch, यार. This was a catch.
अब तो उसी को गाली देना चाहिए मैक्सवेल को.
हाँ भाई, अभी क्या Maxi यार? I know it was a tricky catch, running backwards and all, but one hand, yeah, and one hand से क्यों, एक हाथ से क्यों गया भाई? Oh man, Virat also not amused. Oh, this was there. This was definitely a catch, straightforward catch.
एक और chance.
Chal Topley, chal.
Just make him scoop. Just make him scoop. He's not thinking well. Just as of now.
Just make him scoop. मतलब, do you want him to bowl wide outside off stump?
Okay. Either scoop it onto the stumps or just hit up in the air.
I was thinking of going short, outside off stump.
Short, यार वो अगर बैठा रहेगा तो he'll pull it outside.
Decent, right?
He'll put here.
Easily outside off stump. He's not bad against him.
But भाई वो तो last game में नहीं देखा ऐसा play करके मारा
वो कर सकता है.
I think you have to beat him in the air. So let's see.
Europe, of course, throwing a ball. I mean, bowling nicely, well outside the off stump. But maybe Virat
better than Siraj at this point of time.
Definitely well bowled. यही थोड़ा expect कर रहा था.
Into the deck.
Yeah.
Cutter. Okay.
RCB's problem lies in their attitude. Apart from 2 or 3 players, rest of the team is finding themselves rather than proving it.
You can't judge into that.
नहीं, क्योंकि
Left away.
the thing is, I genuinely think this was the case 6-7 years ago. They've consciously tried to move away from that ploy of having just 1 or 2 or 3 superstars. Mike Hesson, again, due credit to him. Bowling.
I think if you can get Anirudh, if you're listening, I'm not sure. He has a lot of trouble particularly versus left-arm people.
Okay.
I feel left-arm pace. Sorry.
No, to be clear, Padikkal has a lot of trouble. Full stop.
That also makes sense.
Yeah, against right-arm pace, right-arm, everyone. Off spin, leg spin. नहीं, numbers आप देखो against every bowling type. I literally say every bowling type in the middle overs he struggles.
That's the Padikkal for you. In
Yeah.
T20s, that is,
Yeah,
of course.
in T20s, in the middle overs.
Sorry, in the IPL specifically.
In the IPL, in middle overs, he has a very, very, very poor record. He would have caught that if it was a World Cup final size AJ Ragnarok.
We did not get this comment.
DDP inspired from KL Rahul. भाई ऐसे बैटिंग नहीं करनी भाई 5 ही बॉल हुआ यार मतलब सांस तो लेने दे बंदे को पावर प्ले अच्छा गया आपका मतलब हो गया ना 54 runs and the power play is not bad at all.
So in this IPL, Padikkal versus left arm base, 5 balls, 0 runs, 2 wickets.
Exactly what I was referring to. Okay, he's got
First run, so this is basically his first run against left arm.
Well played.
Off the mark.
Yeah.
Off the mark. Shabash.
Successfully off the mark. Padikkal KL are playing for RCB tonight. That's right. और कितना चाहिए
कितना स्टीरियोटाइप 20 बॉल में 100 मारे क्या भाई वो यार
आरसीबी का भी वही हाल है is all I like to see.
नहीं आरसीबी का वो जो भी हाल है बट यार अभी तो आया है and I don't think this deck is something where you can just get in and get going. So did you yes I did sports fan. I called him as the X Factor pick but for Rajasthan and I mean it's not a new thing. He's been scoring a lot of domestic runs. The only problem was getting the right spot. This is finally the year that has got a right spot, good role clarity, and it's come good, which is good.
Maxi should be Maxi, right?
Yeah, should be Maxi, and he'll create another chance. Let's see if it is on the sweep or.
It seems like Kohli is also being in charge of the field changes. I'm not sure if he's just assisting Puff or if he's actually handling.
Chance है. ले लो, चलो जल्दी Maxi. Let's see.
थोड़ा सा खींच ले भाई बहुत फुल हो गया. Some positive changes today for RCB. It's reflecting in their body language as well. Good fielding and good line and length by all the bowlers apart from Siraj. This is the ball that I told you.
Yeah. And there should be
same वही दिखा रहा
है. They cramped the batter for room and room. You possibly feel both wanted to go leg side.
Exactly. They premeditated it. That's why they got it wrong. भाई de Kock ऐसे मत खेल यार मतलब for LCB fans sake.
This sort of reminds me of how we discussed about Tamim playing it the other way.
True.
Tamim goes entirely like this and then which is very, very rare. So
that's a fair point. And RK, I'm not sure यार मतलब fielding तो यार catch drop कर लिया हमने already एक जो हमें पकड़ना चाहिए.
तो स्वीप नहीं करना डीडीपी, रुक जाओ। भाई
डीडीपी साहब, आप निखिल भाई की बातें नहीं सुनते, इसलिए आपके साथ ही हो रहा। अभी आप
वो सुनेगा, it's just a line. I think the line was there for him to play, but probably just missed it.
This in all fairness was a bad delivery. He
Yeah.
lucked, I feel. It was almost outside leg stump, pitching outside leg stump, एकदम straight डाल दिया था। थोड़ा सा line length दोनों
थोड़ा बाहर डाल देगा।
Okay, now I feel it's intentional because दोनों बार exactly वहीं पे डाला।
Because he's wanting him to play the horizontal cross bat shot. And then
Cramp पे मतलब हल्का सा वो जब करेगा तो
Basically, they know he's not a power hitter.
Yeah.
So he could as well get caught at the boundary.
भाई but चिन्नास्वामी के लिए तो कितना ही पावर चाहिए।
Yeah, Padikkal, I don't know. T20s and Padikkal never works well. So I think this is his best chance. You know, of course, Chinnaswamy.
Oh, good ball यार।
So far best bowler.
यही ball। Reach stop भी अभी हो गया ना, 2 हो गया तो they would want to save 2 for the back end or 1 more.
नहीं, I don't have to save your top of the back end. एक रखना max.
But यार Mayank Yadav को
back end में who's going to bowl?
How is it? That looked close. No bad. Height बोल रहा है। Height
Possible भाई,
पता नहीं इतना आगे नहीं आया था लेकिन डीडीपी नहीं क्यूडी के।
अच्छा हाँ, क्यूडी के सॉरी,
शॉर्ट भी है बंदा, मैं इसीलिए सोचा और इतना आगे नहीं आया था। I don't know, I might be wrong, let's see.
Maybe it was going up and they did not want to take that risk.
Maybe. Oh, they've taken their time out. I feel RCB have realized that they are not going to win often on these batting belters, and hence they've started to make pitches which have enough for the bowlers. Completely agree with this, and again, not a bad ploy. Except we don't have the kind of bowling we would want to also make use of the surface, but fair ploy.
No, you have the bowling, but do you always have the batting to back up? So वो भी एक क्वेश्चन है, क्योंकि देखो teams are playing with 8 options in terms of both bat and ball. अभी यहीं पे हम देख रहे हैं 7 और 6 का ऑप्शन के साथ जाने वाला most likely. So that is also a point to discuss, and sorry, completely unrelated. I felt कि ये मैथ्यूज को भी याद कर रहा है, मतलब I don't know for some reason मेरा टाइम आउट ही होना चाहिए, बड़ी मैथ्यूज हाँ टाइम आउट, sorry.
Shabash. And since Arhan's also asked us why is Vyshak not in the first 11, I don't really get his thoughts. One more thing to add to that, Vyshak last game also was not a part of the first 11. He came in as an impact sub. Do you think मतलब उसको वैसे यूज करना चाहते कि मतलब
which is fine, but then the 11 has to also be reflective of what if it doesn't work, or where is your batting at?
Lomrod अगर आएगा तो you have Mayank Yadav in number 9, which is fine, right? मतलब
Mayank Yadav will be at sorry, Lomrod will be at 8.
हाँ मतलब somewhere top you have 8 batting options, order I don't know, which अगर इतने options के साथ अगर तुम चेज नहीं कर पाए तो वैसे भी तुम already,
and which is why that is the only logic that we are trying to apply के they, and this is just why I said कि आज Maxwell सारे overs डालेगा.
That's probably another that, like you also mentioned, Green Maxi से they would have thought कि चारों ओवर
तीन तो आ गए Maxwell से,
exactly.
Green से एक ही चाहिए.
Even Green is going to come in and have ball.
I would expect
a couple of overs.
I think today is a good day for both Green and Stoinis.
Same. Stoinis not in terms. Oh, Stoinis with the ball बोल रहे हो क्या?
He got 2 wickets here.
I know.
आप अरे मैं वर्ल्ड कप की बात कर रहा हूँ.
I know.
अच्छा okay.
I actually मतलब Chinnaswamy and RCB दोनों.
Okay.
Of course.
Cool. My bad.
No, of course not your bad. I'm still thinking who would be the impact player for RCB tonight. Of course it's me यार. Of course it's me. ले लो भाई. और कुछ नहीं तो थोड़ा मतलब कुछ नहीं करूँगा. Let's see who it is. But Mahipal Lomrod, why he would be a very effective option today is they've got Krunal Pandya, Ravi Bishnoi. Both of them turn the ball in to the left-hander, and moreover, Mahipal Lomrod, I rate him very highly when it comes to playing spin. And Nikhil Bhai is of course privy to that. So given that, so I would, मतलब hand to heart, I would take him anyway. So let's see.
He's a front runner right now.
Yeah, that's true. And I think we all can agree that a team that gives an IPL contract to Ashton Turner in 2024 deserves to struggle. Also, they need to be informed about the invention of PNG. What's PNG? Don't tell me he's talking about Papua New Guinea because that makes no sense. Unless he wants someone like, what's it? Asadwala, yeah. You want
there are many options if you want to go down there,
but I don't like this.
Not
I don't like this Western Australia slander. Siraj क्यों आया?
अभी कोई तो डालेगा, एक ही डालेगा तो भाई.
I don't mind going to Mayank Yadav as well, यार. I don't think मतलब इन दोनों के सामने he would be ineffective. He's been good.
He's good. I don't think he'll be ineffective. Bad तो
नहीं है.
भाई ये क्यों?
Now the fight out.
Height ही अनुज ने ऐसा confidently बोला अनुज.
Max umpire score.
Kash out.
भाई.
But I don't think.
Kash नहीं होगा रे.
अरे मिसिंग. शाबाश यार।
किसी का किधर गया?
क्या?
I couldn't see
हाँ
the
भाई सब
missing.
गुड कॉल यार
Smart
आनंद।
review.
भाई इतना कॉन्फिडेंटली
Smart
बोला,
review.
मैं तो रेडी हो गया था अपना हाथ उठा के कि भाई चल। Pranav Anand says RCB probably thinking now they will have an extra batter than a bowler. I know it's not a good bowling construction, but they are thinking one extra batter adds more value here than a bowler. Vyshak for Siraj is an option.
And of course, Vyshak scored a century.
Yeah, Ranji century, 250s. And again, to be clear, Vyshak himself started off as a batter and later moved on to bowling. In case you guys want to know more about his story, last year we did a 3-part interview series with his parents. Do check that out. Fantastic story about how he sort of evolved as a cricketer and his fitness journey, and of course his time with the RCB. So do check that out as well. Of course, coming back now.
Chance आ रहा है. Let's see who takes it.
From the other end, Maxwell shot
Six.
यार, ये तो भाई गंदा बॉल
Chance तो लग रहा था but छक्का.
यार Siraj so far has bowled 3 slow balls in the last 2 games. All 3 have gone for the 6. All 3.
I think his line could be something that we can check. I think most of it has been middle or late.
But इसको slower ball में control नहीं है भाई.
इसको नहीं, पेस ऑफ में भी कंट्रोल नहीं है.
वो अलग बात है. But slower ball में तो और ज्यादा नहीं है, तो क्यों डाल रहा है?
Why not come around the wicket? कुछ तो ट्राई कर यार.
कुछ तो
यार डाल भाई, उसको वहां से ड्रैग करने देना. A full toss for
slower ball. But this was, I felt he rolled his wrist over it. यार शर्म कर ले चूतिए. जब तेरा स्लोअर बॉल काम नहीं कर रहा है, अबे 140 दिखा रहा है, बट मेरे को लगा हाथ उसने घुमाया था. I'm sorry, pardon my French.
right now off spin.
यार क्या हीड़ा बंदा है ये, मतलब कहाँ से उठा के लाए इसको यार.
एक मान में तू स्टोरी बोलेगा 5 मिनट के बाद.
स्टोरी मेरे को पता है.
Nothing better than RCB fan ranting.
चलो एक चांस दे रहा, देखो भाई कौन लेता है. ओए
चमन भाई साहब वाइड दे
यूज तो करना था शॉर्ट बॉल.
भाई मेरे को 5 वाइड्स का डर था यहाँ पे.
मैंने रावत पकड़ लेता भाई. रावत
अरे बट
पावर मोड में भाई पकड़ लेता है एक हाथ से.
Well, pitches seem to have been reversed. Hyderabad and Chennai, which were known as slow surfaces, are now the pitches where high scores have been made, whereas Bangalore and Mumbai pitches seem slow.
Good, I don't mind it. I don't want all the decks to be same.
हाँ, and एक तो to be honest, Bangalore hasn't been slow. Theor में 80 रन बने थे भाई last game.
And it is the right pitch. See, yesterday we discussed
Mumbai.
that 6 and 8 were I think the pitch numbers.
भाई यार इसको कहाँ क्या ये क्यों है ये निकाल. अरे बेबी ओवर करा के कोहली तू ही बॉल डाल. दो छक्के
4
खा
के
ले.
बाद बेबी ओवर कैसे होगा यार.
करो भाई, आईपीएल में रूल डालो.
तुम
क्या है
मुंबई
ये?
के रूल चेंज कर सकते हैं.
क्या
Oh, and there's Virat Kohli bowling the rate at which
Oh, showing another option.
Yeah,
exactly.
As Virat Kohli Bangalore का अपना 100 बार
Yeah, it's 100th event.
Hopefully special from Virat there in the chase.
At this point, he might be a better option. Oh, I think
this is not a wide. This is not a wide. This didn't seem like a wide यार. Review कर ले इसे. और शर्म नहीं
No,
यार.
one thing is sure, I think his confidence is gone. These last 3 balls, it's a good
But
indication
this
of
didn't
this
seem.
guy. That I don't know.
I didn't think this was that high यार. Second bouncer ही था ना ये. This was.
Nobody even bothered about the review.
I don't know क्या हुआ. ये तो ये replay दिखाने में ready है. हाँ यार पता है हारे थे हम लोग 2016 में. आगे बढ़ो. मिल गया उसको 10
ये
लाख.
साल नहीं हारेगा ऐसा वो बोल रहा है, तो वो नहीं समझ रहे पॉइंट यार.
अवनीश भाई के दायरे भाई. अवनीश भाई चल कर रहे हैं, उसका नसीब बता. मेरा नसीब ही है.
I think this guy has completely lost his radar here, Siraj. Completely lost his radar.
मतलब
बस जब
I'm just
ऐसे
keen to see
ऐसा
how the-
बोलो तभी विकेट लेता है रैंडमली.
Oh.
नहीं छक्का. नहीं विकेट नहीं है.
बोलो मैं ऐसा चांस आ रहा है और ऐसा जब बोलो तभी सिराज विकेट
Give
लेता है.
that particle.
मैं बोला
And medical struggles continue, but I'm not happy with this wicket. I'm not happy with this over. इसके बाद इसने एक और ओवर भी डाला ना तो फाफ.
अरे डालेगा तो क्या पाप कुछ
क्या डालेगा तो क्यों
अरे
डालेगा
सिराज तो
तो
डालेगा ना भाई.
नहीं. अरे पूरन 6 छक्के मार के दिखाएगा इसको.
पूरन उसको खेलेगा नहीं, मैक्सवेल आउट
Here we
करेगा.
go again.
अब छी यार मतलब बहुत गंदा ओवर. I know wicket it's DDP to be honest. मतलब कुछ ये नहीं है
Starts
उसमें.
advantage LSD.
Exactly to be honest. And good catch though. Good catch by Anuj Rawat running
DDP
backwards.
should be kicked out.
Of
None of the
LSD of
should-
IPL. Okay.
IPL,
Just
dude.
some
This
numbers
guy is
for you
not
to
quality
cherish.
for this format.
Pacers to consider most success so far. Siraj 9.
Yes.
This is what?
Pacers to
this
concede.
season.
Yeah.
This season. Second is his favorite bowler, Alzari Joseph.
Yep. Third, yes,
At least RCB are leading somewhere.
Oh. Yes, exactly. If
Yeah, 1-2.
RCB knew that the wicket will be a bit sticky, they could have gotten Vyshak for Dayal as they had Toplee for the new ball. But Yash Dayal also bowled well with the new ball. ना 2 ओवर में अच्छा नहीं 17 दिया वो लास्ट बॉल छक्का दिखेगा था तो ठीक है. Again, Vyshak with the new ball is not exactly an option. Siraj, you've seen how he's bowled. So you would want at least 2 frontline new ball bowlers, and they thought Toplee and Yash Dayal would be that. But yes,
I think now they'll go to Mayank Dagar next over.
अभी जा सकते हैं.
Mayank Dagar, now it opens up the option of Mayank Dagar, Cam Green.
And now is the time LSG cannot afford to lose Quinton de Kock. If Quinton को
Stoinis-
मयंक को अगर वो रिवर्स स्वीप कुछ मारने गया ना जल्दी और
बोल
उसने
रहा
मौका
है
डाल दिया.
इडियट. खेलना है कि नहीं, खेलना है कि नहीं तेरे को आईपीएल में बता.
आप बोला विराट जरा आराम से बोल, विराट जरा आराम से बोल.
सिराज बोला भाई हिंदी में बता. सॉरी हाथ पे कहता जोक आउट है भाई. इतना प्लान किया अब है. चलो कोई नहीं, डॉट बॉल ही सही.
Good end to the over and tough times for Devdutt. Yeah,
Very tough times. And what, like, the thing is, Devdutt Padikkal himself had a more than decent Ranji Trophy season. So ऐसा नहीं कि he's a bad batter, he's out of
वही
form.
format kill है.
ODIs
50 overs and red ball, that's it. Don't bother playing T20, you're not cut out right now.
So what do you think should he do? What are the tweaks you're looking at?
This guy, first of all, he does not even have the intent to begin with. आगे defend उसका चालू हो जाता है. So I don't know whether you have it stat or not. That defensive percentage.
हाँ रहेगा. Producer साहब
कुछ
थोड़ा
करता ही नहीं है.
yeah, defense and attack percentage of Devdutt Padikkal. Statsman, ask our Statsman for defense and attack percentage of Devdutt Padikkal this season or across IPL.
This season, what? He's played every game, right?
Yeah, he's played.
But he hasn't even survived. I mean,
इसीलिए.
every game.
ठीक है तो all IPL एक बार बता दो. Wouldn't be surprised number would be on the higher
On that
side.
one good knock at Wankhede, I just don't recollect any good knocks from Devdutt Padikkal. So he's quality. I won't take that away from him.
It's
But
Dagar.
yeah,
This
देखो
format
रिवर्स स्वीप
no.
आता है क्या जल्दी.
So Maxi का वो जो चौथा ओवर बचा Green can probably complete it on at a later
Yeah, but
stage.
Maxwell himself can.
yeah,
हाँ,
Maxi also can do
yeah,
it when
Yeah.
Puran comes in.
Yeah. Puran ने तो अभी भी I think he can bowl to
Stoinis,
Stoinis
yeah.
also when he's very very.
यार
ये क्या?
क्या यार डिफेंस छी.
I think उसको लगा Stoinis strike पे. That is the only. होता है
First
यार.
ball,
होता है.
5 wides.
होता है यार कोई वांदा नहीं यार. First ball lose. He's trying.
क्या लूज मतलब कितना लूज थी मतलब
यार होता है कोई वांदा.
राइट. अबे ये क्या कर रहा है बे, ये क्या कर रहा है इडियट. ये करता है साला भाई. मतलब राइट हैंड बैटर के लिए भी ये 7 स्टंप पे था. इतना वाइड लेफ्ट हैंडर को माना. पहला बॉल वार्म अप होता है, ये होता है. अबे कितना करेगा बे इंजन गरम बे.
कोई नहीं. चलो कोई नहीं. मयंक Stoinis right guy.
Let's see. Producers up. If we could also go to the previous comment, we'll also take RK Cricket Talkies in a bit. But ये tuk क्या है यार? ये क्या tuk है यार? Am I the only one who's seeing the problem? Nicky P and Stoinis at this time would have advanced the success of a decent power play score. But do you agree with that Stoinis 3 Puran for मतलब just front load your batters and go for it? Or do you think they should have someone?
I mean, ideally, I would have had Deepak Hooda in the side. I mean, that guy can get things going and maximize the power play a bit.
Good ball that.
So probably I'll stick with Deepak Hooda at number 3. And he didn't do too badly in the first game itself. So I didn't see a reason to drop him in the second game itself. So yeah, I mean, Deepak Hooda at 3, then maybe Stoinis at 4, probably.
Fair enough. So sort of similar to how they played last time. But last season they had Krunal Pandya coming in at number 4. They wanted to utilize Krunal Pandya, the batter, a lot more. Much better. Shabash.
Good stop.
So that's DK at backup point.
Yeah.
DK. Interesting. DK has sort of also been like an on-field keeping coach, by the way. This is something I've observed. Almost every now and then you see him coming towards Anuj Rawat, giving him a few inputs ki ye wo. So backward point इसीलिए वो शायद उसकी वजह से भी रहा है. Good stop यार. Good stop for sure.
खोलना इसको.
शाबाश बोले.
So 2.
No.
It should be
नहीं,
top
नहीं,
9.
नहीं. Fielder वहाँ पे थोड़ा और square था. What could be a winning score on this pitch? Asks Newton Hacksworth Vasan. निखिल भाई आपसे start करते हैं. क्या लगता है?
With no dew, I don't know, 175, 176. With no dew, that is. So if the conditions remain same,
It's a par score.
I think it's a pass score. उसके ऊपर तुमको मिला तो it should be a cushion.
Okay.
But again, we have seen at times that pitch gets incredibly better to bat up in the second game. So that is something to keep an eye on. वो होता है तो then you obviously need 200 plus.
All right, Jeet.
Yeah, around 175 is bang on.
Yeah.
175 is bang on. I mean, I'm guessing these guys now will bring in Mahipal long roar for the second innings, so it's going to kind of help them out a bit as well. So probably 175 for a team like RCB with no due, that is of course.
Let's see, last ball of the 10th over यार मैं 5 wides नहीं दिया होता तो 5 single ही दिए थे उसके बाद. Good ball. 11 runs coming off that over, 5 extras included. And yeah, 84 for 2, 10 overs done. Even Stevens, one might say, not really, you know, in LSG's favor. Yeah. RK Cricket Talkies also goes on to say, I agree with you, Akshay, you can definitely be the impact player, but the only option is to bowl Siraj out and get Mahipal in. Dekhte kya hota, I mean,
I was actually thinking that, I mean, even in the first innings, you can do that, right? If
don't
someone like
think
Dayal or Siraj bowls a third over, Siraj, I think, might bowl 4, so it's kind of pointless discussing that. But if Dayal bowls 3 or something, maybe get in long row straight away.
I think they'll not sub out Siraj because
it's
super over तो bowling कौन करेगा भाई?
हाँ, वो थोड़ा unlikely है, but super over के लिए तो चाहिए ना, वो थोड़ा
कुछ तो
चाहिए ना.
Direct मैच में डाल देगा तो कैसे चलेगा भाई?
It's green.
It's in green. So चलो भाई फिर Stoney's दादा. क्या? Time to hit 2 boundaries or get out. तो क्विंटन तो भाई कनेक्ट करेगा तो अच्छा मारेगा तो लेट्स सी.
भाई मेरे को क्विंटन का डर है क्योंकि यहीं से क्विंटन टीज ऑफ मैक्सी मैन.
Well, this is a very
wide wicket, dot 4 wides.
Yeah.
So that's 7 wides.
They're waiting for the W.
In 3 deliveries, we've given 7 extras. Just wow.
देखो पहला बॉल और ये पहला चौका.
Another one down the leg.
भाई 2 तो आ रहे थे मैंने और शुरू में बोल दिया.
No, not like tell me one thing. Do these guys not understand what bowling to your field means? You don't have a deep square leg. मतलब क्या तू भाई like you इनको ये इतने साल से नहीं. I genuinely want to understand. इतने साल से अगर आप क्रिकेट खेलते हो तो don't you plan your ball out कि देखो बस मैं ये बॉल डालूंगा तो इसके पास क्या शॉट्स हैं.
So he had the fielder just
नहीं they cannot possibly tell me no.
Very good ball.
क्या गंदा बॉल डालने के बाद गुड बॉल डाल के क्या हुआ? अरे idiot. Perfect entry point for Steiners to score a 22 ball 50 says
Avanish. Quick है but I think it'll not be a 32 ball 50. 32 ball के लिए they'll have to bowl horribly bad.
Which is not out of their...
Yeah. No, but already I don't think the pitch is such that it'll allow him to go down. Puran के लिए मैं ना नहीं बोलता. Puran yes possible. Steiners maybe.
और अगर pitch flat होता तो भी there was a chance, but इसमें थोड़ा unlikely.
Yep.
Sticky surface.
And another that is the second boundary.
Oh no.
No, बच गए. शाबाश. I think the pace नहीं था इस पे है. It's slower ना.
नहीं मैं तो wicket ही समझ के बैठा हूँ. Boundary समझ के बैठा था.
नहीं मुझे लगा कि I think he bowled slower, which is why he did not go quickly to the fence.
Yep. And anyways, guys, like RK Cricket Talkies, make sure you also key in your predictions and let us know how much do you think will the Lucknow Super Giants end up with at the end of the first innings. And you stand to win a cool hamper from True Elements. So yeah, that's it. And also make sure that you key in your predictions before the end of the 15th over. So the contest is active only between the 10th and the 15th over, or rather before the 15th over. So make sure you do send in your predictions.
Ooh.
Not bad, I guess. ठीक है. Steiners be like, इसे तो मैं रोज नेट्स पे पेलता हूँ. वाह भाई.
And again, I know I might be jumping the gun here, but I think it is good to know phase-wise distribution of Quinton. It is something that I've been harping on since the start of the IPL. Just for the reason that he starts off great, but now is the time for him to convert. So hopefully this is a very crucial period. Abhi out nahi ho sakta Quinton. That is till the next 15-20 runs are scored by himself. Till 65-70 down, feel it's okay. You keep getting going for the big one.
Hey यार सिराज, sorry, Quinton जिस तरीके से अभी घुमाने की कोशिश कर रहा है भाई, अब तो फट रही है. मतलब
they have Badoni, they have Nick Puran, they have Krunal Pandya.
हाँ, that's it,
right?
Yeah. How quick was Quinton up top? I think it was 30 out of
15. He was at 30 or 15, then 31 of 18. Want Siraj and KKR next year. Go GG Siraj Lafda Masala cooking for others. As Samvada Sarkhel, if I'm not wrong, he's also a KKR fan. So interesting. He wants to see that Lafda in his own team. Not sure why would you want to see any Lafda in your team.
Right. इतना काफी नहीं हुआ भाई जो सुन रहे हो जो हो रहा है. And that's a single. Yep. It is a single.
Good field.
Good comeback. 30 or 15.
Yeah.
And he's now 47 of 34.
So 17 of the next 19 balls.
Just the slowdown has always been there with
Yeah.
Quinton. He'll look for one big over, but before that, well-bowled Green did not give the second one.
That's true.
This is the over. This is
Yeah.
the over
Mayank
Quinton is
Dagar?
going to whoever it is.
He'll try to target Dagar.
Yeah,
There's
Mayank
good
होगा तो
shots.
even more so. But this is the over. या तो I don't know 3 तो 6 नहीं बोलने पर 2 6 और
क्या बोल
भाई
रहा है
मार तो देगा वो देखो क्योंकि प्राइम
क्यों आउट नहीं हो सकता
बोला तो सही
हाँ नहीं मार तो देगा वो आप
मतलब ट्राई तो कर देगा वो क्योंकि
हाँ.
this is now getting to a stage where he has to get that move on. And
That's true. Fair point. And he has been trying that. We saw in the last over as well. So
Exactly.
Dagar is definitely as good as they come in terms of having a favorable matchup.
Yeah.
Both in terms of the ball turning in and also him being able
Yeah.
to.
And he's bowling wide also. So I won't be surprised if he looks to
already shuffled. Connect हुआ क्या?
नहीं हुआ
हाँ इतना भी connect नहीं हुआ बताओ यार.
But restopping it long off. That's
Yeah, exactly. That was actually something I wanted to pick up. I don't like that move one bit. Andy Fly आपको कुछ ज़्यादा ही भरोसा है.
That's the reason why he never got there. I don't think anybody else would have though. But
by the way,
no, he picked up late.
No, just look at the numbers. Since you asked, DDP attacked only 40% of his deliveries. Rest is beaten in nets. 35% defended.
ठीक I think इससे नहीं आपको कुछ ज़्यादा पता चलेगा. Probably if you have an average of sorts.
Since I've been looking at numbers, 40% attack is on the lower end, especially if it's a top order batter.
Yeah, but then it's also up to the role, right? So not playing devil
Good ball.
But अगर उसका रोल है कि भाई वो
defend करो,
जैसे साइज स्टेशन कर रहा है 15 में 15 और फिर मैच
60-40 is a huge difference.
And also again I'll have to defend size for that. And he's already shown कि across he doesn't have a weakness पर से. अरे good ball यार.
चलो क्विंटन कुछ तो जय माता दी टाइम हो गया.
मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है ग्रीन क्यों शॉर्ट फाइन पे खड़ा और टॉपली क्यों लॉन्ग ऑफ पे खड़ा है.
वहां से ओवर करेगा ना नेक्स्ट चल के जाएगा.
अच्छा ठीक है तो ग्रीन नहीं तो मैक्सी फाफ कहाँ है.
RCB asked them.
नहीं. So what according to them are the hotspots key hotspots for Quinton? Maybe. So one of those two will
has to be on the leg side. Let's see.
नहीं डाई मत मार. हाँ
of course he डालेगा.
वही डाई मत मार बिल्कुल मत मार. It's a 50. A well composed 50 for Quinton de Kock. He might have slowed down, but even then that 50 has come in at a strike rate in excess of 140. So that's more than decent for sure.
On this pitch, I would say it's decent.
Yeah.
It's not a out and out flat pitch that you would have anticipated early on.
Bill Jack's off spin would have been handy against his lineup, says Mohammad Arhan. But batting में value आता क्या वो भी तो देखना पड़ेगा ना. Middle order में that is. So fair point. Good ball. Not a wide. This is not a wide. Very good ball.
नहीं है भाई छोड़ दे.
हाँ. चल ओवर अच्छे से क्लोज कर.
आउट ही हो जा भाई. एक भी छक्का नहीं लगा यार. 2 छक्के सोचा था एक आउट हो जाता.
That's a six.
पहला नहीं 4.
Yeah, six.
This is wrong. I mean, please stop it long off. We've seen it thrice in this over.
I know.
And why is it so? I mean,
why is he
not straight?
First of all,
he runs very
he
gingerly.
picks it up late. He's a slow runner. He's not agile enough.
And he won't even want to put effort because वहीं पे उसका पैर हाथ सब टूटेला है.
You can't blame him.
Yeah.
The point is, why is he stationed there?
Idiot. And I guess Dagar is also done for the day. अच्छे से close कर गया set for a six. क्या बोल रहे? Anyways, it's time for me to open another packet because वो पहला वाला packet जल्दी खत्म हो गया था. I was trying to think what are the options. Easy daisy. Nikhil bhai, if you could help me out with that.
Why not?
Sorry. All right, what do you guys want? There's अरे वाह Nikhil bhai, शाबाश. But yeah, what do you guys want? There's a daily mix that has almonds, pistachio, pumpkin, sunflower seeds, flax seeds, sesame, raisins, and more. Okay, this sounds interesting. There's a 7-in-1 mix. Pumpkin, watermelon, sunflower, chia, flax, sesame, and soy nuts.
Both are healthy. I'll pick this one.
All right, okay.
खाली तो दोनों होने वाला है.
हाँ, खाली तो दोनों होने
doesn't
वाला है.
matter.
Exactly, because since how tasty they are, we are going to empty them. And guys, like we mentioned earlier, please make sure you hit the link in the description. Do check their site out for such cool products, healthy snacks, great to munch on, especially while watching the IPL. So yeah, please have a look. चलो field तो कर लिया. Again, not sure Green को second over दे रहे. किसका कोटा खत्म करने की कोशिश किया जा रहा है यहाँ पे?
They had to show this.
They had to show this. But koi nahi. Before we get to the 15th mark, predictions, please.
Yeah, guys, please, of course, the prediction contest is active. We will ask our panelists as well in terms of how much do they think will the Lucknow Super Giants end up with at the end of the first innings. And in case you forgot, you stand to win a cool hamper from True Elements if you get it right.
Shot, bro, shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
See,
Only
यार.
wide है उसको और wide डाला और height भी perfect डाला.
Tracking shot.
Full toss, yeah, juicy full toss.
Hey, Quinton, this is what you have to do.
That's
Every
like
ball
Kyle
six.
Mayers. In the previous game also he hit one, if you remember.
Yeah. And that too even was of a length.
Yeah,
Ball
that's so
six
good.
A century मार रहा है एक तो. Century तो मार रहा है. यार pace.
But this is the problem of a part-timer, right? Cam Green is not your primary
और
pacer.
इसका जरूरत ही नहीं है.
जरूरत ही नहीं था.
That's the point.
Maxi को देना था ना.
Not required.
Give me one good reason why Maxi isn't bowling this over.
यार, I think someone needs to go to Fab and say चना खाएगा.
भाई मेरे को बताओ.
Now Dayal is
कोहली
basically.
को देखो.
Dayal has 2 remaining, right?
True. Dayal has 2
Oh
remaining.
wow, they are 2 at the death.
He'll bowl next.
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially yes.
Why not Maxi?
Maxwell को डालना था तब तक डाल चुका होता भाई.
Okay, Dayal is 2, Topley 2.
Everyone has 2. All the pacers.
चलो देखो ये किधर जाता है. Full toss.
Cam Green,
He's bowled 3 full tosses in 10 balls.
big scammer.
Cam Green नहीं बोला भाई, Cam Green बोलना है.
ये पाप यार सबसे बड़ा स्कैम तो वो चला रहा है. कैप्टन बना फिर रहा है वहां पे. क्या यार इडियट. स्टॉइनर और क्यूरी के.
I have no clue.
This is very
How
poor
this side
tactics.
plans.
Very poor मतलब पता. एक बात बताओ एंडी फ्लावर कुछ तो मतलब क्या.
The thing is we discussed also कि ये deck अच्छा हो सकता है और उसके लिए deck को use करना पड़ता है. He is going रवि शास्त्री पे. Deck को निकाल दो गेम से. क्योंकि देखो डालो ये भाई नहीं मार पाओगे उसको हार्ड है थोड़ा.
मतलब एलएसजी बॉलर्स ये सब देख रहे हैं सीख रहे हैं तो हम तो 140 150 से ऊपर तो हम नहीं बना रहे. इतना तो तय हो गया.
This reminds me of that meme. तुम्हारा प्लान क्या है? हम नहीं अडॉप्ट करेंगे. हमको करना ही नहीं है अडॉप्ट.
वो बांग्लादेशी फैन है ना. What's your target? To lose. I don't want to win. I don't. That's my aim.
हमको जितना ही नहीं है.
जितना ही नहीं है.
That's being realistic.
Yeah. खत्म.
चलो क्विंटन एक और.
1-6.
Keep going. No need to stop. Shabash.
That's a 4. What another one? Lovely Cam Green. Lovely.
Cover. Sorry, extra cover. Mid off. अंदर है. Wide outside off stump full. चूतिए. Like क्या है ये? Like यार इतनी समझ तो मुझे भी है यार. मैं बनशंकरी 11 के लिए खेलता हूँ. इतनी समझ मुझे है कि नहीं डालते ये बॉल इस फील्ड सेटअप में. कहाँ से लाते हैं यार 19
ऐसा बोले कोई ऑफिस में ना करे. मतलब ये प्लान कर पता नहीं कुछ अलग प्लान ट्राई कर रहे हैं. एग्जीक्यूट नहीं हो पा रहा.
क्या हो सकता है वो प्लान. क्या हो सकता है. व्हाट कैन यू पॉसिबली बोल विद दैट. लाइक उस तरफ बॉल डाल के क्या मिल रहा है तुझे.
I completely cannot understand that. But yeah, shabash Akhil, well done.
Thank you so much, Akhil. Of course, we will show this to our brand as well. The baked cashews are to die for. The spicy ones, like you mentioned, the sweet chili ones. We've been mopping it.
Finally, Maxwell.
God. But thank you so much, Akhil, for letting us know about that. चलो.
Come on, 5 wides.
5 wides Maxwell नहीं दे रहा भाई. Maxwell नहीं दे रहा.
वो एक वाइड देता है बस. एक करके 5 वाइड्स देगा.
अभी ये कोई रिटर्न कैश दे दे तो मजा आ जाएगा.
क्या मजा. पूरा ना रहा है इसके बाद.
हाँ तो
मजा
नॉट. फायरवर्क्स तो देखना है ना.
6. Lovely.
रिटर्न कैश बोला ये तो क्राउड को कैश दे रहा है.
Right.
रिटर्न गिफ्ट दिया उसने बस.
Right in Stoinis' arc.
हाँ बट लाइन बहुत पुअर थी और वापस सब स्टोनिस टाइप पे तब इसने दिया है. थोड़ा आज फाइल गलत डाउनलोड हो
gets
गई.
in a roll here and 200 plus on this pitch. That'll be insane.
सही में यार संबुदा पागल तो मैं हो चुका हूँ ऑलरेडी. बट यार
यही है बस यही. I think he just earned in the good speed 99.
200 plus on this pitch. What a disaster for RCB.
Yeah, and the thing they'll have to really hope that it flattens out somehow. Because if it stays like this, then Lucknow also have good potential options. And I can't wait now to see Mayank on this day. Because अगर hold है, of course he can also travel. अगर line गलत रहेगा तो, but it will be a good contest to see.
नहीं वो हमारे
Naveen,
bowler जैसा.
Bishnoi.
Naveen would be a handful.
Yeah, Naveen has always been a handful. I mean,
No, fair point. Especially on
without
a
the
circuit
rivalry
like this.
also. And you just look at the boundaries. मतलब everything has been so.
No, so
अगर
again,
एक
Virat-
सेकंड अगर किसी को बोलोगे कि क्विंटन को कहाँ नहीं डालना वहीं पे and it's just puzzling.
And now leg side. Siraj was leg side.
ये देखो भाई.
Left arm pacers provide room.
भाई क्विंटन ने इतना मारा है भाई पकड़ के मारा है लोगों को लाइन पे फिर भी but he is enjoying playing at Bangalore and he's done his job as I said 70 catch it yes
पता नहीं खुश होना कि नहीं but Maxi
मैं तो मेरा कैप्टन
good spell from Maxi that's for sure. Very important wicket but क्या यार मतलब.
but again same line in terms of what he bowled to Prabhsimran again okay into the ball point is to bowl into the deck and ये थोड़ा wide था
Wide, हाँ.
So,
Line.
Yeah, this has always happened with Stoinis. He'll get one in line with the stumps. He's going to whack it, and then a ball that's very wide outside the
He'll
opposite
try to
spinner,
throw his hands.
he invariably gets caught on the offside.
yeah. and well bowled Maxi this should have probably happened an over earlier or two but
But good spell from Maxi nonetheless, and it's of course the dangerous
2 for
Puri.
23 on this day Maxwell
Yeah.
stuff
2 for 23 when the side's going in
And it is-
excess of 9 runs per over again.
NP a fellow NP
In case you forgot what he did the last time he played at the Chinnaswamy,
player of the match
none of us are going to
One
remind
thread
you
is
about
gone. Marcus Stoinis. In walks the other.
it. अपने लिए आयुष बडूनी भी थ्रेट है. आप टेंशन मत लो, ऐसा पूरा नहीं चाहिए अपने को. इनफैक्ट वैसे लोग ही फेल होते हैं और ये नमूने मतलब अपने नमूने जाके आयुष बडूनी Padikkal, we make heroes out of anyone. That's
for the greater good.
Exactly. सड़क से उठा के स्टार बनाएंगे वैसा वाला सीन हम लोग ऐसा करते हैं बट दूसरे टीम्स के लिए. Waiting to see Naveen and Stoinis bowling in the second inning.
Yeah.
Fair shout. Let's see if
So it's all about getting your, again, it is as cliche as it gets, but just the adaptation method in terms of into the deck. We could have done well, we just missed out with those couple of full tosses. Let's see. First ball defense. Shabash played out well. Bowled Glenn Maxwell. 4 overs, 2 for 23. Top spell. Very good effort. But last over, predictions well.
Exactly. Last over. Just 1 over to go for the prediction contest to end, guys. Right now the score stands at 129 for 3 at the end of the 14th over. Jeet, let's start with you. 6 overs to go. 90.
I'm thinking 6 overs, 66 runs.
झूठ बोल रहा है. 6 over 66.
Because I'm factoring in Reece Topley. Maybe he could have an impact. I know he's playing his first game, so thoda hai again rust, but if Nicky P is gone, then I think there is a chance.
Yeah, I think that is
So
That's still 11 per over.
No. The effort of Nicky P, de Kock, both are gone. Chances
Very Badoni or Krunal Pandya. That's it.
Yeah. वही I think that's the biggest game.
तो आपको क्या लगता है?
पहले तू बोल 250
नहीं, पहले आप-
नहीं तू पहले बोल दे 200 250
आप पहले बोलो, मैं अपना बोलेगा. मैं नंबर ऑलरेडी दिया है. अच्छा ओवर में कितना हो रहा है?
अच्छा I'll go to 192.
Yeah, so
गुड बॉल डॉट है.
So mine is basically 195. It's 66
हाँ.
from here.
तो आप और नीचे जाओ 63. आई थिंक लास्ट गेम के पावर प्ले में जितना रन हमने दिया था 6 ओवर में which is 85 उतना बनेगा 214.
214. Fair.
Yeah. And guys, let us know. Nitish says 209. Interesting. Do let us know in the comments in the live chat, that is, how much you think will the Lucknow Super Giants end up with at the end of the first innings, and you stand to win a cool hamper from True Elements. So yeah, please make sure you have your predictions out before the beginning of the next over. 2 dot balls.
Well bowled, yes, well bowled.
Okay, 6 overs to go. What's the over allocation looking like?
I think couple for each.
Yeah.
Siraj, Yash, and
Flat out.
Topley. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you do this though? Like 1-1-1 वैसा वाला या give someone a 2 over spell?
I think they'll probably just look to bowl out Yash first.
Somebody will need a 2 over spell.
हाँ, that's all.
I mean,
No, they can do 1-1-1, 1-1-1 ऐसा अलग इसमें if they're.
Yeah, I think they'll go Yash and Siraj, and then they'll get Topley and then try and see अगर Yash का कैसा हो गया फिर you'll bowl Yash.
All right.
Just so that they're not able to line people up better.
Good ball, yeah.
भी change हो जाएगा.
Taking it away from his arc and also bowling the right length and importantly bowling to his field. He had a deep square
Exactly.
and a deep mid.
Correct.
Unlike a certain Mr. Cameron Green, Gadhede, पैर पे बॉल डाल के बिना डीप स्क्वायर लेग के QD के सेंचुरी RCB 202 says sorry Max Moser of course 206 says Jagmeet. Interesting, QD already has a century against RCB, so nothing new that way.
212 says Dark Hustler. 2023 match repeat with reverse rolls. Oh
Reverse
wow!
rolls, okay.
So Siras with the winning run there.
And picks up the helmet. Yeah, exactly.
Shabash.
1-1. This is good bowling.
Bowling was good. Yeah. Close करना हाँ.
Close करना बड़ा चक्का आया था last time.
यही दिखा रहे नहीं अच्छा
नहीं यार
Previous
Puran
game.
special.
Pranav says 197. Interesting. Alright.
Yeah, I think we're all hoping for a mini slowdown kind of sorts, which is weird कि 10 के ऊपर जाके slowdown बोल रहे. That is what it is.
Sort of what it's come down to. Abhas saying 194.
Fair shot. 187. Oh, nice.
Bye. Abhay!
Catch it. Oh.
नहीं, pitch हुआ.
That's a wide then.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
एक तो क्यों? Why? ये सरप्राइज एलिमेंट के लिए भी मत डाल तो 130 पे डालता है भाई प्लीज. You can review the wide if you think it hit something. It's not a catch.
That's what Samson did yesterday as well.
Yeah.
And it was amazing that he had to explain to the umpire कि भाई मैंने wide के लिए review लिया था, catch out के लिए नहीं.
And apparently now the rules changed, na?
Yeah, so you need to clarify.
हाँ. And only that is checked, which is
correct.
good. Yeah.
Which is
Because
also
yeah,
good.
unnecessary है कि भाई LBW पे catch भी देखोगे, ये भी देखोगे. That's not true. I mean that's not right at least. And guys, please make sure you're hitting the like button because that's how YouTube works. That's how the algorithm works. They promote the live streams that way. And make sure you subscribe to us if you haven't already. Day before yesterday, the 31st of March is when we hit our 50K milestone. Hopefully, first of many such milestones. So please make sure that you help us in this journey. And
क्या लगा इधर?
No, I think it's for a wide. They've reviewed it for a wide.
No. मतलब Anuj was like bat लगा है तो
No,
wide.
he said that it went over the gloves or something.
Oh, वैसा.
Unless if now they
So-
check the snicko.
नहीं, but ये wide तो है. Wide तो है ना ये. Shoulder के ऊपर है.
Yeah, I mean height तो है.
हाँ, तो मतलब स्निको अब तक अगर नहीं आया तो wide
But
की
was this given wide for the height or the line?
जो भी होगा अभी तो wide ही होगा ना ये मतलब यहाँ से तो if it's not for the height line से भी wide अच्छा line से
Line
तो
से
wide
wide
नहीं
नहीं,
है
line
line
से
से
wide
wide
नहीं।
नहीं.
That is what he was suggesting.
Oh, but can they reverse it कि line से wide को हटा के height से wide?
But height का नहीं है ना?
Height
Height का
Oh,
नहीं है.
he is also
नहीं,
bending.
नहीं, नहीं।
Okay.
Yeah.
और तो wide नहीं है ये.
One for the over, but it's not a wide on height. It's a line. That's
Because
the
he's-
question here.
Okay.
That
Interesting.
is what they have reviewed it for, I believe, since we don't have the audio.
हाँ, and स्निको भी check करने तो I'm guessing catch का ही था.
हाँ.
तो wide शायद दे देंगे फिर. KKR and RR unbeaten still. Which team has a better combination according to you all? Says asks rather. Oh, not given a wide. Hello. Good review then. So I'm not sure then what was this not a wide. I'm not sure then what's happening now. Not a wide.
One for the over.
हाँ, but so ultra फिर क्यों check किया? So does that mean कि out का भी देख रहे थे? If that's the case, then
So
what's the
basically,
rule?
मेरा point ही है that if you are reviewing it for a wide, they will check the ultra.
Good ball यार. बहुत प्यारा ओवर यार. बहुत ही प्यारा ओवर.
Just 2 runs of it. Excellent bowling yesterday.
Welcome back, guys. Tuning into you live after a few days. Says Pianshu Dhawan. Pianshu, आपको भी बहुत miss किया. You tuned in at the right time, I guess. Brilliant over from Yashdal. Almost unheard of कि RCB में किसी ने death में अच्छा डाल दिया. This was bang on in terms of execution, right?
Excellent. So in the power play, he was resorting to the same lines, right? But he had no protection.
Yeah.
And now it's a different
Right
scenario
field.
altogether because you can have the fielders
Yeah.
protecting that particular line. So that's exactly what he bowled to. So yeah, excellent one.
And more than the planning, of course, planning to हर कोई करता है. It's the execution bit that probably where he sort of did well this time around. Getting those Yorkers, getting the lines and lengths importantly, right?
Correct.
0 wides bowled in that over, right? Just 2 runs coming off of
Yeah.
it.
Just 2 runs.
Yep. Oh wow, Virat Kohli not holding back.
तो जरूरत क्या है यार भाई?
नहीं पता. But okay,
It is
भाई.
as expected.
तो 21 रन इस ओवर से 3 छक्के.
21 नहीं एक विकेट आएगा
छक्का.
भाई. विकेट आएगा ये ओवर में विकेट आएगा.
ठीक है, but don't angry me answers about KKR and RR in their combination because they are the 2 unbeaten sides in the tournament right now.
Yeah.
Who do you think has the better combination? Nikhil bhai, let's start with you.
I think in terms of so far, I feel RR a slight head. In terms of the options, I know both sides have had issues. The top order has not clicked for RR. KKR have had one game where the top order clicked in terms of Salt played well, and then Venki played well, and Narayan has come good. So I think it's a close contest, but in terms of depth that you've seen from RR, coming out of closer situations, Harshit Sharma did that as well. But but I think the depth that RR have shown in terms of using Ashwin rightly, Sandeep Sharma's execution at the end, Avesh Khan bowling really well against DC in that same game, and Jay Ampara. So I think so far, I think they do look good, and I had a KKR in my top four for a reason, but still some holes to plug for both teams in terms of Butler's form and all of that as well. So
that's true.
I
hope he's not hurt himself there.
I don't think so.
No, the way
Not a fair ball, fair idea.
मतलब
to the field.
I wouldn't blame him here.
He's full toss नहीं था, so it's fair from him.
And I'm guessing थोड़ा शायद mid off को और finer straighter ला सकते हैं so that they can cover this angle. But I also understand why is he a lot more squarer, because QDK has that shot where he can play between the exactly. So वो भी है, so fair shout. Good shot. You just have to respect that. Almost covered it there. Oh, अच्छा. This was more in despair कि यार मतलब पकड़ लेता. But no worries. सिराज ये बॉल पे तू इतना उदास मत हो. पिछले ओवर के लिए अभी उदास हो रहा है तो ठीक है.
Well bowled, Siraj.
Siraj actually has been good at the death this season. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it's the power play bowling that's been a bit of a concern. But when it comes to his bowling at the death against Punjab, 2 overs, 8 runs, he was very good. Again, I might be jumping the gun here. It's only 4 balls, but even then, he's been good in terms of execution, in terms of getting his plans right, which is what we all look for.
Yeah.
But interesting. Jeet, KKR, RR, your thoughts? Who do you think is the sort of better placed right now?
I think it's quite a close one, but I'll still.
Mid off होगा. नहीं तो था. This was मतलब again idea सही था, execution इस बार और मार खा लिया उसने, थोड़ा सा और पीछे हो गया. Has to be a bit more full up. कोई नहीं, मतलब ठीक है. Again,
length mid was just enough for De Kock to get that elevation.
Yeah, exactly.
PKR again, this is still
happens. मतलब वो Yorker को bang on execute करना is not easy. तो ठीक है.
Fair.
As you see for RR.
Yeah, so I feel KKR are slightly better placed in terms of the balance they have, and this is without mid-start firing. So that's the scary part. So they've got their depth covered as well. They've got tremendous batting depth. Sunil Narayan finding a bit of form. I know maybe it could be a one game.
अबे डाल दिया ना, आ गया ना भाई तो
पर सिंगल ही है ना यार, क्या लड़ा है.
But फिर भी अच्छा हो रहा है यार for Siraj standard. Just 10.
He's bowled. He's conceded more runs bowling the 16th over than he did while bowling the second and the 8th over. So
Siraj for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So not a bad comeback that way. Last 2 overs has sort of killed a bit of momentum for LSG, but still 4 overs to go. You would expect them to score 60-65 runs even from there. They have that talent, Pooran and QDK. So it'll be interesting to see. And guys, of course, we are done with the prediction contest. We will wait for the innings point, of course, to see if we have winners. But yeah, let's see who wins that. But speaking about winning, of course, we also have a Guess the Player contest going on. Again, contest for not any new prizes, just shout outs and engage with you guys. Producers up, let's have the graphic on right now. Alright, there you go. Very hazy, but at least जर्सी से पता लग रहा है RCB का तो शायद नहीं होगा. But
मेरे को तो चेन्नई का प्लेयर लग रहा है यार.
हाँ क्या?
हाँ तो
मैं मुल्तान सुल्तान बोलने वाला था.
हाँ अरे मुल्तान सुल्तान is a good shout actually.
Yes. Let us see.
If you look at it थोड़ा क्लोज से तो ऐसा ही लग रहा है कि ये पर्थ स्कॉचर्स का भी हो सकता है.
हो तो सकता है, पर्थ स्कॉचर्स भी हो सकता है, but let's sort of clear the haze out a bit to know कि पर्थ स्कॉचर्स का है कि नहीं. Interesting.
नहीं यार,
मैंगो मैन बोला है चुचान ने, बट यहाँ थोड़ा हेज खत्म होने के बाद और लग रहा है कि मैंगो मैन तो नहीं है. But I'm trying to think of more blue jerseys. Which other side has BPL में blue jerseys? अच्छा, Adelaide Strikers and
but it's a very different
Brisbane Heat. Yeah, both of them have different blues. Interesting names going on there. Let's clear the haze out a bit more. Pooran.
Shabash. Very close. Very close.
Alright, there you go. The haze is cleared out a lot more now. Devdutt says दिव्य मिर्चंदानी.
खेल राहुल यार, क्या टाइम पास कर रहे हो.
खेल राहुल अरे भाई, मेरे को तो QDK लग रहा था. इतना मारा वहां पे, थोड़ा मार के एकदम मतलब क्लियर कर दिया है, तो इसीलिए
मुझे अच्छी 2 सेकंड लगा गौतम में मेरे पिछले सीजन में.
हाँ, so let's clear the haze out finally and let's have the face all in clear. There you go. That's the face. It's Prerak Mankad, of course, the Ranji great. Some might say. I would
Of
say.
course,
I would
of course,
definitely be a
why
part
not,
of that sum. And producer Saab, anyone got it right? All right, by the looks of it, there we go. Crick, nerd, congratulations.
Shabash.
Huge shout out to you.
Staying
Kudos
true
to
to
you.
your name.
Exactly. For getting Prerak Mankad right. Unfortunately, hasn't gotten a lot of game time. Let's hope he gets to play some IPL as well. He's played for LSG. He's played a couple of games, if I'm not wrong.
I think he has, yeah. He's made his debut probably last season, was it?
Yeah, I know he made his
He was
debut.
with PBKs earlier and then he shifted to LSG.
I think he played a game with LSG.
Yeah, and he's
Just
played
one.
for PBKs, if I'm not wrong, because उसने एक ही ball खेला था PBKs के लिए and he scored a boundary. And Tuchan, he's not played an IPL game. Factually incorrect. He's definitely played an IPL game. But of course, coming back to the Chinnaswamy, so I'm guessing it's so basically they were looking at Dayal, Siraj, Dayal, then Topli, Siraj, Topli. That's how they're looking to sort of form the end overs because Dayal's already bowling out here.
Yeah.
Siraj
Dayal,
can't.
Topli.
So next over, yeah.
So next over has to be Topli.
And Siraj,
So
Topli.
Siraj gets a change of ends basically.
Unless they bowl green or unless they bowl dagger.
Which is not beyond them. So
Of course, nothing's beyond them. Rajasthan's looking like a very balanced team right now. Thank you, LSE, for giving Avish and taking DDP. Remember, Avish's arrival let us release Obed McCoy and we got Nandre Berger.
Bilkul.
Says Crick Nerd.
And of course, the biggest point, releasing DDP ensured Parag bats at
Good ball,
yeah.
Good ball.
with Topli.
Yeah. Has to be Topli, na? Oh, okay, it's not. So that means they're looking at 1-1-1, 1-1-1.
1-1-1.
Yeah, interesting.
No, even Siraj could be 2 right now. If he bowls
Siraj
next
bowls the next over, then Topli and then Dayal last.
Yeah, last.
Yeah,
that's all.
So फिर 200 बन सकते हैं.
फिर से
यार लास्ट ओवर में कुछ भी हो सकता है. लास्ट
तो 30 बोल रहे हो फिर से.
तो जो पता नहीं यार तब तक आने देना यार क्यों लोड कर रहा है.
देख रहे हैं and Ashutosh Bajpai says LSG got too much social media disrespect in their last match. People need to chill. It's been only
बच
गया.
Singly and
एक ही. Okay, it's 2. 2.
Oh, पूरा
wants a strike.
Yeah.
He's like, भाई रहने दे तू कब का try कर नहीं मार पा रहा है. Please.
मैं तो रहने दे मैं कर लूंगा ये. People need to chill. It's been only 2 years and they haven't done a piss poor job, unlike some established teams and fan base. I'm not sure what the disrespect here is. What disrespect are you referring to, Ashutosh?
Why would there be a disrespect?
If anything, LSG have been credited a lot because of Mayank Yadav doing well and all of that. So what's the disrespect? Either of you have any? So
No.
Ashutosh, please
Like
give
if
us.
you are referring to the jersey, I get it, but otherwise I'm not
Exactly.
too sure.
जैसे तो भाई IPL ही disrespect नहीं कर रहा था.
हाँ.
अपने को क्या ही करना है.
So just give us some more context.
Yes,
Please.
yes,
Oh
yes,
no, this
yes,
is drop.
yes,
This is
yes,
a drop.
yes,
यार ये drop है.
शांति
ये
से
drop
पकड़ेगा
है.
भाई.
ये drop है. भाई ये वो height मैं expect ही नहीं किया. ये drop ही था. Good ball, very good ball यार. That slow one completely deceived. They catch expect ही नहीं कर रहा
Both
था.
of them have been dropped now. Quinton once and now Puran.
A very tough catch again.
Yeah,
Mistake.
of course.
Very this slow ball, very interesting
Yeah,
one. I
wow.
didn't know he's developed this.
He has.
I didn't know that. Oh wow. यार इसका क्या very difficult. This went really high. Keeper was the best shot and it was Anuj Rawat under the ball. बहुत मतलब.
कोई नहीं एक और चांस आ रही है बॉल पे ले लो चलो फटाफट.
Oh, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh no.
Oh! Nikhil bhai at it again. It is Quinton de Kock, not the greatest of deliveries, but जो अच्छा ball डाला उसपे तो wicket नहीं मिला, so you just have to take them as they come. Quinton de Kock going for a fantastic 56 ball, 81 there, a much needed wicket one might say for RCB right now.
Yeah, I mean, even de Kock was struggling, to be fair. So it's not the worst thing for LSE to happen as well. Now, maybe what Badoni comes in, I believe. So he's a good finisher.
Or
as well.
Krunal, left.
I would send in Ayush Badoni since Nicholas Puran is at the other end. And Badoni is somebody who can strike it from ball one. So
Alright.
he's a good finisher.
But what about Krunal Pandya? Because last game, he also wasn't too bad. 22 ball, 41, if I'm not wrong, is what he ended up scoring in the last game. So, Nikhil bhai, who are you looking at?
I don't mind any of them walking in. I think Krunal also played a very handy long, as you said, in the last one, and was pulling it well. And he's also someone who uses the crease at times well by staying deep. I think he hit 9 ball 20 or something a few years back, trying to close the innings out.
Okay.
So I think I'll probably hold on to him and then Badoni. Yeah. So it is.
Fair enough. Thoda wo left right ka bhi
Takes
maybe
me back to Badoni's dismissal last time we
Yeah.
team's face.
hit wicket.
Yeah.
And I
He
was
hit a
the
6.
yeah.
It was 6.
I know, and I was the only one in the panel to have realized. Arey nahi. I saw the wickets light up. It's probably out. So yeah, and I won't forget that game. I know it's
Nobody
very
can forget.
horrifying memories. That
Even
way.
if you're a neutral, you can't forget
Yeah.
that game. But let's see.
Let's see how Chopli now bowls.
No,
But
but
only
RCB have pulled it back really well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yorker?
100%.
Slow
Yeah,
one,
slow
okay,
one.
full. Okay, dot ball.
Yep.
Not too bad. Again, good
Superb
over so
comeback
far.
though, to be very honest. It's never looked like they have gone away with it. And which is why I keep saying with Quinton at times कि अभी hindsight में शायद ज़्यादा पता चलेगा कि deck कैसा है, but it's just some of those things that at times happens. If you get dropped, you try to hit out, but it doesn't work out.
Fair enough.
There were many times he missed it. He didn't even get up if he wanted to. So
that's true.
It's okay, happens.
I mean, पहले 15 ball में 30 मारा. So if you look at it, it's only 51 runs of his next 40 balls.
And that's a lot for a guy who's set.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's see.
2 dot balls. So just 2 runs once again coming of that over. Man, this is if anything scaring me even more because अभी इतना भड़ास होगा पूरन के अंदर कि 5 छक्के इधर छक्का उधर छक्का.
Full toss मत डालो बस बाकी जो करना करो. Full toss पूरन मिस नहीं कर रहा.
Disrespect context comments like who is watching this match, buys this on Saturday. Disrespect to Ekana, which has a better viewing experience than some older grounds. Comments like sell the franchise. यार इतना मैं सुना ही नहीं देखा भी नहीं था. अच्छा हुआ था क्या? Okay, Nikhil bhai nods in agreement, so I'll have to take his word as well for it. But fair enough, yeah. I mean, I don't think. I mean, we personally don't think of it that way. LSE are definitely one of the better sides that way. They've made the playoffs in both the seasons. So
and it takes time. It takes time for I won't say loyalty to build, but it takes time for people to get
that's true.
Which is okay.
So who comes in now?
It is KP. Yes, they are. I think.
Okay. So you're sticking with the 1-1-1 wala. Not Mohammad Siraj from this end, bowl him out, then to the
Siraj probably the penalty one. Or they can also flip it around.
Alright. Puran yaar.
Okay.
Yash can also handle
Yash
the
and
back.
Naveen both.
Yeah, and Naveen of course. Yeah.
It is yes, they are. And good shot. Puran, good shot.
Very good shot. To be honest, again, I won't blame Yash here. Idea सही था, execution में थोड़ा मार खा, but this is a fantastic shot. यार मतलब
कितना है पूरा
shot को credit देना पड़ेगा. It was really good.
Yeah, fantastic shot. मतलब to hit the gap, pierce the gap from that's a Yorker. That's a Yorker.
And it's open the face of the back.
Exactly. He nailed the shot. So Yash, just don't worry, keep doing it. If he keeps doing that, then अभी और कुछ बोल नहीं सकते उसके लिए.
I really feel this is a game where Puran could still snatch above 50.
Yeah, man. I seriously think he will.
Yeah.
Good. Smart thinking. Puran was ready. वो फिर से full ball आएगा उस line पे मैं V में मारूंगा. Very smart thinking this.
Yeah.
Never use hero cam on RCB match because it's very difficult to see Virat pissed off due to poor team's performance as Tanya Saini. तो क्यों देख रहे हो आप? Chill करो, आराम से normal view में देखो, हमें सुनो बस खत्म बात. On a lighter note, biggest disrespect is no watch along for that match. Just kidding, says Harsh Tiwari. यार कहीं ना कहीं तो अपने को करना. Bowling यार.
शाबाश यार.
Some leg cutter or something like that.
Back of the hand. That was back of the hand.
Like restop.
Yeah.
Puran suggested also to Badani just a ball before that he's bowling this, but he's still not able to pick it again. So,
yeah. It's the delta that helps because his pace on is 130, 135. This was 104. Yeah. That's what is important. More than just bowling a slow one, that delta makes a difference. Nicely done.
True.
Ashutosh says, I'm not impressed with this QDK innings. He should have scored at least 20 more. This can seriously cost us the match like it did for the RCB in their last game. Interesting. So I'm guessing that's an indirect dig at Kohli. Avanish should have been there, I guess. Good ball, yaar. Okay, koi nahi. Good bowling, yaar.
Excellent comeback after the first ball.
Wow. To be honest, that first ball was also Yorker. So excellent over this all in all. Puran.
Yeah, but he didn't bowl the same thing again.
That's true. Mixed it up very well.
And just showing how other teams have started to line up. This is Puran again. I think it's, as you said, it's beating him in the air.
True.
वो नहीं होगा तो भाई उसके पास power और timing दोनों है to cover up. So let's see. I expect a shuffle, but let's see where Yash bowls this one.
And it's actually surprising for Puran because this guy has got that range as well. He can
True off pe bhi.
Exactly. So
he's not trying that.
Oh, that's a ball.
Yeah, it's a great ball. Brilliant over.
Wow, RCB. I'm with bowling.
No,
that's what since we've seen such excellent bowling from RCB.
Never felt these emotions before.
And this is a very good welcome change for all the sides. You've seen 3-4 games. GT did versus Mumbai.
DC versus CSK. That was.
You had the same side. So RR doing well against Lucknow, against DC in that game. a lot of good games were closing out. People
That's
are
true.
getting better at closing out, which is great to see.
I just hope.
Oye, that's
Catch.
a short one. Out
नहीं,
होगा ना,
नहीं.
wicket नहीं कोई नहीं बचेगा.
Oh!
अरे आराम से, आराम से.
Family देख रहा है भाई, family viewing. Excellent over and excellent way to end it, of
25
course.
runs and a wicket. 1 for 24 for Yash.
Brilliant comeback from Yash. Yeah. And like you guys said, it's so good कि I don't know, like कि bowling अच्छी नहीं है, surface ही अच्छा होगा, ये नहीं अच्छा, इतना अच्छा नहीं डाल सकते. But very good.
It is holding up.
Yeah.
It's holding up for
It is
sure.
holding up. So let's see.
And again, wow, man,
Great
good catch. यार. Again, it looks very simple. Slow mo में देखते तो लगता है भाई gauging such catches while running backwards. Wow, that's a very good catch.
Anuj Rawat did that with the gloves, running backwards.
That's
not
true.
far.
Yeah. And Yash Dal, brilliantly done. Okay, it's restockly back.
So Siraj to bowl.
Bowl. Okay, fair enough. I
So
guess.
मेरे KP जो मैं बोला था was right. I expected KP to come out to bat in this over. But
So
yeah, it's
दो over
coming.
बचे, it's 148 for 5 at the end of the 18th over. That is Renegades, or rather Renegade SD goes on to say, I think De Kock provided stability, helped with the middle overs because runs weren't coming much from the other side and wickets were falling as well. However, we should have added at least another 10 to 15 runs, but nonetheless a good innings. So again, we'll wait for the innings to end before we take a call on QDK क्या था. And that was still
Yeah, but to be fair, he was trying as well. It's just that it wasn't coming off. He was unable to connect.
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, good ball, yaar.
I'm not sure of that leave. Nikki, it's okay.
Sivi says, what are the upcoming matches this week that you will cover? Well, Sivi, we are covering tomorrow's game. That's DC KKR. We won't be doing Thursday's game, which is GT Punjab. We will be covering Friday's game. Oops, I hurt my hand there. Friday's game, I'm forgetting who it is. And on Saturday, it's RR RCB, of course. Friday, I'll have to go back and see who was. Friday's probably CSK SRH, if I'm not wrong. And we are doing that game. Nikhil Bhai will confirm that what game it is. But we will be covering it for sure. कोई नहीं होता है. Yeah, it's SRH CSK on Friday, and we are covering that game for sure. So yeah, this is what the watch along schedule looks like for this week, and going forward, we of course will be releasing a schedule week on week in advance. But thank you so much, Sibi, for asking us that.
So the only game I'm missing is GTPB games.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
That's it. And in terms of coming back to the bowling effort so far, what's been more impressive than the ideas has been the fact that they've been very accurate as well. This is the first wide they've conceded, despite that wide Yorker plan. Chakka gaya bhai sahab.
Incredible bat speed.
This is Puran. This is
Crazy timing.
bad ball
This is
shot.
not offside range.
Yeah.
Although he had the ball as well. Yeah.
Too good.
A full
Too
toss.
good. Yeah, Nikki,
Jeez.
too good.
Jeez, man.
Look
He's
at
worth
the
his
way
weight in
he's
gold.
slow. Wow.
Bhai, ye ball chakka marna is.
That's baseball.
Yeah,
This is as incredible as that Virat Kohli 18.5 shot, to be honest, because इस ball को उस level से मारना is not easy. Oh, to broad, but that was still wider.
Right, of course.
Abey!
Just like that.
Hey, that's 6.
That is Yuvraj.
Oh.
Next
This is
ball. Next ball. Yeah, next ball.
See, the thing is, I want to blame him. We'll come back to it, but yeah, we are talking about Nicholas and of course this poor run against RCB. Last 5 innings, barring that 62 run knock, which of course came at the Chinnaswamy where he scored 62 of 18, if I'm not wrong. 9, 18, 3-0. These are the other 4 innings against RCB.
There. Man.
But
this also could have been low score. Tough catch.
That's true. That's true. But coming back to this, can you blame Topli for attempting that? Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
This
that's
is
Shot back. किधर पहुंचा दिया? बोला.
I literally said 5 छक्के मार सकता है.
I think we same. मेरे मन में भी same number थे कि भाई
5
5
बोला
sixes
था
possible.
मैंने. Over शुरू
And we
में-
discussed about
He's
it.
so
getting a
pissed off
60
that he
from
hit 5 sixes.
Incredible.
But this is okay, barring this ball, full toss gap, but the idea was right. So how do you look at it as a bowler? Because you're clearly aiming for that wide Yorker. It's a very hard ball to sort of nail. What do you do there?
But the one thing that I noticed with those 2 balls was that they did not have protection in the deep. If you observe this third ball, they did for a ball that was not wide. So again, that understanding is slightly weird in terms of the field placements and the lines that he's bowling. If they would have had a fielder right now, which they did, who knows?
Interesting. All right. Slightly off topic, but I'm curious to know when is the next season of Game Nights coming back?
Oh.
Soon, Arhan. Soon. I will try. Just been caught up with a bunch of other things. So Game
Sorry,
Nights.
what's that?
Game Nights was a game show. Oh, good ball.
Oh my God.
It was a game show that I conducted. So we used to sort of have guests coming in. We used to have a bunch of different segments, ask questions. We used to have a winner. Pretty cool. We had 18 episodes in total. Sorry, 15 episodes in total. Pretty cool stuff. But thank you so much for asking, Arhan.
Yeah.
Soon, hopefully soon. Nikhil bhai bhi hai, Jeet is also here. Would love to do an episode with both of them. Not a bite, right? This is not a bite. Yeah. Oh wow, Vihid, wow.
नहीं भाई ये मिस की भी कर दिया इसके लिए पढ़ना ही नहीं है.
But let's hope, yaar. Let's hope.
6 meters.
Is this the longest, says Navodit, or rather asks Navodit? Yeah, could be potentially the
This
longest.
season, yeah. Otherwise, no.
Hit the roof of Chinnaswamy, yaar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is the other most memorable hit the roof 6 that you remember?
I'm sure it would have come at this venue, I believe.
मैं stadium पे था धोनी का.
Yeah, it was
Good
good.
ball.
The same.
पहल को जो मारा था मैं stadium में था उस दिन. Stadium.
Shabash. 20 run over is here.
Yeah.
But again, they still need a lot. I think if you are Lucknow at this point of time, do you take this score? How much do you want from the last one? Minimum, so to say.
20. And they will. It's Siraj. We're getting 20.
So they because 188, they'll take it, right?
Given that they were at
we had
148.
discussed 175 as a potential pass score, if not due. So given that you've seen 19 overs now, to say if it stays the same way, you'll take
Yeah,
180.
100%.
That miscatch by Rawat may prove costly. Of course it will, but I would still not hold that against
I
him.
think the Rawat catch is ज़्यादा difficult could be if Quinton वाला catch भारी पड़ जाए.
That's true. That's
The
true.
one that Maxwell missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nishal, I just feel the Rawat wala catch still was far more difficult as compared to the Maxi catch.
That's true. That
But
completely agree.
let's see. We could still have a Virat special, so let's not go ahead.
Man, I'm very excited for Siddharth versus Kohli and Faf. That's a great matchup.
3 overs,
Great matchup.
none for 11.
Could go either way.
Now, who bowl film other than with no more swing?
No, Yash, Naveen.
Naveen to high. Naveen is a good matchup against Faf. 3 dismissals.
That's
Below
true.
average.
And okay, it's Siraj. Oh,
well
यार,
Well
Siraj. भैया, क्या ये
भाई-
मेरे नहीं आए.
अरे ऐसा मत, तूने ऐसा टॉपली के लिए भी बोला था पहले बॉल के बाद.
क्या
क्या हुआ था?
अच्छा वैसा.
रुक जा.
हाँ,
5 बॉल के बाद.
नहीं, but also, did they sign a replacement for David Willey? They did, right?
Matt
Henry.
Oh, Matt
He's
Henry.
there in the
Yeah.
dugout.
Oh, he's already here. All
He's
right.
here, yeah.
Interesting.
I want him to play that pitch.
बाप
It'll
रे.
be fun.
Interesting.
Could get carded also for that. So
Matt Henry, Shamar Joseph, and Mayank Yadav. His
Yeah.
पूरा पेस डाल दो, खत्म.
fair call, मतलब गलत तो नहीं है. स्पिन से वैसे भी कुछ नहीं
ओए,
होता.
यार, taking the angle away, शाबाश सिराज.
Very good goal.
अरे वाइड नहीं है यार.
नहीं है,
ये.
Mayank
Okay,
Yadav
but
is
fair
not
enough. He wants to still go for it. Fair shout.
Yeah, तो अपनी predictions तो सब आ रहे. तेरा तो हो ही नहीं रहा. हमारा भी नहीं हो रहा.
Ami Dekbo.
भाई, यहाँ से
Massive
तो-
letdown from Puran. भाई, okay. I wouldn't.
So I don't think it is as flat. So let's wait for the game to go.
Good
This is
ball,
not a wide.
yaar.
This was a cracking ball.
Again, taking the angle away. But okay, the idea was right even from Puran, but I still feel he can just focus only on the offside. I feel he's still shaping up for something to try and slog something past,
Probably not reacting and still preventing.
that maybe okay. Now it makes sense why he's doing that because Pura वहाँ पे area खाली है.
Oh,
Oy,
yeah, lovely, Siraj.
Mixing it up.
Very good ball.
Siraj
एकदम surprise.
using his brain. No, man, I'm losing my brain. Just seeing Siraj using his brain. Wow.
Full toss आएगा.
बोल दिया वहां पे. सिराज भाई क्या कर रहा है? 3 फुल टॉस दे दे यार. क्या अभी आ रहा है, छोड़ो. सिराज after being called has bowled brilliantly. अक्षय भाई मुझे भी बोल दो एक बार. नहीं, he's like अक्षय भाई मुझे भी बोल. भाई I wish इतना पावर मेरे में होता है. नहीं है भाई. अपने आप को मैं बहुत बार बोल चुका हूं and I can say with experience कि नहीं, it doesn't work. Okay, let's see. 6.
नहीं,
Short.
यार.
6.
Wow.
That's all. Puran again. Just waited again. Correct. वही कर दी के. शाबाश. कोई नहीं. वो मारेगा, उसको मारने दे.
But now the Siraj
Yeah.
straight up.
हो सकता है.
As long as no ball and 6, it's okay. He's trying the right thing.
Exactly. This is पूरा मतलब उसको छक्का कौन नहीं मार सकता यार. So you can't do anything. That's a shot यार.
74 meter 6.
पूरन अगर रिटेन होने वाला है ना उसको बोलना पड़ेगा.
रिटेन होना ही चाहिए.
नहीं मैं जब होने वाला होगा सीधा पैसा ऐसा.
On paper तो जो shot boy, shot.
Why did you do this?
This one he picked it. He was waiting for it.
But why did you bowl this?
3 dots. Just hold your horses here. Hold your horses.
हाँ, but why did you have to bowl this? Like मेरे को समझ ही नहीं क्यों करना था ये ball. Puran is one of the top 5 best T20 batters of course.
I'll probably put him in top 5.
Easily. क्यों मतलब जब अच्छा जा रहा था तुम्हारा प्लान क्यों ये किया यार?
बस एक no ball 60 बस.
मैं बोला 2 डॉट के बाद मैं 4 छक्का बोला तो अगर नो बॉल 6 जाता तो मेरा आइडिया तो अभी भी रहता. Do you think Siraj is a better bowler with Bumrah, with him communicating to Siraj which line and lengths to bowl on which wickets? The three of us had this very same conversation today evening where we said he needs a Bumrah, he needs someone to help him out, understand he's not a thinking bowler. He doesn't seem to have those smarts. So that's where he tends to struggle. Okay. I would still take 13. I would still take 13 from Siraj.
Always take.
So it's actually been a fantastic dead bowling performance by RCB. What 20 plus 13, 33 plus 2 plus 5.
50 or 5, yeah.
50 or 5, 48 then of the last two if I'm not wrong.
So mixed performance. Not 48.
Oh no, 40 of the last 40 of the last 4 overs, 50 of the last 5, if I'm not wrong. And again, not a bad performance at all, considering that they were at 129 at the end of the 15th over.
Yeah.
We easily thought, 129 at the end of the 14th over. So last 6 overs, we all thought 66, 67 runs. Wait, so last 6 overs alone have gone for just 52 runs.
Yeah, that's it.
That's not bad at all. Final 6 overs at the Chinnaswamy with someone like a Nicholas Puran at your disposal. LSG would definitely feel a bit hardened by. They feel they would have missed out on a few runs there. But 181 still on par, above par, or do you think this is definitely a winning score here?
I think we talked about that 175 mark being really par because it doesn't look like a flat pitch at all. And I don't see how dew might set in because if that was supposed to happen, it would have already happened. We would have seen those towels coming out and everything, which hasn't been the case so far. So probably if the pitch remains the same, I think LSG would be more than happy with this score.
Okay. And what about the surface flattening out? Because last game we saw that happen. We heard Venkatesh Iyer also speak about it in the post-match press conference. Ki boss, first innings it was actually a bit tricky, but second innings it really became a lot more easier. True bounce. Do you expect something similar to happen here again?
I think it's not a similar wicket. So I think you will still get help. And the game was set up an error in the power play. So I think that is what will be very, very crucial. And it's not a cliche, but you see, whenever they got hit in the last over, it was when the deck was not into play. You look back at the green sixes, you look back at Topley sixes, even Siraj sixes, the deck wasn't in play there. So I think that is something that we'll see as an interesting aspect, that do Lucknow pacers use the deck more? And as I said, Siddharth, Naveen Ulhaq, we'll expect Naveen to use the deck. So I think in terms of if you give LSU 181, they'll take it. But given that they had Quinton set and Puran to follow, you probably feel that they would have wanted just that cushion of those maybe 15-20 runs more.
Fair enough. So all in all, how would you look at this RCB performance?
I think that probably an innings that could be divided into 2 halves, especially the first 16 probably and the last, not even first 16, actually the first 18 and the last 2. So the last 2 overs have sucked the momentum which they had built out of exceptional death bowling. But now I think that momentum has again, switched in LSG's favor, and they'll probably be again happier going into the power play and backing themselves to pick a couple of wickets is what I believe.
Fair enough. And also speaking about the surface and how it's expected to sort of hold a bit, Yash Thakur also has a few variations up his sleeve. He is someone who's done more than just decently well at the domestic level. So he could also be someone to sort of, keep a keen eye on in terms of, getting those dismissals and wickets.
Yeah, definitely. So Yash Thakur, again, that first match was a bad one, but I don't think the pitch was completely conducive either. So you can probably back him again to use his variations and, bring the pitch into play.
Yeah.
And having other bowlers as well who are quite similar in nature, some like, of course, Naveen Ulhaq, I don't know, maybe Stoinis might come into play as well. So it's going to probably help them more. But again, I mean, that power play becomes crucial. If they can get Virat Kohli out, Faf du Plessis out, have them 2 down by the end of the power play, I believe LSG will be thriving after the power play because that is when Mayank Yadav can come into play, right? I mean, we are talking about him. We are talking about how Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis, Glenn Maxwell, all three are really good against short balls. They have their frailties, but once they get their iron, they can smash it.
Yeah.
So if these two are nipped out in the power play itself, that is going to bring Mayank Yadav into play as well. If not, then you never know what's going to happen on this pitch.
The prospects of Mayank Yadav bowling to, I don't know, Patidar, Lomror,
Exactly.
Rawat.
Which is why power play is most likely to be the game that you probably want them to be more max wonder. Can't be more than one.
That's true. You would want at least one of Faf or Kohli to be there. Yeah.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see, of course. It is the end of the first innings. 182 is what the Royal Challengers Bangalore will be chasing in the second innings. Producer Saab, anything to show for any fan cam video that we can display? All right, let's have it on right now. We will be back in a jiffy. Just a tiny break and we'll be back soon.
Absolute fucking frauds. They shan't win anything. These guys... management is absolute bollocks. I cannot stand them. Absolute dickheads, bro. We've been fans for 15 fucking years. Nothing we have got. Nothing.
What was the most frustrating thing tonight?
All of it. You watched the fucking game, bro.
It was shocking. Even the catching that Yashdayal puts one sitter down. And it's fans like us who go into the stadium day in, day out.
We don't want to leave in the 12th over, bro.
We don't,
but we have to because it's fucking depressing.
And I'm pretty sure all you boys will turn up against LSG on Tuesday, right?
Of course, bro. We're always going to be there. We're going to support, but no hopes, bro. No hopes.
And that's a fucking problem. So when do you pull the plug?
You don't. That's the thing. We're Bengaluru boys, bro. We can't.
We live till we die with Bangalore, I'm guessing. When's it going to end, man? How's it going, boys? Honest to God, where did it go wrong, bud? Because I was thinking the bowling, but are we light in the batting as well?
I'll tell you where it went wrong in the fucking auction.
Surely.
That's it, man.
Management is the problem.
Management is the problem.
Fucking problem, man.
At 5 crores for Yashdayal, 11 for Alzari.
It makes no sense. We needed a spinner. Where's our spinner?
Spinners in Rajasthan right now.
Exactly.
I don't know why we got rid of him.
And again, Kohli will be slandered, but for the wrong reasons.
He did everything he could, man.
Exactly, right?
Everything he could.
I think we're a batting heavy team. And with this bowling, we need to put up 200 at Chinnaswamy to even stand a chance. So on days like this, when the batting doesn't exactly click, we have no chance because the bowlers can't do their job.
What about Narayan? He's like a tail ender.
Every year, man. We're used to this shit now. He comes opening every year.
अबे मत कर तेरी फैंटेसी टीम में पता है क्या मिसिंग है 2 रिस्ट स्पिनर्स जो तेरे
असली फैंटेसी मतलब फैंटेसी रिसर्च सेंटर यूज करो और अपनी टीम बनाओ खेलो असली फैंटेसी ऑन cricket.com
इस खेल में आदत लगना या आर्थिक जोखिम
Nikhil bhai makes it just in time. Coming back to the game, 181, like Jeet mentioned, last overs going for 33 runs would definitely have helped LSG in terms of setting a reasonable total. But talking about RCB's batters and what can work for them, we spoke about LSG's bowling and how they could probably go about their business. How should RCB look to chase this down? Like, who are their key batters and what are the key battles that we need to look forward to?
So again, Virat Kohli has been quite different this year than what we have seen over the last probably 2 or 3 years. This guy has looked to capitalize on the power play a lot. He's been a lot more proactive. Surprisingly, it was Faf who was doing that job in the first game. After that, he started to struggle. So Virat Kohli took over. So again, one of the two guys will need to go hard in the power play, whilst the other plays the anchor role. So probably again, Faf, I expect him to play the anchor role. So going back to the game that these two teams had last year, it was a very similar pattern, right? Where Faf was the seeing of the power play and then he launched. So I think we might see something very similar this time around as well. But I'm just wondering if they could, at any given stage, have someone like Mahipal Lomrod come in as an impact player and promote him at number 4. When you know there will be someone like Krunal Pandya operating, Ravi Bishna operating, or even Manimaran Siddharth operating, which is unlikely after the power play. I think it's good for someone like Mahipal Lomrod to be walking in number 4 or straight away after the power play whenever a wicket falls. So I think that is something I would be looking at here.
So who goes down the order then, Maxi or Rajat?
Again, I mean, it really depends upon that entry point, which is going to be quite important. But for me, I would still stick with Cameron Green down the order, then have him come in at number 3. So Rajat continues at number 3. If a wicket falls after the power play, Lomrod comes in at 4 ahead of Maxwell and Green.
Okay. But so basically how RCB structured themselves so far is if there's an early follow wicket, Green comes in. Slightly later, Patidar can sort of make the most of spin and all of that. Nikhil bhai, let's say an early wicket falls here. Would you still go back to that ploy कि भाई Green को अभी भेजो जो भी है pace का he's better than Patidar बाद में spin के लिए बचा के रखना, or do you think irrespective of who whenever the wicket falls just send in Rajat?
I think I'll go by how the deck behaves. Because if it is something that's going to hold up, then I'd want Green to bat as early as possible. Because then he could easily get stuck after the power play if they are even putting the slower ones, and see Mayank can also rush batters. So ऐसा नहीं है कि he'll always enjoy pace. So I think if they observe that the deck is slowing down or it's not quite coming on, then you want Green to bat as high as possible so that he's also then set and then he can just keep going after that.
But they have Manimaran Siddharth's challenge as well, because that guy will be operating in the power play. So
it
that
is
also
not going to
becomes
be
a call.
easy. Yeah. It is not going to be easy, but it's like, what do you want him to face? Would you want him to face Mayank and Krunal in Bishnu in the middle overs, or say take care of Manimaran Siddharth? So he'll probably pick the first one, is what I feel. But yeah, it is a battle that should be very interesting to see.
It's going to be a critical decision for them because, of course, I mean, Siddharth is going to operate in the power play. We know Mayank Yadav will be operating after the power play, which I believe Green is somebody who can take someone like Mayank Yadav on his quick pace.
Fair enough.
So it's a very critical decision that they need to make at the fall of the wickets.
I mean, as a Western Australian, I'd be very surprised if pace and bounce ends up troubling him.
And like so movement troubles him, but
movement troubles him and not pace. And also, see, it's the point about holding up, right? You can get pace, but if Mayank is able to get the lines right and use the deck or really, so that can trouble
anyone. That's true. But if we go back to the second game that happened here, the RCB KKR fixture, in the second innings, Siraj did not get a lot of movement. So RCB, at least their batting unit, would be hoping that they would see a repeat of the same, where there's not a lot of movement. It just comes on nicely and hopefully score. I mean, have a decent power play. So from both teams' POVs, what would be a good power play? What would you say is a good power play? Anything below this for LSG and anything above that for RCB, of course, with wickets included?
I'd say over 55 will be a good power play for RCB, provided they don't lose more than one wicket.
Okay, fair.
And I believe that there is no point if RCB ends up being 30 without loss, 35 without loss, because I believe RCB might still be the happier side because they know they can capitalize eventually if the pitch is going to be flat or if dew comes in, which we at the moment don't know. So for LSE, it's a very simple thing: pick wickets. You've got bowlers who can have an early impact, so they need to come into the play straight away. Get those 2 wickets in the power play itself. That's really important.
Fair enough. Nikhil bhai, what about you in terms of power plays? What would both teams aiming for? Would be aiming for rather here?
Pretty much the same. I think I'd say minimum, however it is, you'd not want to catch up too hard. So I think minimum 50, so it should be a bare minimum. 50-55 to 180. And for Lucknow, as we said, simply just keep taking wickets, because if you take RCB top 2 very early, it is invariably going to lead to a lot of pressure on the rest. So I think you have to be as an attacking best in the first 6.
The only thing I want is Siddharth to be back for at least 2 overs in the power play, because that guy, again, he's got a very sharp inducker, sharp inducker, and occasional ones that turn away, those occasional orthodox deliveries. So that could get Faf, that could get Kohli. Those induckers can maybe trap them on the pads or just beat them all in up, who knows. So I need those 2 overs at least.
Do you fancy a very out of the blue Anuj Rawat promotion?
At the top? Opening?
No, number 3, not at the top.
No, Lomrod
they could potentially bowl both Krunal and Siddharth, right? If Siddharth starts well. So it wouldn't be a bad option because they have a line of varieties. They can line them up and just keep bowling tight if that is the case.
I would go to Lomrod because Anuj Rawat, whenever he's done well for RCB, he's batted post number 5, number 6, number 7. So given that, I wouldn't have Rawat batting up, and Lomrod is a better spin basher if that's the role we want someone to fulfill. Cool. Of course, it is Faf and Kohli walking into the middle. With Siddharth, of course, he's that way very similar to Washi, not in terms of course, he has the ability to drift the ball. That's what makes him that much more dangerous. But bowling in the power play, bowling those defensive lines, being very effective. Both of them are best of friends, buddies, in fact. So it'll be very interesting to see if Siddharth is sort of able to emulate, what Washley did 3-4 years ago for RCB, of course. Something that he can do. That's sort of the role that he also did in the TNPL. So comes naturally to him. In fact, if I'm not wrong, he had an economy of 4.57 or something like that.
I think the only difference that I feel with Siddharth and Wash is at times a bit more shorter.
Fair,
I think
true.
Siddharth is a bit more good length, and the guy who's beating with that indecisive length. Oh, do I go back or do I,
That's true.
Siddharth is also like 8 to 10 Ks quicker than Wash. Because Siddharth has the ability and regularly clocks over 100 as well.
And he can surprise you with that
ball back
arm ball as well. So
It is, of course. Oh, QDK has been subbed out, interestingly, and Manimaran Siddharth walks in.
Why must no over there though, please, with the new ball?
So who's keeping again?
Rahul!
Of course, KL.
Come on.
KL is back.
Good luck, KL. As
And
long
by
as
the
you're
way-
fit, I don't mind. Just stay fit.
That's
Right.
true.
Yep.
My
Both
one
of them
question
have
about
a strike rate of 134, eerily similar, almost same number of innings. Wow, it's going to be interesting. Probably this is the best time to talk about this. Do you think my management will take any drastic action because of all the noise? Their transition has been poor to say the least. I'm absolutely not sure.
अरे my management गलत पड़ा तो शायद.
नहीं यार, MY लिखा है.
Why would your management?
भाई, I thought he was saying कि हम इतना, मतलब मैं इतना चिल्ला रहा है तो वो कुछ office.
I think it is MI management. Please
Correct,
correct.
just help us out there. My say,
I think he does mean MI because he's also talking about the transition
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Hardik to Rohit. So
fair enough.
यहाँ पे थोड़ी वो inducer वैसे लेके बैठा transmitter कि भाई
there's no
अरे I meant
clarification.
ये
Sorry, बात करेंगे.
I
Bye. Bye, bye.
ये run out.
सिली
That's another thing.
भाई बात करेंगे, हम लोग 100% बात करेंगे अभी
बहुत
फिलहाल.
समय है
So runout is another form of dismissal because in the previous game we saw a lot of miscommunication as well.
But that was
Kohli
Virat
and Green,
and
no,
Green.
Green. That was
Virat
Green.
No, it started with these two
Okay.
batters and then
I
maybe
don't
like
think
me उनका
भाई!
short one ball.
इसको शॉट में दे भाई. Puran at mid on, of
That
course.
was 110. What was the scope speed? 109. Almost.
And वही मतलब he wanted to bowl it quicker, and that's probably why he sort of missed out on his length. I don't think he wanted to bowl at that length. But Puran अभी देखा आपने को screen पे. Puran was their field and captain last time. What did you guys make of it? Happy with him? Tactically, not.
That was like that was
Yeah.
exactly how Sri Lanka.
that was a ball.
बस रोक ले भाई पाप. रोक ले बस.
गजब.
रोक ले. Made him be on 110 पे अगर वो बॉल आता
And that was slow one. Orthodox, traditional.
Tempt him to drive. But again, yeah, half अगर line गलत आना long on.
Wait कर.
Again, there you go, Orthodox.
थोड़ा सा फिर से शॉर्ट हो गया बस. हल्का सा वो फुल होता है.
उठा दिया वो ball actually.
बच गया.
So you were asking something.
Puran's captaincy. I don't know why both of you were laughing. though.
So we felt it was like that how Sri Lanka find a way that somebody's captain कुछ होने वाला है तो then somebody else becomes the captain.
Oh, अच्छा, okay.
Just using the rules smartly. But yeah, Puran.
Oh!
Why he's clearly taken them both by surprise. By it's not just the pace, but the way it's coming in.
Just, yeah.
It's just wow, bro.
Yeah.
That is.
Siraj को भी इतना moment
That's the
मिला.
reason why I want at least 2 overs in the power play with the new
I
ball.
think he started well. Just don't take a risk. Rotate. No problem. No point taking a risk. Just
good ball. Good ball.
कोई बात नहीं.
But in the last game as well, he bowled a brilliant first over, went for just the boundary off the last ball. But in the second over, he copped a few. Of course, it helped that Dhawan left-hander, वो सब भी था. यहाँ पे वो case ही नहीं है, so it won't be easy. Bhai, 2016 was the last time RCB chased a 180 plus total at the Chinnaswamy. Very surprised given it is a chasing ground. So am I. I'm just trying to. Oh, since RCB chased the 180.
This is exactly how Siddharth is bowled to the two RCB batters. Quick into you. Wow. Oh, been a while, but 2016 is a good omen. Let's see if that continues.
देखते हैं, but thanks for the start.
Naveen then next over.
Yeah, Naveen, ideally.
Line miss मत करना, कोहली whip करने के लिए उधर ही खड़ा है देखो.
Renegade SD, of course, going on to say Faf played those two balls with absolutely no room and very awkwardly, feeling like he's not playing his best this season.
यार ये हमेशा लगता है फाफ के साथ. ऐसे 20 में भी.
Oh, it's Krunal, okay.
A double attack of left arm spin.
But can Krunal get the ball to drift in?
Drift in, he's just going to bowl quick flat.
हाँ.
तो कोहली भाई साहब शांति.
Oh,
he
does
also
drift in.
Yeah.
Yes, does.
ये लोग इन स्विंग डाल रहे हैं क्या?
सही में वो इमाद वासम
ऐसा
111. They're competing with each other.
क्या बात बताओ क्या बात
भाई
है,
तुम
left arm
दोनों
medium
कुछ मत,
paces.
हाँ तुम दोनों कुछ मत करो, शांति से रहो प्लीज.
Very interesting tactic.
But look at the numbers, yaar.
When was the last time you remember two spinners opening the bowling attack?
They have to do left arm.
Oh!
Short,
No!
short.
I don't
अरे
think he's
बरोबर है.
connected. I don't think he's connected.
अरे बरोबर है भाई.
अरे नहीं पता वहाँ ये mid off, long on दोनों को रखा हुआ. चलो first
Good
boundary.
shot. Good shot.
But that's an interesting question you've asked. Something when our producer Saab, okay, our producer Saab is here. Just ask our statsman, when was the last time two spinners opened the bowling in an IPL game? Because this is very unique.
Last year लखनऊ में नहीं बना.
लखनऊ में two spinners. कौन डालेगा?
कुणाल के साथ कोई और डाल दिया.
अमित.
नहीं Amit Mishra won't. It will
वही
be a single
इसीलिए.
spinner.
हाँ तो कोई नहीं था ना उनके, दीपक हुड्डा था उनके पास, गौतम होएगा.
वही मैं सोचा
हाँ.
स्पिन में.
But Krunal, I don't think I have ever seen him bowl,
Yeah.
take the new ball from an end. So I don't know. Can Krunal contribute with the ball is what the graphic says, of course. He has taken the most wickets against RCB. That's, I mean, the most for him against a particular team. 12 against RCB, 11 against SRH and 10 against
Wicket
DC.
लग मैं उसको बस बोल रहा था कि विकेट लग रहा है. भाई ये दोनों
नहीं ये तो बॉल ही मुश्किल है. लाइक यू कांट इवन से एनीथिंग. तो कोहली एंड फाफ लाइक वीकनेस की कोई बात नहीं है. ये बॉल तुम
सरप्राइज
हाँ.
एलिमेंट है.
Yeah. खेल लो, but this is going to happen only for the first 2-3 overs. So just make sure you last long enough.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. That's all you have to do. उसके बाद you can take, मतलब you can make up for it. Just make sure you last long enough, please.
Yeah. Can he bowl a surprise slower run?
He did bowl out वो 4 गया.
मतलब slower मतलब
Oh, he
85.
did.
ना वो तो डालना है.
85 तो ये
85 तो नहीं जा रहा.
As long as नहीं, as long as these guys are rotating the strike, ठीक है.
Personally, I'm not in favor of this. I mean, they should have gone for Naveen. Since you already have Manimaran Siddharth, who is your power play left arm spinner? So just hold Krunal back.
Do you think they just wanted to sort of throw left arm spinners at them because they clearly struggle?
Potentially, yeah, potentially.
I think they're looking for them to take a risk very early as opposed to maybe just getting.
Wait कर ले. हाँ बस खत्म कोई नहीं. ओए
भाई
यार
क्या था ये?
कोई नहीं बोल के रन आउट मत हो जा भाई.
हाँ बस
ठीक है. नॉर्मल मैच में 12 overs of spin क्या करेंगे आरसीबी वाले भाई? लोम रोड Maxi Patidar, I'd happily take 12 overs of spin if that happens. I'd happily take 12 overs of spin because, like he also said, by the way, Faf, his record against Ravi Bishnoi, 98 runs, 61 balls, 0 wickets. Has a fantastic record against him. So it's not like they're mugs against spin. Once they set in, they know how to play spin, they can tackle it. So I don't think we'll see 12 overs of spin. Mayank Yadav would be a lot more effective, I would imagine, on the surface, given that he also has a slow one. He in fact himself mentioned this कि बॉस मेरे पास स्लो वन भी है. मैंने अगेंस्ट पंजाब यूज नहीं किया क्योंकि जरूरत पड़ी नहीं. यहाँ पे आज जरूरत पड़ सकती है तो मैं डालूंगा.
लॉन्ग वन पे आउट मत होना. बाकी सब ठीक है.
शाबाश. गुड बॉलिंग फॉर श्योर 100%. विराट कोहली पहले 3 मैच में IPL 2016.
Oh, they are comparing it.
On already this nonsense has started. शर्म कर लो यार.
भाई मैं तो पहले बोला 2016 वाला बोले विराट दिखेगा इस साल.
Simple cricket talk asks us why is Jax not playing? क्यों नहीं खेल रहे निखिल भाई? बता
अब
दीजिए.
तक ओवरसीज प्लेयर के अलाउड खाली 4 ही है और वो विदेशी.
अरे बाबा
भाई अंदर पिच के अंदर मारा है बाबा.
सीधा
20 बॉलर खेल रहा है क्या?
नहीं मुझे लगा सीधा जा रहा है हाथ में. Sorry, I stand corrected.
शांत बाबा शांत.
ये बोलना आसान है. This is smart from LSG. Happy they started with spin. I raised this point with you when I told you teams don't open with spin versus RCB. Fair enough.
It's also conditions and these are good conditions so far in terms of how they've used them. So that is also important.
That's true. And also, again, make no mistake, RCB's openers were the best batting unit against spin last season. So probably that also has made them rethink their strategy कि सीधा spin. भाई ये this is मतलब यार ये वो हम लोग ना बचपन में जब क्रिकेट कोचिंग के लिए जाते थे, we get these plastic balls that are light and weight ताकि वो move करे. To practice, this is swerving that much. हाँ,
almost.
Like भाई साहब,
फाफ कुछ तो करा देखो यार. 4-6
कुछ भी मत कर फाफ. Like I said, just play them out. He's bowling like a left-handed Tikshna lol. Oh! फाफ कुछ मत कर, तू रुक जा मेरे भाई, तेरे को मिलेगा चांस. और है नहीं ज्यादा उस तरफ से. बस just make sure you play the new ball out.
I almost felt he ran past it.
Ravi?
No,
Faaf.
Oh, Faaf.
I mean, you had to expect that chance कि भाई एक chance तो देगा. अभी भी
Was
देगा.
this a chance or this went
No,
on the
I think
bounce?
it just went, just did not carry.
Not fair to call it chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
मतलब मुझे भी वही लगा it went on the bounce. रुक जा मेरे भाई.
Long on ऊपर है.
हाँ, वो मेरे को पता नहीं था. कोई नहीं शाबाश. अभी तो और भी रन मिल गए भाई. अभी डॉट भी खेलेगा तो
Wouldn't you have long off up and put long on back? It's not going to be easy to hit that big with that angle also.
That's true. That's true.
But ठीक है, I don't think
Box
Faf
under
is
the
minding
last
it.
ball. 100 plus.
Yeah, 100 plus. But so far so good.
जो
from
भी
RCB.
हाँ जो भी है बस you the man बस defend कर ले man बस हो गया मिल गया रन.
बिल्कुल. Faf is the big tip. This play like the big tip. That's a
shot यार.
शाबाश.
Oh, they have long on and long off पीछे. दोनों यहाँ
I
पे
saw long off right now.
हाँ.
Sweeper and
Long on नहीं है ना, but
long on.
long on नहीं था. Long on.
Ah,
Long off
sorry हाँ
Sweeper and long off.
स्वीपर था क्या? नहीं एक ही था बाहर ऑफ साइड में मेरे हिसाब से. एक इस तरफ
Offside
था.
only one.
हाँ deep
And
mid
since long off है तो of course दूसरा like
deep
side
mid
में.
yeah deep square ही रखा होगा. To this, even a Ranji team coach would have done a great job. Had huge expectations with Flood. Absolutely clueless, says Jagannath Adisesha. पता नहीं भाई इतना क्या हो गया यार. मतलब क्या कर दिया Flood ने.
Same ही तो game देख रहे हैं अपन. क्या टेंशन है bro?
Sai Madhav says Akshay they have to take the chances. It is the power play.
They will.
भाई तो अगर मेरे reactions के basis पे logic मतलब if you're trying to get logic from my reactions, I'm sorry, we don't do that here. Especially during RCB games. I'll try my best to not sound like a dumb idiot during other games. But during RCB games तो भाई logic ज़्यादा expect मत करो. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry. इसीलिए तो हमने we have two esteemed panelists for that very reason. जो भी logic है, logic का भंडार आपको मेरे left में और मेरे right में दिखाई देगा.
Oh, it is Naveen.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, that's a good change. Fine.
Whip coming if he loses the line. Let's see. Hopefully.
क्या coming? Whip. अच्छा मुझे लगा wicket.
And this guy has been swinging it away as well.
Yeah. Like I said, भाई run नहीं है भाई.
कहाँ डाल रहा है?
ओए.
Mickey B.
अक्षय भाई just please calm down. Heart attack दिला देते हो यार. भाई almost wicket तो गया था वहाँ पे. Last over में फाफ का. But
कोई नहीं. So far so good. 25-3 though. 40 चाहिए.
हाँ.
35-40 तो चाहिए at least next 3 में.
Zero वहाँ पे हो तो मेरे को कुछ भी चलेगा. 45 और no loss भी मैं ले लेगा at the end of the
But
part.
20 would be too less.
हाँ, I just gave you an example.
They're all 35
different
is
from
fine.
goals, na?
35, 25-35 hopefully.
Do you think they'll go back to money for a third?
I think they should. There's no point
Short, but
holding
straight to
it.
mid-off.
Oh,
Point.
did not.
Time it as well, I guess.
Yeah, I think it did not even come onto the bat is what I felt. But पता नहीं replay देखना पड़ेगा because
That was too full as well. So,
हाँ, that also could be the case.
oh, this is
Against
Virat Kohli versus.
yeah.
Ah, okay.
In
They're
the
showing
Lucknow
that.
game, yeah. They're just showing how he played him.
No, not how he played him, but the entire rivalry, I believe.
Oh, of course. Star से क्या ही
But that was at Lucknow or
Lucknow. That was Lucknow.
right?
That was in Lucknow. Chinnaswamy वाले game I don't. हाँ नहीं नवीन खेला तो था. My anxiety is shooting up watching Akshay lol, says Mohammad Arhan, and Priyanshu asked me if what was it? Am I more passionate about RCB or ICT? I'll take that question in a bit.
now question.
Oh, shot!
Wow.
Connect हुआ है ना?
अरे
Kohli, he just walked away. He just
भाई मतलब थोड़ा तो भरोसा रखो क्रिकेट पे.
क्रिकेट में भरोसा RCB पे नहीं.
पर कोहली तो सही क्रिकेट खेल रहा है ना यार. उस पे तो trust
Am I a more passionate RCB fan or ICT? I just hope कोई clip whip ना कर दे.
Not even a question.
हाँ, like मतलब it's not even a competition. As much as I was an ICT fan for a long time, वो खत्म हो गया. मतलब हो गया वो. I am RCB hardcore, IWCT and RCBW. Like if you want to segregate, these are the only three teams that actually make me feel something. उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं. There's nothing. ICT तो दूर दूर तक कुछ भी नहीं है, to be honest. So yeah, there you go. And I hope by IWCT आपको पता लग गया कि क्या हो रहा है. मार! अरे यार. Sivi says don't apologize,
Given away
Akshay.
a single, have they?
No. It would have been a very tricky one as well.
There we go.
You're the one who fills in the seats and watch-alongs. I hope RCB messes up and you can unleash yourself. भाई यार मेरे अरे यार ये दिखाना बंद करो यार.
That's what I said. No, they'll show the entire thing.
They've made up. मतलब they've become friends. They've also spoken about
वो
it.
भी बताएंगे.
वही नहीं बताएंगे. वो 100% नहीं बताएंगे. 100% नहीं बताएंगे ये लोग. क्योंकि it doesn't fit their okay.
अच्छा rival.
They won't be able to since so of course I mean
Rival. हाँ.
broadcast का भी थोड़ा.
ओ अच्छा वो हाँ.
maybe. हाँ वैसे अभी दोनों एक ही है.
Same here, my 1-year-old is sleeping says आके ओ भाई तो please headphones कृपया करके headphones पहनिए.
और वॉल्यूम में तुमको.
हाँ अक्षय and somewhat today. हाँ क्या
Usual
मुझे लगा
है.
हाँ usually है.
इनका बटन स्विच नहीं करना
भाई.
भाई ऐसे ही रहते.
ओ
भाई
कोई नहीं खेल ले खत्म. कोई नहीं 7 रन आ चुका. शांति फाव तू बस टिक जा मिल जाएगा देखो कहीं ना कहीं से कुछ ना कुछ तो मिल जाएगा. तू टिक जा बस. तू टिका नहीं पिछले 2 गेम से. That's where the problem has been. ठीक है.
Correct. So do you go to Siddharth the next over, or do you want to go to somebody else?
That was my question to both of you. Jeet, let's.
Man, had they not gone for Krunal in the second over, I would have given Siddharth the third over as well. I felt it was a little unnecessary when they had the chance of bringing in Naveen Ullah straight away. Basically a pacer and a spinner. That's the combo rather than 2 left-arm spinners with Krunal also bowling the same thing. There is no point.
So now,
man, I'm split. I don't think I'll go for Siddharth.
Then, Yash.
Not
Mayank,
tough
right?
one. No, not Mayank. Their choices.
Oh, catch!
No, it will clear.
नहीं है बस यार चलो शाबाश.
11 runs coming off that over. चलो अभी आ गया आराम से. अभी सिद्धार्थ भी होगा तो डिफेंड कर लेना इस ओवर से.
Their choices are limited, sadly, for the power play. That's a big issue
With
that
no
they've
Mohsin,
got.
that's a
Yeah,
big
that's a
blow.
huge blow that
that's
they've got. So Siddharth is one of the options, and second is Yash Thakur. But again, probably too early for Yash Thakur, so I don't know.
All right. What about you, Nikhil bhai? Going to Siddharth again?
Yeah, I think in terms of usage, आप बाद में डालने वाले हो क्या? If not, then bowling now. Or I'd give 1 over to Krunal.
But मेरा instead of Siddharth.
Yeah, instead of Siddharth.
मेरा ये है कि अगर ड्रिफ्ट वो नहीं मिलेगा ना, which I don't think उसको उतना मिलेगा अभी. I don't think he can be just as effective. So given that they'll have to also understand कि क्या करे वहाँ पे.
Fair.
So
won't be surprised if they go to a pacer also.
that's what I would personally go to, but they've gone to Siddharth.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, because दोनों they do struggle, so वो है तो सही.
Yeah, but good.
Okay.
फील्ड एक बार दिखा देते यार फिर से. उन्होंने लॉन्ग ऑफ को पीछे और वहाँ डीप
So
में.
LSG were also 36 for 0 after.
Oh, यार कोहली भाई साहब ऐसा कटवट मत दे भाई. बताओ
ब्रेक के बाद आया भाई. होमवर्क करके आएगा कि नहीं? क्या बात
सबका होमवर्क करके आया. बच्चे का खुद का सब
करना ही चाहिए भाई. What else we here for?
But very good shot यार. वही स्टंप से निकाल के.
The Virat of the old.
I think it's going to be नहीं सुना कुछ नहीं सुना. Sorry.
जरूरत ही नहीं ना भाई. जितना ही काफी है ना.
Sagnik Datta says I think it's going to be a 10 wicket special. अरे भाई. अरे भाई
अभी 1 सेकंड पहले
Siddharth's first ever IPL wicket turns out to be Virat Kohli. Again, that's nothing new with Virat, right? Giving first wickets to bowlers. Very good ball, just floated it up and Virat was beaten in the head. Smashes his bat.
You want to go leg side?
Yeah. He wanted to go leg side completely. Yeah, necessary नहीं था. पता नहीं अभी. This is मतलब.
Damn.
मतलब.
But yeah, of course, Siddharth can.
Very well done.
Well deserved ticket also. Well deserved.
Congratulations on that.
And if Cam Green comes in, he's probably gone as well.
No, I don't think they'll send Green now. Given that it's
It should be Patidar. Patidar, sorry, beg your pardon.
Whoever it is.
Lomror भी हो सकता है चाहिए तो I wouldn't mind Lomror also to be honest because
too early I feel.
but Mayank Yadav आ सकता है.
तो too early and I think जो भी आएगा एक और chance तो आएगा इस over में. I'm just hoping that the person is ready to for that end dipper that he bowled to other two.
Yeah, end dipper straight away.
हाँ,
If
सीधा
it's a
first
right
ball
hand
ही डालो
batter,
भाई.
कितना मिलेगा क्या movement अभी भी because
sadly last 3 balls उसके वैसे थे.
हाँ वही.
But he
They
can
were
still beat the angles.
That probably.
Basically arm balls is what we're suggesting, whether वो curve हो या ना हो.
Correct. तो साग्निक भाई.
Unfortunately वो तो नहीं हो रहा. Again, like Nikhil bhai said, मेरे को विकेट से कुछ नहीं हो रहा. नेट रन रेट पे भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता. एक विकेट से भी जीत लो. पहले तो जीत लो. बाद में नेट रन रेट का हाथ.
पाटीदार भाई पहला बॉल फटाफट देख लेना.
पहले भाई डिफेंड एकदम सॉलिड डिफेंड कुछ मत करो. स्लिप रखा है. इंटरेस्टिंग.
Bold.
Oh, surprise!
Again.
He did not bowl the quicker arm ball this
time. Last 4 balls have been the same, orthodox.
So maybe he wants to sort of
set it up.
Yeah, exactly.
भाई दूर जा रहा फिर फट करके अंदर आए.
एक तो आया.
तब तक बस सिंगल विंगल लेके स्ट्राइक रोटेट कर देगा तो मस्त होगा बस. So clear कि green number 3 या Patidar designated number 3 needs situation. So smart, which is smart again. Fair.
Oh, this the first slip is also
शाबाश. बस खत्म.
बस पाप तू रिस्क मत ले भाई. अभी तो जरा भी जरूरत नहीं है.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
55 हमने बोला था. 50-55 they are on course to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
आपका जो whip था, whip तो आया but connect नहीं
नवीन
हुआ.
का बोला ना मैंने.
हाँ.
Spinner
That's
medium.
true.
Man. Dave that.
हाँ.
Okay, fair.
Must be thrilled as that first IPL wicket.
शाबाश फाफ. बैट जल्दी टाइम पे.
No. भाई.
So,
इतना एंड में खेला यार ये. हाय लास्ट
Ball
बॉल.
बंद कर दिया इसने.
हाँ.
And
Yeah.
last one
All
needs to be
these.
again that 100 plus arm ball.
All
Target
the
is
deliveries in
counts.
this over
I
has been
think I
belonged.
won't be surprised if he bowls another. He'll just bowl up.
Oh, वैसा.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
हाँ वो ठीक है एक बार.
हाँ बस कोई बंदा नहीं.
बस ठीक है.
Last over KP. I don't think he's warming up.
केपी वहीं पे था कवर पे. वो कुछ तो ऐसे इशारे दे रहा था. But
I think it's already signal कि कोई और डाल रहा है. But
okay. But केपी की जरूरत थी नहीं वैसे. फर्स्ट ओवर भी उसका कुछ इतना ये नहीं था ना. He went for 11 if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
हाँ, but then the thing is, Sarjit is very, very new. He hasn't had a great score. So Faf also likes to hit over long on to spin nicely. So अगर एक आड़ा-टेढ़ा गलत लग गया.
And surprisingly, Patidar has been getting dismissed to left arm spin as well.
हाँ, तो
Of absolutely ranked long offs and all that rubbish deliveries. So
That's from RK Cricktalky says, hands and heads in complete silence at the Chinnaswamy. Again, VK getting out early for the new bowler. Some things just don't change, I guess, RK.
Yeah.
Today it's Maxi's chance to do
पहले
it.
बास्तव को बेच के बोला. He's gone for the match. I said him century देख के आ रहा है मैक्स का. यहाँ से तो पता नहीं बनेगा कि नहीं बनेगा. पर 2 विकेट तो ले लिए.
वैसे hopes मत बढ़ा. Oh, it's Mayank in the
Mayank
park.
Yadav,
Park is
interesting.
on strike.
शाबाश कोई बात नहीं. चलो let's go Mayank. Let's bat well Faf. क्या कर रहा है भाई? क्यों भाग रहा है? किधर भाग रहा है?
I cannot.
the runout comes.
Yo, are you mad? Are you mad, you foolish idiot? How was that ever a run? 150 की स्पीड से बॉल डाला उसने. तूने उसको फ्लिक किया सीधा मिड विकेट के हाथ में. You're mad. Are you freaking mad? कहाँ तू अपना दिमाग भी छोड़ के आया क्या प्रिटोरिया में? How does anyone run? सीधा हाथ में गया ही. सीधा.
And his pace also, he's on the back rust, on the back foot.
सीधा. It's
Devdutt
Devdutt
again. Well done Devdutt. और catch अगर
भाई
run
2 विकेट उसी के वजह से हो गया. अभी रन वन नहीं मारेगा तो भी चलेगा भाई. क्या
यार,
चूतिया
वाह।
भाई यार. What is this nonsense? भाई तू जा. ये करना है तो तू जा. क्या आदमी यार. एक ढंग का थोड़ा बहुत कुछ तो स्टार्ट किया था वो भी गया.
The 2 wickets have come. Now it's LSD who will be having.
Oh man.
I mean, and it's poor also because Faf is someone who can take Mayank on.
He shouldn't have gone for the single in the first place.
But he can sit back, wait for Mayank to earn, and then use the pulls well. And he can also go the offside.
Exactly. I was expecting that, and now it's Patidar and Maxwell.
No, it could be green.
I saw Maxi walking.
Maxi is walking.
Yeah.
But
what I
और
saw-
कल डालेगा Mayank पहला बॉल.
Patidar strike पे.
First cross. But he can bowl that to Patidar.
हाँ, he can.
Surprise. 153
Patidar
Mayank
against 153, man. That's
वो ऐसा पैर जब तक नीचे he wouldn't have even planted his front foot and ball top of
Best
off
chance
leg.
to pick
Look
another
at where the
wicket.
slip
Best
is
chance.
standing.
Well bowled, well played.
Oh, well played as well.
got a hand to the fielder.
144 clicks that, but
But
yeah,
even that running between the wickets, RCB top order.
just where was like
Poor call. Very.
that was
very,
half score.
very poor call. भाई ऐसा भी नहीं कि वो deep खड़ा है and you will be able to get it और वो miss कर देगा. I understand that you don't expect the detected कि भाई लग जाएगा, but
ये कौन but यार भाई उस लॉजिक से तो सब पे भागना
see
है.
there are times where अगर you're picking on the fielder कि okay it's a slower fielder, he'll not be able to pick up and
भाई
take
उसको
a run.
हिला मतलब
जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ा
हाँ,
कुछ just
सीधा.
came to hand and left it.
So this reminds me of Maxwell versus Jai Richardson back in Australia. If you've seen that battle,
Wide?
that should be a wide. No, that should be a wide. No?
पता नहीं.
Oh, given one more over.
नहीं मुझे भी लगा शायद मतलब while crossing Maxi it went in line, but हाँ आप कह रहे थे Jai versus
Maxwell back in Australia in a domestic game, where Jai was blasting him out with short balls and Maxi had no answer initially, and then he blasted Jai Richardson out.
Oh.
So we could see something very similar. So the best time to bowl short balls
Is now.
any batter, to be fair, is early on.
Look at that 155.8.
Okay, so this confirms that Gerald Kurtzia did not
Never
bowl that
bowled
157.3.
Never bowled 156.
Yeah,
He
it was
bowled
wrong.
क्या?
Yeah, they showed it as
They showed it.
157.2.
No!
क्या कर रहा है भाई? Pull.
Short ball early on.
मैक्सी गया, निकल भाई, आप ऑडियंस लोग भी निकलो, क्या लोग इनको, क्या स्पिन.
151 from Mayank Yadav.
Excellent bowling.
I mean, it's what was expected. It is just crazy how they just fallen for it.
And yeah, this is very similar to the CSK game. Yeah, first 4 overs did well, then 10 balls में 3 wickets, just like the CSK game.
But क्यों मारना है? भाई अब भी तो आया है.
No, so with Aussies, it's always a problem. You play them on their ego. You always play them on their ego, and they'll succumb eventually.
Well bowled, Mayank.
Max is not been in any form. Mayank has
Happy
been
for
bowling
Mayank. Happy
very
for
well.
Mayank.
Very well. Fantastic. भाई तू जा रही, तू बॉलर ही अपने लिए बस.
अरे तो जा रहे.
बस और कुछ है नहीं उसका. ग्रीन ही होगा ना, अभी लोमरोड को मत भेजो बस.
Wow, they have
Like
completely. I don't. क्या?
Shocked.
नहीं समझ से चोकिंग के लिए वो गेम में थे कब? गेम में होते तो चोकिंग बोलो ना, गेम होना भी तो चाहिए. बोलो कोई नहीं. ग्रीन राइट ना. अगला कौन विकेट देगा?
Oh, अगला कौन विकेट देगा? That's a question now.
अभी वही क्वेश्चन.
Green. He's
Could
most
be green and he could also get chopped down.
because next over I believe it could be probably Siddharth finishing it off or
Yeah, why not?
yeah, why not?
Nothing
That's
to
what I would go for
left
as
it.
well, or Ravi Bishnoi straight away. अरे
चलो
यार,
भाई.
ये green भी
Chop on आएगा तो
Yorker line four.
line
No.
line थोड़ा बाहर है क्या?
But Pacey once again. भाई स्टंप्स के लाइन पे डालोगे तो दोनों आउट होके ही जाएंगे.
Russell got green out with that, so he could definitely do it. Max is trying too hard last year. He was hitting early by time.
That's
true. Back. Yeah, I mean, it's always been the case with Max that I felt that जब वो अपने आप को chance देता है ना, he's very good. He doesn't have to manufacture things and see, first balls are always going to be tricky. Yeah, so there's the first ball, right?
Second ball. Oh, 4.
Yeah.
चलो कोई नहीं. चौका ही सही. 48 for 3. कहाँ 45 for no loss expect कर रहा था इनसे.
Yeah, 25 for 0 थे after 3. And then
36 for no loss.
23 for 3. 23
Last over was 12 for 3. Anuj Gilchrist has to step up today, says Fact Life 2.0. Sure.
Yeah, that's also fact, and that this also feels life proper 2.0 नहीं पता नहीं.
So अब कौन बचा? अनुज रावत, DK, Mahipal, Lomro.
Whoever the impact sub is.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
only 3 batters to come. That's it.
But they've just really set this up very, very poorly. Yeah, I mean,
I don't like 2 or more wickets are done.
Like, this is the problem with RCB 80s, this unit. एक का pace clear strength है, दूसरे का spin clear strength है. It's so sort of clear कि it becomes easy to target them. And Faf, just idiot का pace strength है. First ball, run out. First ball, मतलब how
why there is
stupid, man.
nothing worth a quick single in T23.
And definitely,
Unless it's the last ball और तुमको एक ही रन चाहिए.
I just don't know what to say.
By time bind sub, yeah, context. Let's see who is it. Naveen now? Or Siddharth? Oh,
Ravi
Bishnoi
Bishnoi.
directly.
That's a good move.
Oh,
That's a good
why?
move. I don't mind this either.
Yeah. Very fair call. He could even get.
Oh,
part
दो
with that.
भाग लिया.
Should run.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
keep
guessing-
Green on strike. That's it. That's all you need.
And that long on is fairly square that way.
Yeah, I just hope कि green gap नहीं छोड़ रहा है. मतलब Bishnoi
हाँ, घुस जाएगा पक्का. Which is why भाई Bishnoi strike तुम पार्टीदार.
I still can't get how Nathan got it right, but how horrible that was in terms of the call to play.
Sheer stupidity.
Sir, googly to green.
Oh, where did him? अरे
Oh,
line
right.
गलत हो गई यार.
White था ना कि पैर
Wide.
हाँ, wide.
That was a wide.
Max Moni is asking where did Mayank play last?
Which Mayank?
Mayank Yadav play last? Where did he?
Oh my, he was with LSU
He was with-
since 22.
He was picked up in 2022.
Yeah.
He played a game last season, I believe, 1 or 2 games.
No, his debut only na this Perso. He's never played.
Yeah.
Has he never played?
He's never played. It was his debut. IPL debut. He's never played before.
Oh, okay.
So, need Akshay, Avanish and Gilpaji for that run out. No disrespect to Nikhil and Jeet. Gurkirat has this long-standing.
मैं जितना रिया को ग्राउंड पे कर लिया उतना ही बनता है उसका.
भाई मैंने तो चिल्ला दिया यार.
हाँ वही ना मतलब वही बहुत है. हाँ.
I feel this is going to be a long part. अबे यार बस jinx करते रहो, out होगा अभी देखो.
लॉन्ग रन पे नहीं आउट हो रहा ना जब तक मेरे को कोई वांदा नहीं बस. हाँ. नहीं कुछ नहीं.
Tight. Rajat और रवि बिश्नोई का हेयर स्टाइल तो सेम लग रहा है मेरे को. That's the only observation I have to offer right now. He was injured last year, otherwise he would have played for sure. Of course, completely agree with you there, Akash.
It is something KL also mentioned at the toss.
And उसी के बदले they got in Suryansh Shedge, the all-rounder from Maharashtra. उसको भी लेकिन छोड़ दिया था इस बार. अरे नहीं दो नहीं है भाई, दो नहीं है.
और Green
Shedge is Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Let's say 6.4, 53 for 3. Whew. I mean, this is perfectly set up for LSG to bowl whoever they want to.
इसी को भी डाले यहाँ से.
नहीं, but हर मैच में एक चीज देखा है. I mean, they get off to good starts and then they lose a wicket. Sorry, they lose they lose wickets in clusters, and then they have to do a rebuilding job.
Yeah.
And that too, it's the aggressive batters who end up doing the rebuilding job.
Yeah. And Akash just adds on, was crazy to watch him bowl at full tilt in the other trophy in 20. Yep.
Akash was there. That's true. It must have been crazy, of course.
Yeah. And it is very, very satisfying also to be able to watch a young Indian pacer bowl quick.
Yep.
Hopefully, stay at it. And he's taken care of. Oh, भाई साहब, Green तो backfoot पे बैठा है. आगे तो जाने नहीं वाला भाई.
तो कौन अभी? Siddharth?
Spin choke. I'll go for a spin choke.
Yeah, I think not bowl out Siddharth. There is no reason to hold back.
Siddharth, Bishnoi, Krunal, just get them in one after the
other.
other.
He wanted 12 overs of spin, so
it's possible now.
Patidar. Everyone in the comments are trying hard to end this live with the jinxing, of course. भाई, RCB खेल रहा है अरहान. किसी को कमेंट डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो जिंक्स अपने आप को खुद कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. दिसंबर 19 को ऑक्शन के बाद ही समझ गए थे हम लोग कि नहीं हो रहा है, तो टेंशन क्यों. अगर कभी आईपीएल साउथ अफ्रीका में हो गया तो एलएसजी तो फोड़ देगा भाई. यादव, जोसेफ, हेनरी एंड वुड प्रॉब्ली एज वेल. बाय. 3 ओवरसीज पेसर खिला दिए तो फिर बैटिंग कौन करेगा भाई. डिकॉक, पुरनस्तान झक मारेंगे वहां. वो पेसर नवीन potentially or यश or Mayank.
And no reason to not bowl Mayank also. So वही है यार, spoil for riches.
Exactly. That's
आराम से जिसको डालना, you can line them up nicely. प्यार मत दिखाओ यार. क्यों लेने जा रहा था वो.
All I can say is good chance for Patidar in Green to get some runs. Not win or something, but थोड़ा runs तो बना लो ताकि खुद थोड़ा form. मतलब Green has not looked too bad. तीनों मैच में.
Yeah, he's got to start.
Yeah. And all 3 of them that way. अभी जिंक्स कर दिया तो आउट भी हो जाएगा लगता है.
चौपन नहीं होना.
बैट के ऊपर से गया, थोड़ा टाइम तो बैट के नीचे से भी जाएगा. But Green being rushed for pace was not on my bingo list again. मतलब यार Green तो
it just tells you don't have to go after everybody for not being able to play a short ball. It is a problem that every batter faces.
At this pace, so of course.
So pace है. Yes, somewhat with a little lesser pace also, but that's okay.
यार वो look at his front leg. It's so well braced. मतलब एकदम catapult की तरह पूरा ऐसा. It just goes over. Wow man.
बिल्कुल. For some reason. Catch it!
Oh! भाई अगर ये कैच होता ना, मैं जाता. मैं सीधा डोर खोल के मैं जाता. I'm sorry. मैं नहीं, ये तो अलाउड ही नहीं होना चाहिए भाई. इतना भी नहीं हो सकता है.
I felt like Manoj Tiwari for 1 second. The way he walked back.
That was Ronaldo, right? Oh no, you're talking about this.
I felt like Manoj Tiwari walking back. I agree, good shot. Very, very close.
Pooran, that was Pooran, of course. अच्छा, उसी ने तो मैक्सी का भी पकड़ा था. That was a slow one, by the way.
Yeah. And which is why I got the time to. Oh my God! Beaten for pace.
Dude, this. Dude, this is a fantastic ball.
Top of off.
Kal ana sir, Cam Green. बहुत में खेल रहे हो Mayank Yadav.
What a ball! What a ball!
This felt like Waka to me. To be very honest.
We talk about top of off.
Yeah.
Focus more on your line and then forget the pace. This guy's nailed both.
एकदम too good. Bhai, look at that. That is perfect.
You can't do anything. मतलब I agree.
Inside the line.
यार जो भी बोलो वो line इतना ये है नहीं. कुछ
pace नहीं खेल. South Australia वाला, West Australia वाला pace नहीं खेल.
वही. But अगर line और length थोड़ा. Yeah, that was a good ball.
Yes, Sagni, exactly same thoughts. Just hope Mayank Yadav is developed properly. I'm saying not like Umran Malik. Every pacer. Yeah, it depends where you are and what you are going to do in terms of the setups. So hopefully, Indian cricket as a whole can take care of all of these quick pacers.
Yeah, I just don't want him to be rushed like Umran Malik was. The problem is we are so fascinated कि अरे यार कोई है एक पेसर जो
अभी
लेके आओ भाई अंदर. यार रुक जाओ यार. Let him play another season. Let's see how it goes. Let him develop a bit more. Let him get more consistent, and then we can unleash him.
बिल्कुल मैं तो चौपन बोला था चौपन इंग्लिश का बैट आया ही नहीं नीचे पहले बॉल चला गया
एक और प्रेडिक्शन कॉन्टेस्ट अभी चला था ना शाउट आउट्स के लिए गाइस प्रेडिक्ट द मार्जिन फ्रॉम व्हिच आरसीबी विल लूज चलो वही स्टार्ट करते हैं जीत लेट्स स्टार्ट विद यू टेल मी इट्स लेस देन 100
टाइम है यार अभी टाइम अनुज रावत
अरे भाई ये भी शॉट इसको तो शॉट ही डालना
वही मैं इसीलिए सोच रहा हूं व्हाई नॉट डीके
मैं तो स्टंप पे डालूं वाह शाबाश कोई बात नहीं आराम से
What is the pace on that?
होगा 142 150
What a ball, yeah. I think
This was-
of all the balls so far in the
Yeah.
IPL, I think this is one of the unforgettable ones.
no 100%
I don't think that, and for an Indian guy to do it, I look at green white.
Foot, मतलब हाँ
कुछ कहीं भी नहीं है.
A Western Australia batter
yeah
getting undone by pace,
Of Chinnaswamy.
raw pace
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Chinnaswamy. Yes,
sorry
exactly.
go back to the previous comment producer sir I don't think I saw it fully
Oh, sorry.
4 minutes back said don't get I
Don't
never
jinx
said
it.
don't think he'll get out I
He's
said
like, you don't have to jinx us.
हाँ.
They auto jinx.
exactly I never said you don't think so क्या लगता है this guy could be magic in the long format of the possibility one can only dream let's dream for now but let's not I mean
Jump the gun.
yeah exactly let's not sort of
No,
put those
as he's
dreams to
already
words.
injury prone, so
Yeah.
you don't really want to push him for the longest format here.
Yeah. Early shot, Mayank, been following him in the domestic circuit as well. He will be the next in line, replacing Bumrah. Shouldn't be compared with Umran, I feel, because Umran doesn't have accuracy, but he does. Again, too many. That's very big a comparison. दो ही game फिलहाल मतलब proper televised cricket की अगर बात करें,
Yeah.
top tier cricket की बात करें, तो this is just his second game. He'll also invariably go through a lull, but people find him out. People find ways to tackle him.
Yeah.
So let's give him some time, please. He's doing fantastically well, and it's so heartening to see that.
Yeah.
So yeah, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Mayank Yadav, Parag, Abhishek, all making their debuts this year. Somehow feel like Yadav is much better prepared than Umran for international already.
देखो अरे सबका डेब्यू होगा ना तो वही वापस जिम्बाब्वे सीरीज के
हाँ.
अगेंस्ट होने वाला है. I won't be surprised given what our history has been. Mayank Yadav might be pushed in against Zimbabwe. You never know.
But Zimbabwe के अगेंस्ट बेचारे को डाल दोगे.
हाँ,
I feel
मतलब-
मतलब Zimbabwe. I feel मतलब वो उनको थोड़ा
Too harsh है.
हाँ,
मुझे क्यों थोड़ा?
भाई थोड़ा क्रिकेट के लिए
Mayank
बुलाया
may or may
था.
not be ready, but Zimbabwe certainly won't be ready.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And this is with no disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect. It's a good team.
Let's see. क्यों कितना दिखाओगे यार 3 बार तो दिखा चुके ऑलरेडी भाई साहब रोने भी ठीक से नहीं देंगे यार ये लोग
नहीं तो नहीं रहा ठीक से मतलब वापस रो. Yeah, but they're direct hit. I mean, everything is just been bullseye so far.
दिस छी क्या क्यों क्या मारने की कोशिश कर रहे थे क्यों
But still nothing as embarrassing or
This-
this was so far beside the line.
that's
just
true
stuck
that
the
he
line
wasn't in the
from-
right position at all but that ball was also that was a peach so you just can't
Phew.
again why was it Rawat यार मतलब कोई समझाएगा मुझे मतलब अभी तो स्पिन ही नहीं मिलेगा कम से कम डीके आता तो they would still have spin from one end and Patidar could have tackled DK could have handled pace नहीं idiots
Oh, that's the quickest ball he bowled. 156.7.
Yeah.
which was that
The
This
first
is the
ball.
quickest ball now. The first ball.
Yeah. You got
That's the
bowled in
quickest of the
130.
season.
Yeah.
oh अच्छा
So
and
eventually-
what happened to that ball क्या
He was trying to
beaten on the
Over
cut
the face of the
oh
bat.
हाँ जो under edge and
ऊपर अपने बोला ऊपर से गए.
So I think Mayank Yadav will end up having the top
Top
5
five.
fastest
That is not
deliveries.
वाला graphic जो था. this year.
157, 150.
ओए
क्या हुआ?
Hang it away. बच गया.
यार Mayank Yadav should be given a look at another domestic IPL season and should be given that fast bowler
Yeah.
contract. Start
That's
with him in
perfect,
T20s.
correct.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on this.
बिल्कुल.
उसको वो contract तो दे ही दो अभी और आरसीबी को हो सके तो relegate हो करने का कुछ मौका है तो वो भी कर दो साथ में. Oh, Matt Henry there with Mayank Yadav.
Matt Henry asked him, भाई इतना fast कैसे डालता है?
Very badly wanting to see Rohit versus Mayank if Rohit survives. All right, everyone wants to see everything. Kohli versus Mayank would have also been for a fun, would have
I
made for a
wish-
very
I wish.
fiery contest.
2 Delhi boys again.
Yeah.
Oof. Let's see where the oh
Oh, lovely leave.
yeah.
The test match begins.
क्या गिलक्रिस्ट बोल दिया था सच्ची में अपने आप को टेस्ट नंबर 6 मान लिया क्या
बस अभी एक पिकअप शॉट आएगा देख.
सीधा डीप मिड विकेट के हाथ में थमा के जाएगा
नहीं बोल रहा
वो
हूँ
थोड़ी बोला कि क्या
क्या
होगा.
है मैं बोल रहा हूँ पिकअप शॉट आएगा.
To be honest, Virat is doing a carry job till now for the top order. Completely agree.
That's true.
Faf, Maxi, Patidar, Green. No one else has a 50. Virat is the only has scored the only 50s for us. Dono. We have only 250s this season, and both of them are by him.
Yeah, I think Rawat got close, but he didn't, right?
48, yeah, he got 48. Got to 48 in the first game, that was, yeah.
I mean, some bowlers have though.
That's true. Lot of bowlers, not some.
Oh, one.
Yeah. और कितना मारेगा भाई? एक ball में एक.
RCB man, enigma.
Guys, one thing I
Impossible to
think,
understand.
KL, the captain, has been so good in developing youngsters. Bishnoi, Hooda, Arshdeep all played under KL. Now Mohsin, Mayank, thoughts KL not. यार KL ने develop किया मतलब वो ऐसा lab में बैठ के कुछ ऐसा ये करके नहीं किया यार. I mean, sure he was.
He's back the right people. I just hope he can he can free himself up.
Again,
at this point of time, more than developing youngsters, I just want him to free himself up.
Hooda?
2014 under-19 World Cup खेला with Shreyas Iyer, so he should be at least early 30s.
Qualifies for Chennai, but still.
Qualifies for Chennai.
No, but yeah, but even then you can't credit KL for this, right?
Yeah.
I would.
It's okay.
बेचारे वहाँ विजय दहिया ये सब स्काउट राउट करके प्लेयर निकाल रहे हो और आप सीधा उनको बता रहे हो. बताओ. Captain Ayub says if this guy isn't in the World T20 squad, I'm quitting watching.
अरे यही तो नहीं चाहिए भाई, रुक जाओ थोड़ा.
Captain was.
You don't want another Umran Malik, basically.
Yeah.
Just wait on.
क्या यार साला जिस दिन बॉलिंग अच्छा करती है बैटिंग हक देती है भाई, फिर भी 180 के ऊपर तो दिया ही था हमने. अच्छा था.
And he kept speaking, this is not a flat day. तो
yeah, he mentioned that clearly.
बहुत पहले बोल लिया था कि flat day तो दिख नहीं रहा, पर वही है. It's a guessing game. I don't think at that point of time you could have felt or have seen this coming exactly how it went out.
But इतना स्लो खेलना है कि आउट ही हो जा भले भाई, बट कुछ तो करो यार.
अब ट्राई तो कर रहे भाई.
हाँ कुछ भी ट्राई. लीव कर रहा है वो ट्राई है क्या? ये ट्राई है, इसको ट्राई बोलते हैं आप. 5-6 बॉल में एक भी अटैक नहीं किया.
धीरे-धीरे.
लंच के बाद ना, लंच तक खेल रहे हैं. लंच के बाद
strategic time out they will start.
लंच के बाद थोड़ा धूप वूप आएगा, surface settles, तो तब खेलेंगे when the red ball won't do much. Idiot.
अब आएगा ना.
एक तो भाई एंडी फ्लावर, मिस्टर बिग ब्रेन. क्या यार, हाउ डू यू सेंड अनुज रावत? थोड़ा तो दिमाग.
अगर एंडी फ्लावर छोड़ना, एंडी फ्लावर क्या करेगा अगर फाफ ऐसा सिंगल देगा तो? एंडी फ्लावर क्या करेगा?
नहीं, my point is भाई, I'm not blaming Faf's run out on Andy Flower. No, I'm saying why was Anuj Rawat saying this is fairly
whatever
simple.
is under his control, basically.
Yeah, like don't please tell me both of you would agree, right? Anuj Rawat को यहाँ पे नहीं भेजना था क्योंकि very easily they'll have places from both ends.
Fair, but I feel Rawat is better equipped at this point of time with his current form to deal with Mayank than Lomro.
I'm not saying Lomro, DK को ही भेज देते सीधा.
DK का तो ये एंट्री पॉइंट है नहीं भाई, क्यों भेजे?
अरे अब तो एंट्री पॉइंट का, अब मैच जीतने की बात ही नहीं हो रही.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं ना,
की बात हो रही है.
You can't. I mean, in terms of you can get a rationale कि भाई और किसी को भेजने से बेटर है कि आप इसको भेजो. And
क्या 1 of 7?
अरे करेगा ना भाई, मतलब सब थोड़ी कर सकता है.
My point is यार, कोई see DK, at least DK अगर होता तो KL would have been waited कि बॉस स्पिनर डालते हैं कुछ होगा. Then Patidar would have come into play. अभी दोनों इनसे पेसर ही है.
That's not wrong. But I'm saying कि कोई भी होता तो it should have still been a struggle only.
I don't know. मतलब क्या फायदा? Like Jeet, what do you think? Where do you stand? Who do you think should have been sent?
It's not the worst call. It's just that maybe someone like DK coming in would have ensured कि Bishnoi.
At the very least. Yeah.
No, but then we keep talking about entry points.
मतलब point ही है कि the 3 batters that are remaining, it's like 6 on 10, 5 on 10, 4 on 10 kind of batters for this current situation. So it's not a lot to differentiate at the moment.
गरीबी में आटा गिला.
अपना तो अमीरी में भी आटा ही गिला होता है, कुछ नहीं होता अपना. शुभम गुप्ता says पाटीदार को एक महीना लैग चल रहा है. He's playing test now. He'll play T20 mode next month. तो पिछले महीने क्या खेल रहा था भाई वो टेस्ट सीरीज में? फिर आप बता दो भी. अच्छा, there's a bit of Srinath and Mayank, or am I wrong? भाई साहब सारे नाम बुमराह, Srinath. Why? But I can see where he's coming from. I understand what
there is. Yeah.
That's true.
Another the bowling action.
That's true. Fair enough. But again, I hope that's where the comparisons end because let's give him some time. Let him breathe. Yeah.
Breathe in.
But Chinnaswamy is RCB's home. Every team's second home. Oh, that's actually a good one. Rawat 1 of 6. कितना अभी? क्या लगता है उसका कितना होएगा? 2 of 13, 2 of 14. That's why he ends his knock. Fantastic knock.
12 of 12.
नहीं. 12. Mayank Yadav. भाई वो बॉल दिखी. He's by the way he's yet to
go short. That's all.
He's yet to put some bat to Mayank Yadav delivery.
Last over तो नहीं हुआ. First ball different किया था proper.
इसको बस शॉट डालना है.
पहला बॉल
वाइड है ना ये, या शफल किया तो वाइड नहीं देगा.
नहीं देगा.
नहीं भाई यार, ये वाइड था यार.
नहीं, स्टंप के ऊपर से गया बॉल.
स्टंप के ऊपर से कहाँ गया भाई?
अरे स्टंप के ऊपर से गया बॉल.
नहीं, मुझे नहीं लगा.
स्टंप के ऊपर से शायद नहीं गया, but where he was standing,
He shuffled, yeah,
he
that's
shuffled. So had he stayed still, it would have hit him. So it was in line.
ना तो फोर्थ स्टंप.
छोड़ो. Only Vijay Mallya returning to RCB can save. I mean, returning to India can save
भाई
RCB.
तभी कौन सा जीता?
वही my point यार. मेरा मतलब अपना colleague एक बोलता है भाई तब कौन सा जीते थे हम लोग.
This can fix.
हाँ, this I agree. यार
भाई
तो डर के खेल रहा है यार. सीधा लेग स्टंप भी दिखा रहा है भाई. एक लेग स्टंप पे और कर डाल. किसको बॉल फेंकता है?
ये सिद्धार्थ था क्या?
हाँ,
वो एंटी पर फील्डिंग में भी हो गया.
नहीं मुझे लगता है वो कृणाल का पैर थोड़ा इंजर कर दूंगा कंपटीशन को. मैं खुद एक बॉल ओवर डाल दूंगा. His bowling looks mature, unlike Umran's. It is so, I mean, it's so rare bowling at this pace with accuracy, says Harun. Fair point, yeah, Harun could not agree with you more on that. Already amongst the leading wicket takers, yeah. Fair enough.
Look at the economy rate, bro. बाकी सबका देखो.
Yeah, that's true.
उसके दूसरा नाम भी कोई पेजन वाला लग रहा है मेरे को. देखो तो जरा कौन है ना.
अबे वो हटाओ. क्या नहीं है वाइड. नहीं होगा, कुछ नहीं होगा. इतना डर के खेल रहा है. I don't blame him यार. 150 नहीं खेल पाता ये.
अरे कोई
ने बोला
ग्रीन नहीं खेल पा रहा.
भाई पेस डीके खेलता है.
अरे हाँ.
DK arguably DK is probably one of India's better players of pace after Kohli.
Of course.
Which is why he should have been facing Mayank Yadav. Entry point गया भाड़ में.
Okay.
नहीं, but then Vishnu would have come in. No, that's the point.
That's why Patidar. No, that's my point.
अरे ये तो
भाई Patidar, you're expecting him to do well. That's my point. I'm not saying Patidar बहुत मर जाता, but that's where Patidar would have come. अभी Patidar भी कुछ नहीं कर रहा है वहाँ पे. दोनों एंड से पेस ही डाल रहे, कुछ नहीं कर रहे दोनों, because नहीं खेलते वो उतना अच्छा.
But I think most of
shot.
Most of the strike has been bought by Rawat.
But Patidar ने भी जो
ये 4 बॉल खेल के पाटीदार को मिला, just like that previous over.
But जितना जो 2 बॉल 1-2 बॉल भी Patidar hasn't looked to hit any. He's just
hasn't looked.
अभी आएगा शॉर्ट बॉल देख
मारेगा. हेलमेट मारेगा. उदयपुर में नया स्टेडियम बन रहा है, उसे बना लो होम ग्राउंड RCB for at least 5th time. All right, Savi, thank you for that.
तबीयत से 5th time.
Which is the most common name to have played for the IPL? Mayank or Abhishek or David or Mitchell? Well, we had this discussion. Rahul is the most common first name according to us. There's 6 of them. Why? नहीं.
Just leave it आराम से.
Oh, उसका
2 both for you over done.
But I have to admit, the last time I've seen somebody clock that 153, 155 regularly was Brett Lee and Shoaib Akhtar. Besides Sean Tate.
2003.
Besides these 3, I've never seen anybody clock that mid 150s regularly.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, remove this Panoti Stadium. Fair enough. Yeah, we have the third poorest record. You know,
home record. Sorry,
in all IPL. DC, SRH below us.
यही खाली 2
SRH.
Yeah, and SRH. SRH is marginally below us. Sachin says RCB should fire the scout called. Wow. Malo Fraudian. Not just players we make, coaches also bad. Case in point, Andy Platt.
वो क्या करेगा यार?
Oh, Malo Fraudulent. Okay. होता है बॉस. बाकी सब जो भी हो, अपन लोग तो अपने true elements में. So it is of course time for us also to plug in our sponsor, guys. Please do make sure, like Nikhil Bhai said, do hit the link in the description and check some of the products out. I just had their 7-in-1 mix. They've also got a 3-in mix. They've got their namkeen that I genuinely love. They've also got a fantastic batch of protein minis as well that we love gorging on. Please do check their site out and let us know what you also make of some of their offerings there. और margin का भी बता दो guys. Prediction contest चल रहा है. Shout outs only, but do let us know how much would be the margin of victory for Lucknow Super Giants. Right now, 119 required in the last 10. Anuj Gilchrist will most likely come good now. Spinner तो नहीं आ रहा है भाई. इतना तो तुम मतलब दिमाग में ये
यश ठाकुर में भी.
यश ठाकुर ही आएगा. नहीं तो नवीन potentially even.
नवीन का 2 बचा के रखेंगे.
किसके लिए?
For the death.
मायंक यादव
बैटिंग जाएगा डेथ में.
कौन
डिफेंडिंग नो.
इतना नहीं.
ये तो जाएगा फिर.
इतना डिफेंसिव नहीं चाहिए भाई. खत्म.
Yes.
I haven't been watching this match, following the score Kushal,
RCB second में वही किया है.
Yeah, RCB with 32 for no loss after 3 issues something. What happened after that? What did I miss? Missed nothing. Please don't ask. 36 for no loss at the end of 4 overs. वहाँ से हगना शुरू किया इन लोगों ने और जो हगा है भाई, ओह हो.
Oh, catch it! Oh.
क्या यार, मतलब 132 की स्पीड में इसको ट्रबल करता है. दोनों आप यार, दोनों बोलो यार, क्या पिच जैसा है. कुछ भी किस एंगल से आपको लगा कि ये बस
912
यही हाइलाइट्स को देख के अपने आपको मतलब थोड़ा तसल्ली देना पड़ेगा कि भाई वो भी क्या दिन थे.
कौन सा वेन्यू है ये?
कोलकाता. एंड
बाय प्रॉब्लम जर्सी में ऐसा भी बोला आपने.
वो भी बोला है ना ऑलरेडी.
अच्छा,
कलर ही चेंज हो गया ना उसीलिए. ब्लैक नहीं ब्लू. उनको लगता है बाकी सब ठीक है, मतलब टीम सब बढ़िया है ना. बस ना वो मतलब मयंक अगर ग्लेन मैक्सवेल इससे अच्छा स्पिनर अटैक नहीं हो सकता. वो बस अपना थोड़ा कलर का इशू है. बस वो कलर चेंज करना था, वो भी चेंज हो गया. अबे ये मुंडी हिलाना बंद कर बे. चम्मच मारूंगा देखो, बाल्टी भी नहीं मिलेगा तेरे को.
बैट से तो रन आ नहीं रहे, थोड़े
भीख मांग रहा है वाइड का. अबे क्या फायदा तेरे को. 132 की बॉल तो खेला नहीं जा रहा, वाइड चाहिए तेरे को. बताओ यार. That's why you say that you need Indian players more in your team than getting big foreigners. Other good teams have Indian middle order. That's why they are successful.
भाई BBL कोटा वाला बंद करो यार.
But RCB में कौन है BBL कोटा?
BBL कोटा नहीं है, but someone like Cam Green, honestly, look, I've seen Cam Green years ago when he was a pure test cricketer, pure red ball format, great technique, had all the scope of succeeding in the longest format of the game. फिर आ गया T20 में घुसना शुरू उसका. Since he has entered T20s, he has got completely
shot.
Runout? Oh,
किक
ODI आया उसके बाद.
तो भाई यार आउट ही हो जाए इसके बल्ले रावत यार. यादव 2 ओवर डाल रहा है तेरे को.
Hey, at least Patidar can now attack this guy, Yash Thakur.
No.
Last time, by the way, a team started with 2 spinners, LSE and MI. Kunal and Gautam, bhai. Same team. Interesting, bhai.
Interesting. So, the
But
same team.
Interestingly, the venue was Chipper.
Oh,
Yeah,
this was the
that
eliminator
makes
then, I
sense,
guess.
Yeah. So,
Good one.
Thank you so much. My life is like RCB. Only case present in KGF where GF is missing. Or Surya Sahib, bhai.
shot.
Six.
है भाई.
This makes sense. He has to attack.
भाई नेक्स्ट टूर में पड़ा है
भाई. मतलब ये पेस मार सकता है यार. 150 वाला पेस नहीं. ये
टफ है यार
भाई. टफ तो 100% है. मना नहीं कर रहा.
हाँ. I don't know if Avanish wanted Loki for this game, but
क्या है छोड़ो. Not speaking in hindsight, but what is the pro in bowling first against IPL का South Africa? IPL का South Africa. Who's IPL का South Africa here, Kushal? No, because producer Saab says RCB's IPL ka South Africa, but he's talking about bowling first. RCB bowled first against LSD. So is he saying LSD is IPL ka South Africa? I don't know.
No, so he's referring to RCB as IPL ka South Africa.
But against bola hai na. What is the pro in bowling first? LSD did not bowl first against RCB. LSD cannot chase na, so they are South Africa. इसीलिए LSD कोई बोला है भाई.
क्या चेस खेल रहा है कुशल. सीधा बोलना है.
सीधा.
इनका बैटिंग देख के समझने की कोशिश करेंगे. ये समझने की कौन किसका क्या है.
मैच छोड़ के हम लोग हमारा नहीं.
ये हमारा स्कूल चला गया. मैच द फॉलोइंग.
रॉयल छत्तीसगढ़ बुल्स बेस्ड इन रायपुर न्यू आरसीबी.
भाई छत्तीसगढ़ को भी थोड़ा यार. उन्होंने क्या भेजा.
रॉयल चैलेंजर्स बरसापरा. शाबाश. नहीं
शाबाश.
अबे भाग ले तू सीधा पेविलियन ही भागना.
गया सिंगल. शाबाश. 72 for Vishnu टाइम.
नहीं अभी तो नहीं आएगा विश्वनाथ. इन दोनों के सामने पता है अटैक करनी. मयंक यादव फ्रॉम द अदर एंड बोल हिम आउट.
I'll give it to Vishnu against Rawat.
नहीं
मैं पाटीदार भी है तो 2 छक्के विकेट क्या ही फर्क पड़ता है.
अरे रावत खुद छक्के वक्के स्पिनर को तो मार ही सकता है.
इस पे नहीं मारे गए.
पता नहीं
मार के आउट भी हो सकता है.
वो है वो.
और क्या चाहिए फिर.
क्योंकि सी रावत अगर पेस बिल्कुल हैंडल नहीं कर पा रहा. स्पिनर्स इज ओनली सॉर्ट ऑफ way to attack. So अगर spinner आया तो he'll definitely go for it irrespective.
He will for sure. And he's not that great either against from what I remember. थोड़ा बहुत मारता है, ऐसा नहीं है.
Again आप कुछ ज्यादा ही हो गए. He's not that great period. ये against में ऐसा क्या है. पेस पे तो बहुत होप है. क्या तो हाँ विराट. अरे ये विराट ये आप तो मत ही करो यार. या फिर ये अपनी टीम को ये कर रहा है शायद.
हाँ क्या कर रहे हो भाई.
So great to see Aussies not being able to play a pace bowler. Fair enough. It is Bishnoi. शर्म भाई.
Bishnoi and again Googlies.
इस गधे भाई beaten तो होना बंद कर, single तो ले.
Such a big gap. 7-4-6-6 for RCB.
मेरे को भी अभी पता चला.
Okay.
For RCB really?
खेला है ना 16-17 साल.
Yeah. And just
Crazy.
out. That's a 4.
Fielder.
It's just good stat which I'm sure you would have already read on cricket.com Twitter. Glenn Maxwell versus 145 plus balls since IPL 2022. 21 balls, 14 runs, 4 dismissals, average of 3.5.
Nice. शाबाश मैक्सी. सबका एकदम clearly defined weakness है. फाफ का, मैक्सी का, रजत का.
Same point of Maxi. Quick pace early on. He's going to struggle. Once he gets his iron, you never know.
बस पाटीदार यही घुमाते रहे बल्ला.
How does Googly डाल यार? Outside the off.
That is the
7 of 16.
Yeah, see, that is the downside of having a tough deck, which is we discussed. कि भाई,
अरे क्या इतना तुम ऐसा फाफ रन आउट होता है तो डेक का क्या कसूर?
no, but
मैक्सी ऐसा
in terms of see, they have not even been able to get going. Otherwise, also.
आउट. शाबाश. ओए ड्रॉ.
Hey, Krunal.
सीधा भाई सीधा.
ये हार्दिक हो जाता बोलता tactical drop.
It can be a tactical draw. Who knows?
नहीं यार, गिलक्रिस्ट मारेगा ऐसा मत करो.
Anuj Gilchrist.
चुंगम चबा चबा के जान ले रहा है तब से साला गधा.
Adam Rawat.
छी यार सीधी सी क्या
यार.
स्ट्रेट इन एंड आउट. अरे नहीं. पाटीदार.
चलो 6 time.
मारा.
शाबाश.
Long off.
शाबाश. 6 time. बस 6 time.
कर रहा है कुछ पाटीदार.
एक और चाहिए. वापस फ्लैट डालेगा वो. बस लाइन सही पकड़ना बस.
108 overs nearly.
और इसी के लिए मेरे को मैं अभी भी बोलता
बट नहीं ना. अभी कंसर्न ये कि अभी खाली स्पिन है तो एक भी आउट हो गया डीके कुछ नहीं करेगा फिर.
पर खाली
ये
स्पिन में भी
लॉन्ग रोर कर सकता है. सो दी एडवांटेज यादव को अगर 2 ओवर यादव का 2 ओवर माइनस कर लो 10.
एक ओवर मारता है 2 ये बोल 3.
नो ही इज बोल्ड 2.
ओके
3 जैसा लगा है मेरे.
I think he's
Out
bowled
है.
3.
That is bold 3.
नहीं wide 4.
4.
He's bowled 3.
ठीक है well done. 2
Because he bowled one in the power play itself.
हाँ, that was the
I'm sure he
6th
would have
over,
bowled-
8th over, 10th. हाँ. He's bowled 3. He's bowled 3. तो 106.
8 overs you have नवीन का 2, मयंक का 1, बिश्नोई का 2,
Thakur 3.
ठाकुर का.
तो काफी
Maxi needs that old Chinnaswamy flat pitch where ball comes good on bat. मतलब भाई tricky surfaces में भी Chepauk maybe उसने अच्छा खेला है. So I don't think it's the surface is the issue here. He's not been in good form. The way he's gotten, or just look at that ना, he's not gotten into the right position. So there's no point वो surface का.
Nikhil, yeah, the t-shirt is a perfect material to be unnecessary hate and abuse towards.
शाबाश. हार्दिक को भी ये शर्ट पहनना चाहिए फिर. बोलना
Nothing.
पड़ेगा.
Nothing to add.
Yes. Who is it now? Yash Thakur.
Could be Thakur, I believe. Or maybe a left arm spinner by any chance. Won't be the ideal choice, but who knows?
नहीं. But that's a very big
KP.
gamble, na? Huh?
KP.
But wouldn't that be a very big gamble?
नहीं,
No, it's a
pacer,
pacer.
चलो.
Especially
Thakur.
if it-
Thakur.
Thakur ही होगा ना फिर.
Yeah, Mayank.
97
Thakur.
of 48.
Hmm.
10 seats यहाँ से. चलो. Let's keep a count.
चलो देखते हैं. But I mean Mayank Yadav. But this would be a change of wind if
Keep
it's
that
Mayank
one
Yadav.
over.
Oh.
Marcus Stoinis is in to bowl his cutters.
Finally, मैं आज ही फैंटेसी लाइव में बोला था कि एक दिन अचानक से कहीं से तो स्टोनिस को बॉल दे देंगे और आके 2 विकेट लेगा. अब देखते हैं 2 लेता है कि नहीं, कि एक भी लेता है. बट बेस्ट चांस फॉर रजत टू हैव गो.
हाँ, he should now. तो भाई तू हाथ घुमा अभी. वो Mayank क्या मतलब he has been looking to free his arm for a while now.
But good to see him finally, get a few away here. Rajat Patidar.
That's true. That's
he
true.
needs a score.
He got the balls to dispatch and he nailed them.
What does Stoinis do here? Where does he bowl?
Like Cam Green, cutters into the
into
pitch.
the deck, top edge
Cam
to
Green
the
full touch that.
Cam Green's
ओह ये क्या अपील कर रहा है भाई.
भाई
रूल चेंज हो गया क्या? मुझे तो पता नहीं चला रूल चेंज.
उसी को बता.
Cam Green in the first game against Chennai.
हाँ, fair.
Yeah.
भाई रावत 18 बॉल में 9 यार. मतलब थोड़ी तो
He's
मर्यादा.
shielded. He's been the good shield.
शाबाश.
Like how Piyush Chawla was for Team India.
Anyways,
They also sent a lefty to counter righty who was poor against leg spin.
that's a fair point. But so Stoinis is completing whose overs here?
Yes, Thakur.
Yes, Thakur.
छी idiot. भाई वो अंधेर है.
Right time to retire.
Right time to?
Retire him.
Oh, नहीं होगा. इतना दिमाग नहीं.
Because this is the right entry point for DK. अभी तुमको DK चाहिए just to give him some time. अकेला थोड़ी मारेगा वो, तो थोड़ा तो टाइम लगेगा उसको भी.
हमें क्या पता भाई.
Let's see if we have the first ever retire out. नहीं होगा.
नहीं चांस ही. भाई ऊपर तो मार ले यार, या आउट हो जा भाई.
Sorry ऑफिस
यार हंसती रहता है मार्कस स्टॉइनिस.
भाई
कुछ करता है नहीं, बस हंसते रहेगा.
गुस्सा भी आता कभी कभार, ऐसा मिसफील.
हल्क.
कौन? अच्छा वो
स्टॉइनिस.
समझ गया.
वाओ, काफी सारे 9s यार. 19, 0 of 9, 9 of 9, 9 of 19. कैसे?
अरे
दो भाग ले.
अभी 4 is
नहीं दो भाग ले.
मयंक यादव.
छी यार.
Has he scored a boundary at all?
No.
Rawat?
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, भाई तुम्हारा एडम रावत.
This is painful to watch. This is similar to the knock he had against RR last year.
That's okay. It happens यार.
No, against DC last year at the Chinnaswamy. Happens नहीं यार, इतना happens नहीं बोल सकते ना. एक तो कुछ तो try तो
करेगा ना. See, it's about 2 hits. He gets 2 hits, it's runnable. तो then उसके बाद you have to keep hitting.
क्या तेवटिया समझ के बैठा है क्या?
हाँ क्यों नहीं? Why not? You already.
ये 6 डालना चाहिए था.
चलो थैंक्स. सब छोड़ के स्टाइलिश ने भाई वो भी बाउंसर डालते हुए दिया यार. मतलब लेग पे
मेक ऑफ लवर.
Oh, Lomro is getting ready by the way. It's not DK. Lomro is ready. He's sort of shadow practicing.
He also would be wearing his pads.
But he's padded up. Helmet पहन के he's shadow practicing.
इसने भी pads पहने होंगे. सिर्फ एक helmet पहनना होगा.
But I think the catch here is they've kept DK to only face space. और Lomro अभी जो भी डालेगा इसके बाद Lomro is going to be like कि भाई हर बार छक्का मारना ट्राई करेंगे.
But problem है कि अगर Lomro रहेगा फिर से वो पेस को ही डालेंगे आप.
गया.
Stoinis. देवदत्त पडिक्कल.
By the way, अरे ये क्या हो गया? नहीं नाच रहा था Stoinis. By the way, another left-hander scoring 11 for 21.
वो ये भूल गया. DK was getting ready to bat and अरे मैं नहीं तेरा टाइम है.
नहीं but left-hander scoring 11 of 21 doesn't ring a bell in either of your heads.
I completely missed it.
2014.
No, missed it मतलब I skipped
हाँ.
it. It's okay.
शाबाश Rawat.
Virat is in the same team. So.
He's done his job, no problem.
Akshay, as a fellow RCB fan, your rants are entertaining than that shouting. So even if we play well, which I doubt this season, please rant for us.
What is that celebration?
Wait,
Shabash Rawat.
भाई 4 कैच लिए थे. 3 कैच और एक
run out.
3.
हाँ, basically green bold हुआ. उसके अलावा he's been involved in every
dismissal.
शाबाश.
पॉइंट्स अलग तरीके से पॉइंट्स दे रहा है आज.
एक बॉल बचा है ना इसके ओवर का. 6 यार 3. अच्छा 5 वाइड दे दिए ना भाई साहब ने. गिफ्ट दे दिया.
थोड़ा तुमको दिया तो हम भी लेके जाएगा ना भाई.
बट I feel Lomro को यहाँ पे भेजने का move can backfire big time because Pacers को अभी कर सकते हैं. That would help them. It would be killing 2 birds in with a stone because फिर end में खाली spin बचेगा for DK. They don't have to backload spin. So if they're smart, they should just bowl Pacers now to Lomro and party that.
Ideally get Mayank Yadav in for the next over.
Exactly. I would have done that. Don't save him. He definitely one of them is getting out.
One over, try to blast out this guy. Yeah, there you go. It's my fault, Lomro.
Yeah.
Look ja. Yes, they are subbed out just for the record. And Mahipal Lomro comes in. Left-hander replaces left-hander bowler.
Anuj Rawat, after that first game, he hasn't delivered, has he?
Nope. 11 of 17, 11 of 21.
चलो 22.
5 वाइड काय के लिए दिया मैं समझा नहीं.
थोड़ा खुश हो ना. मार्जिन ऐसा लगे कि बन सकता है. 10-6 चाहिए. 10-6 मार लिया तो
अभी स्पिनर की कौन?
I think I'll go with another of Yash. Try and break one. क्योंकि नवीन का तो मैंने ले रखेगा.
मयंक यार यश भी मार मतलब एक छक्का ऑलरेडी खा चुका है. यश मतलब can be hit basically. That's the point.
The idea is to break this partnership. Yeah. So was that partnership breakup?
Mayank
Yadav. That's what I would do as well.
And also saving Mayank for DK is also not the wisest of moves because if anything, DK is the only other player who can actually hit him for a few. So it makes no sense to save him. That's what I'm saying. कि अब तो spin आना ही नहीं चाहिए. Ideally, if they're smart, there shouldn't be any overs of spin.
It has to be Mayank Yadav straight away.
Mayank, Naveen, then Yash, Naveen वहीं से मतलब just keep going with
Naveen
pace.
so early.
अरे क्या डेथ के लिए क्या रखा? कौन ही बच्चा है? डीके बच्चा है. डीके को बिश्नोई दो डेथ में. देखते हैं क्या मारता है. I mean I would go that way.
Yash Thakur.
It is Yash.
Not sure if I दो तो भाग दो. नहीं पाटीदार नहीं भागेगा. अच्छा इस पे तो भाग भी नहीं सकते थे. Long
Don't
run
you
है.
guys think he can't rotate strike?
क्या? Oh, don't you guys think Anuj's technique is too poor? He can't. Yeah, this was the case. This was the issue with him even in that season when he opened for RCB. Could have used to dot up.
Not stuck.
यार I've seen him in domestics. Domestics में भी वो नहीं खेलता है. उसका टेक्निक ही नहीं है. He'll have random good knocks, but
Need Akshay to speak more French. Come on, Akshay says Max Mojo. भाई थोड़ा family friendly बनाते ना. घर वाले भी एक आध बार देख लेंगे तो अच्छा नहीं लगता. और वो भी जब निकलता है इंटेंशनली नहीं निकलता है भाई. बट ऐसा क्रिकेट तुम देखोगे तो थोड़ा तो निकलेगा ही भाई.
Shot point.
Oh, shot! Wow!
Like that. 9 to go.
Wow! I mean, that came out of nowhere, to be honest.
Quinton de Kock.
Why this is going? नहीं सर.
अब कुछ मत बोलो. अभी तक मेरे को समझ नहीं आया कि how on earth do you not have the only guy who went for less than 6 runs per over in the last game? यार again मतलब to be honest, even in hindsight, you don't think of it that way, right? Impact player, that's how we were looking at. किसके बदले आता वो? Like Yash Dayal bowled well today.
Bowled well, yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
in hindsight also, I don't see how he could have replaced anyone.
exactly.
And this is the time when you actually need an extra batter as well. So
Exactly.
there's
When-
long row for you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, खत्म था यार match अभी.
This Bhandge, yaar, I've been wanting to see Bhandge. मतलब, yeah, he's done well for Karnataka Smart में और Maharaja T20 Trophy में भी he's done well for Mysuru Warriors. I'm not sure. Chance ही नहीं मिला 2 season में. Chance तो रावत like इतना खराब है क्या रावत से? I don't know. Should actually try someone like him or Prabhu Desai for Rawat. DK can keep. Fair enough, yeah.
Sadly, RCB.
Oh, it's a 4. Okay.
Sadly, RCB is seeing Rawat as a future wicket keeper, and hence he's.
क्या तो मेरे ऑप्शन में retain
होगा?
ये मैंने पढ़ा articles में.
क्या?
So they have a clear role mentioned to.
Oh,
This is पातालोक में. I don't know if you've seen that series. वैसे तो शास्त्रों में लिखा है, but हमने WhatsApp पे पढ़ा था. ये वही बात. ये आर्टिकल कुछ भी कह के भाई प्लीज. रावत को अगर
कंपनी था अभी
I think this was in an interview that was given by Rawat himself. So
हाँ वो तो बोलेगा ही हाँ मेरे को रिटेन
so that नहीं retain नहीं. So he has been given a clear role at
कि भाई
down the
जाके-
order and keep the wickets and all that stuff. So
तो क्लियर रोल वो दिख तो रहा है कि जा और हक दे वहां पे. ठीक है
होता है भाई होता है
होता है बोल रहे हो यार. होता है.
हकता तो है वो.
आप
वो भी
होता
होता
है.
है. अरे he came good in the first
First game.
But that's also he came good under pressure, right? It wasn't like it was
What are
made
the
up for him
stats
to
in the
come.
IPL?
आप नंबर
And see, we said the same thing about Rian as well when he was batting.
नहीं
अरे भाई
रियान
सुन तो
और
ले,
प्लीज
मैं खाली थोड़ा बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट दे रहा हूँ कि पता है कि यही है तो क्या वर्कआउट कर सकते. दैट इज माय लाइन.
नो भांड के ट्राई तो करो. राडी के
अरे my point is I'm telling you from the point of view of the owners के they are thinking कि भाई फ्यूचर में इससे
भाई
कीपिंग
इतने
कराना.
बहुत कीपर हैं यार. कीपर तो आपको मिल जाएंगे. जस्ट आस्किंग अक्षय वेयर इज होसा अध्याय. वो गया भाई. वो कोहली के साथ ही गया. तो होसा अध्याय means new chapter. So when they launched the
नहीं
Pitched outside. Pitched
Yeah,
outside.
मेरे को
pitched
भी-
outside.
अबे!
Chance.
चमन ये डे भाई यार इसको
From Abe Oyo to Chaman.
चमन is what I'm
In a flash.
होसा अध्याय means new chapter. तो आरसीबी के अनबॉक्स इवेंट में जब जर्सी लॉन्च हुआ था तो विराट कोहली ने इन कनाडा से दिस इज आरसीबी's new chapter. ये तो आरसीबी ना होसा अध्याय. So where is that new chapter भाई? वो
चालू है ना चैप्टर तो चालू है भाई. देखो कैसे जाता है.
Oh, jeez.
भाई
Oh.
टेक्निकली ये होसा अध्याय है. वो गलत है कि सही? वो
भाई ये
किसने
मेरे
बोला?
मन में एग्जैक्टली यही था. क्या what Puran did last year. तो
This
इसने में
is
क्या
coming from the biggest Lomror fanboy out there. Biggest Lomror fanboy. तो
let's see.
पाटीदार भाई एक तो छक्का मार दे भाई. कम से कम कुछ तो मार दे भाई.
So Siraj has bowled above 150. I don't know
Yeah.
when, but one ball.
Oh, well bowled.
Oh, so Anuj Rawat stats. 23 games
Average of 18.
Average of 18.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at.
You wanna guess the
strike
strike
rate?
rate?
125.
No.
Okay, close.
Somewhat, yeah, but it's lower than 125. That's
Oh.
the one hint I've got.
Okay.
116.
120.
116.
105 अल्ट्रा 116.
शाबाश शाबाश
देखो थोड़ा ऑलमोस्ट हम सब करके आते हैं भाई.
एग्जैक्टली देखा पूरा याद है. देखो अनुज रावत का एवरेज स्ट्राइक रेट भी याद है अपने को. और क्या चाहिए आप लोगों को बताइए. For more such stats, follow cricket.com.
हाँ ये क्लिप करके दे देना. मैं खुद स्टोरी पे डाल दूंगा.
भाई साहब इसको मतलब होता बोल दो. बताओ ये होता है यही होता है.
हाँ नहीं I mean it's tough game at times for youngsters. It's okay. I would rather blame the overseas guys who are doing that.
Blame everyone. I'm not saying.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not singling out anyone.
It's a
but I'm
face.
saying
Mayank has to be Mayank. Come on.
six
Try for
overs
that
to
Kill
go.
the game. Yeah, that's what
I want. Just kill the game. One more wicket here.
He should have bowled the previous over. I don't know maybe if it's the ends that they were
The
thinking
good
of.
thing is that fifth.
It's the
bowler
ends.
is
This
ends. Bas, dot them up. 6 over 79, man. That's already over 13 per over.
भाई यार कुछ यार अटेम्प्ट तो करना यार पार्टीदार. अटेम्प्ट तो कर. मतलब आई एग्री अच्छा खेल रहा है बट कुछ तो अटेम्प्ट करो
I mean,
यार.
you have to put the bowler off. I mean, you have to
At least shuffle, try and do
or
something.
rotate.
Yeah, कुछ something.
ठीक है. Let's say I think he'll definitely try that.
More on his front leg.
Yeah, the front leg exactly what I was.
Oh,
Out.
chance. Here's that
Yeah.
6th wicket.
हाँ हाँ मतलब.
गया
Bhai, pakadiyo.
नहीं गया.
Arre, nice.
Oh! Padikkal.
Padikkal, bye.
Fifth catch.
Wow.
Bye, Anirudh. Let us know if this is some sort of record. I don't remember
For a
5
non-keeper,
catches,
that
yeah.
is, of course.
5
For non-keeper.
non-keepers
To
getting.
be honest, even keeper का 5 catch मेरे को ज़्यादा याद
भाई,
नहीं.
हो सकता है, realistically. But
Padikkal
for
has
a
given
non-keeper,
more
it's
points with
unlikely.
catches than batting. So.
Yeah. Than the entire RCB batting lineup.
I think पूरे IPL में he would have given you more points for his fielding than batting.
Very good catch. Very good catch.
And another wicket for Mayank Yadav.
This is the catch that Anuj Rawat dropped. Our designated keeper. Future के लिए जो keeper हमने रखा है ना, वो यही catch उसने drop किया. और remind me पूरे ने उसके बाद 6 छक्के मारे तो not ना. तो ज़्यादा it didn't cost. 6 भाई टोपली को 3 और सिराज को 2 5 तो वहीं पे आ गए. तो बताइए.
But here's that wicket.
Yeah, खत्म.
Killing the game.
Well good. I think the game was done when I know Virat got out to Siddharth, but I think Faf getting out, I think completely derailed them. They had to have one of those two bad teams.
They needed someone who can handle pace. सीधी सी बात. Like I'm not saying Faf would have eaten him up, but he would have handled him better. एक बार boundary हाँ. Idiots नहीं है ना. दिमाग नाम की चीज तो छोड़ के आते हैं ये लोग. क्या लोग ब्रो. हाँ इससे आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let's have a few more comments, producer साहब. I want RCB to trade Maxwell for Pant, Virat and Pant. वाह भाई.
Yeah, I'm just checking it. So the highest catches taken by a non-keeper in a game is Mohammad Nabi, 5. So he equals it. Yeah, SRH versus MI.
Oh. 2018?
This is that Joseph
This is
game.
2021.
Oh, okay. Then where was this? Abu Dhabi kya?
This is, yes, in Abu Dhabi.
Then this is the game, last game of the league stage. Mumbai had to chase down 12 or 13 overs. So they just went.
Jai Mata Di.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. The start, man. RCB is here to play test match. I've never seen something like this.
इसने बोला डीके अच्छा खेलता है पेस तो मेरे को
अब वो आएगा MSD leaving the ball and DK leaving the ball वाला आएगा.
Brilliant captaincy by KL. He knew Kohli finds it easy versus space, so he deployed 2 left-arm spinners against him, which curbed him. And as soon as he got out, he introduced Mayank in the power play. True. But true.
Basics.
Exactly.
भाई यही तो point था.
Very well.
This is the point.
Yeah. नहीं है ना उतना basics use करने का दिमाग. और भाई मेडन करा के ही छोड़ेगा क्या डीके?
नहीं मेडन अच्छा हाँ भाई एक भी नहीं आया फिर.
अच्छा पहला बॉल क्या हुआ फिर पार्टी? हाँ नहीं पहला बॉल ऐसा पॉइंट है.
वो भी डॉट ही था.
हाँ 4 डॉट. Look at that.
So 5 after this.
Man.
I mean both 2.
यार मयंक मतलब पेस है अच्छा लाइन डाला है बट यार रोटेट तो कर सकते हो यार हार्ड लेंथ से कुछ तो पेस नहीं खेलता तो नहीं खेल सकता बहुत फायर.
That
of course नहीं review तो करेगा ही ना. कौन बचा रीच तो
Height was the only question here, but
height was the only one, but didn't seem that
yeah,
good.
could be umpire's call adverse.
हाँ.
That's what Kohli is saying as well. Height.
अब भाई कोहली तू उधर से क्या तू height बताएगा बता.
अरे
He's
height
honest toes.
हाँ ये हो सकता है.
But
This
he's
could be going over
he's
the stumps.
short. Umpire's call
है.
होगा.
स्टंप तो उतना ही ना, वो शॉट ऑलरेडी गया.
हाँ तो इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ ही शॉट ना तो मतलब वो
It's going over भाई, is already.
नहीं मुझे नहीं लगता umpire's call होगा.
Let's see. I think it could be just missing by a small distance.
He deserves a 4 for result तो दे तो कोई नहीं. Edit करा यार कहाँ आपका Photoshop वाला. Mayank Yadav played 4D just by saying that he has a slow ball. We'll never find that out, lol. Didn't he bowl 1 or 2 here? Me?
No, I don't know. The only slower one he bowled, Green hit him for a boundary.
Who?
Slower one मतलब only slower 144 he bowled is when Green hit him.
Oh हाँ नहीं एक डाला था yeah. He pulled it or something. Yeah. भाई नहीं है ना bat. Who will be your retentions for RCB ahead of the next mega auction? Akshay asks Sanjay. Kohli, of course. I would go stick to Maxi and Siraj as well. I know Jeet might not agree with Maxi, but I still think he's probably one of the better options out there. And firm believer in 1 in the bush is better than 2 out there. 1 in hand is better than 2 in the bush.
Missing. Oh, yeah, bola देखो क्या
कोई नहीं.
Cricket में भरोसा करो.
Just about. Good review.
Yeah,
Good
for
review.
sure.
Well done.
You wouldn't have lost it at least
Yeah.
in a scenario like this.
Yeah, these 3. I'm Cam Green is someone I would actually keep a keen eye on. I wouldn't mind retaining him. वो 8-10 करोड़ वाले bracket में तो you would.
But it's important to bring him down from 16 to भाई ये तेरी value है.
हाँ, Cam Green कौन सा ये करेगा? I don't think that should be an issue. Far better players who are getting far lesser. So I would have Cam Green. Basically, I want Cam Green and Kohli to open for me. That's the idea that I have in mind. Sure, I know तब मतलब people played, but I know people might say कि Green and Kohli opening मतलब spinners को डाल सकते power play में it becomes this thing. So that's something they'll have to look at. But even then, Hayden नहीं था. But
Did he have another 3 for 14? If I'm not wrong, that the first one was also 3 for 14 something like that.
No
Or somebody
clue.
else had 3 for 14.
Yeah.
Maybe.
so
But again, the problem with that is the problem won't be solved, right? You'll have the same issues continuing. So you won't be rectifying it by opening with Kohli and Green.
Correct.
At the end of the day, right? So that's why I was talking about Will Jacks. Will Jacks can smash spin, he can smash pace.
Well, in that case, I wouldn't mind having. Okay, Will Jacks.
You need a bloody good opener.
Yeah.
As simple as that. You want to fix things up, you want to fix the mess that you've had for years, have an aggressive opener who has proven himself against pace and spin. As simple as that.
And I would retain Rajat Patidar as well.
Yeah,
for what
fair,
it's worth.
fair.
Number 3 pick. So basically, my top 4 is sorted. That fair call. Will Jacks is also not the worst of ideas. So top 4 मेरा sorted and Siraj मेरे साथ एक bowling option भी वहाँ पे sort हो
That's fair.
जाएगा.
Yeah.
Then I'm going into the auction looking for middle order batters and stuff like
Wicket
that.
keeper.
Wicket keeper, of course, will be. Wicket keeper देखते हैं कौन. Klassen पूरन तो unavailable होंगे ही, of course. What about Salt as an opening option?
Oh,
yeah.
He out नहीं था. He moved across.
मेरे को लगा out ही था Plum.
That's worth the review. Wouldn't have
अरे
lost
अपील
it.
ही नहीं किया
I think
review.
also high थोड़ा.
क्या
नहीं यार.
बैट था क्या?
Bad होगा फिर. And yeah, they're showing Quinton's knock, which again, the drop catches we discussed.
Yep.
Not the second one, but the first one.
Why aren't batters trying the uppercut rather than trying those pulls and jabs against such pace of Mayank? Is it really tough to play that shot? It's tough for sure, but fair call. मतलब attempt तो कर ही सकता है.
See, the thing is, I kept saying this, you can look at the video, you can prepare, but it's completely different facing 150 at that pace. Because उसके बाद everything is muscle memory.
Yeah.
So, hard हो जाता है.
भाई लोमरोर कम से कम इसको तो मार दे भाई. Out. शाबाश.
मारा भाई.
6.
शाबाश. 9 और चाहिए, 9 और.
Again, Lomro.
शाबाश.
Well, 9 more is possible.
It'll be interesting though. Who do LSG go to from here? Because Bishnoi, do they go for an over of spin from here?
I'll try out Naveen Ulaq for 1 over. I'm tempted to go for Naveen Ulaq
Okay.
with his variations, that is in particular.
Okay. तो 4 बजाय 2 तो नवीन कर ही देगा.
दो तो कर ही
दूसरे
देगा.
2 कौन यश की बिश्नोई की कृणाल सिद्धार्थ one of the
Kunal का भी बच्चा है ना?
सबका बचा. कृणाल का 2 सिद्धार्थ का 1 बिश्नोई
If
का 2.
longer gets on, you'll probably go for now, but
हाँ.
otherwise no.
बिश्नोई का भी सेम ही होगा ना. If Lomro remains, you wouldn't want to.
But again, another thing here.
Oh, in the gap. In the gap.
You have DK at the other end, so Bishnoi won't be the bat. The worst choice either.
Googly's भी है तो हाँ
Exactly. So
एकदम
maybe
ऐसा.
one over of.
मतलब I can already see DK अंधाधुन sweep
So
मारने की
if
कोशिश.
at the beginning of the over, DK is on strike, go for Bishnoi, try to pin him.
हाँ, that's true. That's the only way you can do that.
Phew, let's see.
But still, Lomro, I'm impressed. I mean, not that I've not known of him.
भाई
He's been impressive before as well, but
इनको बोलिए मैं कितना लोमरो मैं
yeah, he's a very good player.
मतलब बहुत.
It's unfortunate that he's not utilized with the ball as well, sadly.
If anything, to be honest, Lomro would be a left field retention choice for me, uncapped. Out. Oh!
8 more.
ये लोग
Yash Thakur, yaar.
Sorry?
Yash Thakur again getting bashed.
Yeah.
8 sixes more.
Unless RCB can get a good Indian core, they aren't going to do any better. It's tough to get good middle order batters from India. All of the good ones would be retained, which is why I feel Lomro, left field choice, Lomro opening with Kohli.
No,
Spin
I'm not sure
too
about
high
that.
because number 3 पे तो खेलता है ना हर जगह.
हाँ, but number 3 पे हर जगह खेलना और IPL number 3 is a completely different category.
Rajat opening.
And to be fair, this guy's done a brilliant job at finishing off the
Finishing
game
off, yeah.
as a left-handed
So he's
option.
actually the Anuj Rawat that you're looking for. In terms
This
of
is the one spot you don't need to tweak.
Yeah.
That is Lomro's spot.
Fair enough. So you think he should be a finisher for us?
Yeah.
All right.
He's done a brilliant job.
Yeah. Well done.
भाई DK please कुछ एक कहीं से कुछ.
भाई पल तो 60 में 3 थे अभी तो 64 4 60 में है 4 में 60 है तो
Lomro better than all these shit middle order batters. By the way, there's going to be a meeting on the 16th of April, like you guys might have heard. All the team owners will be meeting. So discussions would most likely be around, retentions. How many retentions? Should there be RTM cards? Trade window, should we have a trade window ahead of the mega auction, which has never really been the case before. So number, I don't know if this is a chat both of you have had on air, but what do you think in terms of आज तो DK फॉर्म में नहीं है. किधर भाई यार मैं होता ना अभी बिश्नोई को ला देता.
Now it's Bishnoi. I mean,
क्योंकि early भी है थोड़ा. हाँ, exactly.
You've got to try to strangle this guy.
Yeah. RCB should get Jurel in the auction. Oh, that's actually not a bad shout, yeah.
Sorry, what?
Jurel. RCB should get
Jurel, Jitesh both.
Jitesh
If
retain
Jitesh
होगा.
is not retained.
नहीं, Jitesh तो retain होगा मेरे ख्याल से. PBKs would have to do a PBKs. शाहरुख ने किया ही नहीं था ना कुछ.
वो भी है.
And they did not retain and they bought him back. Shahrukh. वो भी है. So that's actually not a bad shout, है Dhruv Jurel RCB.
Yeah, not a bad shout.
Keeping का भी और middle order का भी.
It's a good shout. But again, even one of the names that you threw into the hat is Phil Salt. I think that's another great option. Aggressive opener, and your wicket keeping issues will be solved as well.
Yeah, but I don't think KK will drop Salt. I think
They can, I believe.
They
With
will.
the kind of names they've got.
Yeah, they will ना.
और कितना नरेन
But retain तो होगा ही ना ahead of the mega auction. Russell तो पक्का retain होगा. After the way he started, he is.
So Russell and Naren are the only. Naren भी I don't. Naren probably
hasn't done badly at all.
No,
But
so it's with KKR again. It's that family thing.
exactly.
So.
You remember how they
I
went about in the
know.
22 mega auction, right? Kamin, Shivam Mavi,
But at this point of time, the only third overseas guy that they can look to
Start.
not start.
but
नहीं
team
आ रहा
overseas होगा ही नहीं ना. दो ही होगा.
तो RTM use कर लेंगे. I think they should not let go of Salt is what I feel. क्योंकि he is fitting their lineup perfectly well.
That's true. I agree.
तो वो है. And I think RCB का problem ऐसे भी Phil Jacks will solve.
Gurbaz, no, because I would want a keeper at the top. मेरे
You
को
have
उसके
to.
लिए जुरेल मिलना आसान नहीं होगा ना. गुरबाज ये सब थोड़ा लो कॉस्ट पे आ जाएंगे. गुरबाज,
There is-
सॉल्ट.
One more name, Vishnu Vinod.
भाई
Yeah.
मैं भाई
Very good.
मुंबई भाई ट्रेड ही कर दो अभी मिड सीजन ट्रेड.
That's a great fix to have.
I completely agree with you there. Why does RCB have to always start with Anuj Rawat when they have DK to keep wickets? Are the other domestic batters in the team that bad that they have to start with Anuj every time? भाई first game अच्छा किया तो बैक भी करना यार. एक तरफ ये बोलते हैं, दूसरी तरफ अगर चांस नहीं दिया 48 क्या CSK के अगेंस्ट अंडर प्रेशर फिर मौका नहीं दिया भाई.
अभी भी चांस है 59 ही चाहिए 24 में 8 सिक्सर.
59 ही ऐसे दिन आ गए बता. 59
अरे भाई लोग 60 3 ओवर में बना
It's
के
the same combination again that won you the first game.
Yeah.
The only win came courtesy
It's
of
not
these two
18
guys.
and of 24 के गया game. 15 and of 24 is doable.
Look, I don't think they'll chase it down,
Ah.
but it's not that it's
Out of the game.
impossible.
It's not a spinner. I feel they should have gone to a spinner here, but okay, their call.
I think Naveen first and then they go to spinner.
So maybe they want कि 19th over Naveen डाल दे ताकि that's the more important over.
Yeah.
So they want to मतलब backload in such a way कि last over में एकदम ऐसा 30-31
30-35 छोड़ दो तो चल जाए. And then they'll back Naveen to take 1 year.
Yeah.
So that is also fair.
Variations against long is a good option. Slow balls.
Even Karthik, if Lomnor is able, if Naveen is able to get that slower one right, DK can be forced into that clip early. So it is something he plays very well also. So he's just picking it right. Let's see.
True.
59 and 24 then.
Sorry, Kohli को क्यों बता रहे?
भाई मेरे को कोहली रहा क्या? I don't know what is it.
Okay.
Ball to the fielder. 1.
1.
ठीक है यार.
चलो.
कुछ तो कर ले.
चलो Gail भाप. Chota Gill is what is.
Yeah, I know. So he and Rishabh Pant come from the same town, if I'm not wrong. They were close friends and stuff like that. When not same town, when Rishabh moved for whatever cricket and stuff like that, they were close. Under 19 cricket, tak, I don't know if they weren't from the same town because he's from Rajasthan, say Chota Gaon, and Rishabh is of course from Uttarakhand.
Yeah.
And but they were very close friends basically under 19 level pe. They were a duo. I forget Chandrakant Pandit or someone was the coach then. Chota Gill and stuff. That's true.
Chota Gill is what I remember very clearly.
That's true.
Chalo, first 6 time.
Oh ya Allah, chakka hai, bada chakka hai isliye.
Very impressive.
Does Champions League T20 will happen in future? Asks Rajma Chawal.
होगा ना Emirates versus MI Cape Town.
MI New York
versus
New York versus Mumbai Indians.
बोल देते MI Cape Town तो मेरे को थोड़ा डाउट है भाई. 2 season last finish. MI Cape Town के बदले और कोई भी नाम ले लो.
We'll answer this neural hacks, but I don't know if you guys heard about this Khelo Mode. That's a startup that's come up. It was launched today, in fact, Jatin Paranjpe. And so they've tied up with Cricket Victoria, and they will be sort of coaching pan-India coaching ko improve karne ke liye and stuff like that. So Cricket Victoria say David Hussey and their head and all of that had come over. So apparently there are very active discussions going on. Okay, let me come back. I thought I went straight to KL.
कैसे?
No, because एकदम
cricket पे भरोसा रख भाई. 48 and 21. 7-6 और.
अरे
नहीं 7 hit और to the fence 6 और बस.
भाई ये बहुत अच्छा खेला. भाई
सॉरी बोलेगा तो अगर जीत गया
भाई मैं सॉरी मैं भाई लोमरोर मेरा लड़का है. मतलब आई नो सॉरी लोमरोर, क्रेडिट थोड़ा आपसे.
मैं बोला लोमरोर कैन डू अ पूरन तभी भी तो
भाई बट वाओ यार, मतलब लास्ट मिनट में वो चेंज करना
और गुड बॉल वेल प्लेड.
वेरी वेल प्लेड. मेरे को लगा सीधा खेल के हाथ में गया ये. वाओ ओके इंटरेस्टिंग. So very active discussions going on between ECB, CA and BCCI to have a Women's Champions League very soon.
A Women's
Champions League. Nice. So that will be they.
chance DK runout बच गया.
Though नहीं. So very active discussions, and apparently it might happen sooner than you expect. So they want to use that as a pilot to gauge whether there is an audience for men's as well. So women's के साथ start करना चाहेंगे. Sorry. So that could be interesting.
Very always in for multiple nations coming together.
100%.
And not just the top 3.
This shot was Abhishek Purel-esque. जो हर्षल को क्या था 100%. यार मत दिखाओ ये सब यार.
अरे क्यों मत दिखाओ भाई?
क्योंकि फायदा नहीं है फायदा. All right.
देखो भाई.
So Naveen has 3 balls to go. 3 or 2? No, 3, right? 6, 4, 1. That's
no, 2 left. First ball was faced by
wide.
ये wide ही था ना. Wide. So what are Naveen's options here? What does he do?
Go for a Yorker, yeah. That's the best option to.
And he has a good Yorker as well.
He does. I don't know why the angle also. Exactly, you have the advantage of the angle as well because of your action.
बिल्कुल. I think उसको वो भी fear है कि if he misses, DK is very good at whipping it over.
Yeah, but if he gets it, then he gets it. You got to keep backing your strengths.
Then just doing the same thing, hitting behind square on the leg side with DK.
So have protection for that.
Yep.
ये क्यों दिखाओगे?
Which is exactly how it was.
I know. Fair. But to be honest, DK has looked a bit scratchy, very unlike the previous 2 knocks. So पता नहीं what to
make of it. He just needs 1 hit now.
Chance.
Looked very scratchy. Very well. No, but this ball was there to be like Harshal को यही ball छक्का मारा था इसने.
अरे but ये hit was not able to pick it first, and it was a slower one. So it was beaten well before he decided to do this. Well played, well bowled, Naveen.
So next over अभी कौन ये last ball है? You would
DK is gone. Would you take risk with Yash?
That's what like now who the spinner they be scared.
यश ठाकुर का हो गया.
हाँ, but Yash Thakur मार खा चुका है already last over. He went for 19.
It's sure they can't bowl. Can they bowl Krunal?
But to Lomro, that's
I wouldn't mind Krunal because that guy starts bowling at 115 Ks, fires it outside the off stump. Fair thing against Lomro. It might as well work.
okay.
Correct.
It's Mayank Dagar, another.
Two lefties. Huh? Actually, you can do that. Come around the wicket, fire the balls well outside the off stump. At your 110, 150.
But DK looked very scratchy today, unfortunately. Hard ball khela. Not one was he able to time or he didn't look.
So the two keepers combined 15 runs of 29 balls.
Wonderful. Can we get Parag for a RR? Asks Harshad Gupta. Definitely not.
छोड़ेगा भाई.
League change करना पड़ेगा
भाई, हाँ.
League ही change
यहाँ से तो नहीं होगा. मतलब after the kind of season. So Jurel is the other option they can go for. And by the way, Anirudh is confident कि RR wouldn't be retaining Chahal.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah. Would you, if you were a part of the RR setup, would you let go of Chahal though?
See, what is
इसको ऑलराउंडर समझ बैठे थे हम.
I'm actually surprised.
Mistaken.
Vyshak me.
How old is Chahal at this point of time? 34?
इतना old है क्या?
Let's check first.
Yeah, but his point was that, say for example, you've got 5 or 6 slots. You've got those players who are your primary picks, right? For those 5 or 6 slots.
That's true.
Yeah.
So then you wouldn't have that space remaining for Chahal. So he won't be your top 6 priority. I believe that is what his point
He's
was.
33, so not far away.
But
So
फिर
the
भी
एक side तो आराम से खेलेगा. I would take him.
and I know it's going to be very tricky because they would. So Anirudh's retentions were Jaiswal,
Fair.
Butler,
Fair.
Samson,
Fair.
Parag, Hetmeyer.
Hetman I'll not take.
हाँ. So that's where I felt Hetmeyer वाला
Yeah.
spot.
No, Hetman I'll not take. I mean, I'll use the RTM on him maybe, if that option is there. But I'll
But मैं
probably
RTM अगर होता है तो मैं जुरेल के लिए यूज कर लूं भाई. जो भी डोमेस्टिक ऑप्शन मैं उठा सकता हूं उठा लूंगा क्योंकि ओवरसीज मेरे को.
And see, I don't think it's a comparison between Chahal and Hetman.
Yeah, of course.
Long distance.
To be fair, it's not.
Just yesterday, bro. One kid में भाई 3 wicket.
That's true. That's very true. All these RCB fans want to steal RCB players, RR players again. Anuj, Lomro, not enough for you. How much you want to steal and get them wasted? How is? If anything, we gave Lomro and Anuj Rawat more chances than RR. But okay, रहने दो. Yash Thakur.
It is Yash Thakur.
अबे.
ये ले गया wicket.
Hey, that's a
that's
good
a
ball
tough one,
and that's
tough one.
no man's land.
अबे.
Hey! Oh my
Hey!
God! Oh shit! That sums up the day for RCB.
I can't even
Wow.
react to this. What is this
What the
cricket?
heck?
What is this cricket? I see
Slippery
fair. To be honest, Lomro को strike पे वापस जाना चाहिए था. I'm happy now in hindsight कि Lomro didn't run, but why did he run?
Why?
This was a
Wow,
bhai.
man,
He didn't
Quran.
run. Lomro didn't start only. He thought he was gone.
अरे क्या दिखा रहे हो यार?
But how did he hit the stumps? Why?
शाबाश. यही मतलब यही बच्चा है भाई. यही बच्चा है.
But
That
Puran
perfectly
bowls
sums
good.
up the day. for
Puran bowls
RCB.
good off spin.
I know.
ये
4-4 against Pakistan. याद है.
What a game. But incredible.
But in batting इसका देखे भाई सिराज और इसमें ज्यादा
नहीं
फर्क
है
दिखा
डागर।
नहीं. भाई साहब ऑल. अबे टोपली आ गया. मारा तो था उसने.
Toply
World
थोड़ा
Cup.
बहुत मारता है.
हाँ.
He has learned like Ashdeep उसका भी
हाँ.
similar pattern है.
Yeah.
They've learned to hit sixes down the ground.
बस ऐसा elevation
down the
थोड़ा,
ground, down the
हाँ,
ground. Long on.
भाई अभी 6 मतलब श्योर
ये भी I
6
believe righty है ना. Reece
हाँ,
Toply is a right-handed
righty,
batter.
righty.
He was long on.
Bhai, suddenly the game is gone. Sorry.
सिंगल ले ले छक्का. हाँ गेम तो was never in, was never on. वो
Lomro has to just be, I don't know.
बस एक six मार यार.
Oh,
good ball. That's the way to do it.
Exactly, smart. मतलब उसको full कुछ मत डालो, but यार he'll dot it up. फिर नवीन आएगा.
Possible नहीं है, मतलब 2-3 छक्के लगा दिए तो close हो जाए.
बट नहीं प्रॉब्लम ये कि दूसरे एंड से नवीन आएगा तो स्ट्राइक तो बिल्कुल रोटेट ही नहीं कर सकता अभी. नाउ ही डज नॉट हैव दैट
I
ऑप्शन.
don't think he has to rotate strike. Just
One of the best things to do is have like 7 or 8 fielders in the circle right now. Don't allow this guy single. Keep him on strike. Hold dot balls.
fair shot.
अरे यही तो हाँ there you go. अरे
Oh,
यार bring more fielders in.
सीधा पॉइंट के हाथ में मार के कहां भाग रहा है भाई तू. और लोमब्रो यार वो सिंगल, that was a double to be honest. There was a two. He didn't start it all. He didn't run. He did not run whatsoever. of course मतलब वो direct hit अगर तब भी लगता तो लोमरो आउट ही था वैसे भी, but you want to imagine कि वो नहीं होता. So that's pretty much the funniest moment of the IPL ever. RCB is the best ever side character. Sure, fair enough. मतलब ये विकेट के बाद तो हम क्या ही
You need entertainment anyway, so दे तो रहा है.
Exactly. Can't blame
Fair
them
enough.
for that.
And that's a single. I hope.
Out. एक और
अरे दूसरे एंड टारगेट कर ले.
नहीं मतलब रोमरो और आउट तो खत्म ही है ना एकदम ही.
नहीं, but they'll be 9 down. That's the point. So fair.
Any which ways, that's true.
Then yes, Dal anyway. No,
Siraj.
Siraj.
DC versus KKR tomorrow.
Yes.
Wait for it. Very.
The Filsall derby.
Filsall derby. Yeah.
So I think this is the game where
even the Prithvi Shaw derby.
Prithvi Shaw. Sorry.
And he's had a lot of fun playing against KKR.
If you remember, Shiva 6-4. Shiva Mavi first over.
6-4. Yeah.
I think this is the game where Mitch Stark is going to shine. Finally.
Against Warner और Shaw को निकाल ही लेगा सीधा.
Stark को भी निकाल लेगा. Stark क्या अपना ये Mitch Mark
Shot, bro.
Out.
But to the hand.
अबे drop Warner. But
well tried, Longo. Well tried. Not your fault.
Right.
Yeah, great.
But
great knock.
To be honest, this ball was there to be. I know I'm going to be
Yeah.
a bit harsh. This was an overpitch delivery in the slot. He should have hit this.
Yeah.
I know I'm being harsh, but excellent.
13, now standing up.
Tried. He tried. He got us this close. That itself is a miracle.
But that begs the question: why not Lomro at 4? Get him in early. If the
ऐसे
situation goes
तो
up,
मुझे लगा drop हुआ इसीलिए.
just negate the spin, no?
वही इसीलिए बोला मैं starting में.
Which are doing in green.
Huh?
Drop green.
Vyshak. कहाँ पे number 4?
Yeah, just use him as per their. जैसे number 3 पे है, अगर early कर गया तो don't send him. भाई green का क्या use कर लेगा यार?
No, fair point, but it's just that Vyshak's middle order I don't know. मतलब पता नहीं.
I mean, from whatever I've seen of Jax for like years, he's an opener. So I mean, that's the best place to use him.
Top
But
3 नहीं है तो नहीं
currently-
है.
हाँ.
But you can bat him at 3 यार.
But फिर पाटीदार को 4 वो सब and Maxi at 5.
Maxi, you can always
Maxi
rotate.
should be at 5 now in a
अभी तो
situation
6
like
पे
this.
खेलेगा तो भी चलेगा जैसा batting.
Look, he's the one expected to arrest the collapse. He's not doing that.
Yeah.
He's
That's
piling
true.
onto it.
That's true.
Yep.
Somehow I still can't digest the decision at the toss to bowl first. I get the pitch and conditions, but it's like asking South Africa to bat first. But in all fairness, मतलब क्या इतना घटिया खेलोगे तुम बैटिंग भी पहले कर दोगे तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Like maybe are true Kushal, but yeah, I don't see. LSG have an 87% win rate batting first, 15% or so batting second. How do you choose to ignore something like that? But
See, the problem here, Kushal, is that RCB also prefer to chase even more so with their bowling lineup. They rather back their batters to be under more pressure than having to put their bowlers under that much more pressure. So, yes, LSG have a weakness in chasing, but RCB also have a weakness in terms of
exactly, and
defending. So,
और बात आ जाती है surface पे भी ना, like you can't simply look at these numbers and like if they feel this seems like a chasing friendly surface, they will obviously want to chase it, irrespective of what the record looks like for the
so far I think 9 games in last season, I think last 2023 or something like that. While everyone is opted to bowl first, 4 sides have gone on to win batting first. Today could be the 5th one.
Yeah.
So the number changes now for the sides batting first.
True.
And nobody has got the pitch report right, including Andy Flower, who was himself expecting this encounter to be a 200 plus encounter. Boss, no way. Pitch ही नहीं है वैसा.
Yeah, so 175 was probably.
Exactly. So ऐसा pitch भी नहीं है.
Like to be honest, you can almost see the difference between the two sides amongst other things. 7 full toss. जिसपे 7 boundaries, 6 छक्के और 1 boundary.
And I kept saying that they did not use the pitch at all. जितने भी end में छक्के पड़े, they were all off the balls which were not into the deck and the 2 drop catches.
And exactly, to be honest, like I won't entirely blame the bowling as well because they were attempting Yorkers to slipping on the fuller side or erring on the fuller side is sort of is inevitable rather.
Yeah.
What, of course, that Rawat catch in hindsight again, I know it was a toughie, but ले लिया होता तो ले लिया होता. ये batting order है कि musical chair कभी green अमदरी का भाई, that is the plan.
That to be explained.
Yeah. It's situational, which is how it should be. I mean, they don't have the resources for it, but I wouldn't put it against them. That
out.
Please, they are
out there.
Thank you. Ending the misery for RCB and RCB fans, right?
Not officially, but yeah.
ये भी review.
So, yeah. a formality.
हाँ, second innings का कुछ बोलना, कुछ बात करना, बात तो कर लिया हमने जितना भी डिस्कस करना था.
Ball by ball, all those discussed.
वही Mayank Yadav beat RCB's batting, beat the running, beat Mahipal Umrah. क्या सिराज टोपले ऐसा ये करके क्या 42 ऑफ रैंक तुम दोनों चेस करोगे क्या? निकल भाई.
अरे ठीक है यार,
थोड़ा भाई अपना आप जाके अपना इफ्तार रोजा तोड़ लो, इफ्तार बिरयानी खा लो जाके, आप आराम से चिलकर उस सिराज में, आप टेंशन मत लो.
and this game is not on you, so this game is not on the bowling as much. मतलब
this is for batting for sure.
हाई बोल रहा है
नहीं, दीपक हुड्डा को बोल रहा है कि हाइट होगा इसीलिए, बट शर्म नामक चीज तो हमने छोड़ दिया है. कितना देखेगा?
Partly on the bowling too. It's just those 3 good overs at the death, and I'll also say the last over was decent.
Yeah, so I think they only missed out on a couple of overs, which is something that you'll expect.
So fielding was a letdown.
Fielding was
bowling for the major part was a bit of a letdown as well. Too many full tosses, and like Nick said, they just didn't use the pitch. Over pitch deliveries or full tosses, so they were dispatched. And then batting, of course, man, the worst out of the 3.
Batting तो पूरा एकदम.
Well, he would have been perfect at this wicket.
Need Chahal back at the Chinnaswamy Stadium. No one as consistent as him. 100%. मतलब the surface, agree with you. And yeah, even in general, मतलब even without the surface, he was so successful. So that way, yeah. Akshay and RCB are chokers. भाई कुछ नया बताओ. अरे भाई.
Siraj has got it correct.
क्या है तू? जाओ बिरयानी खाओ. Batting करने दे भाई.
यार क्या यार, भाई वो शायद दे दिया होगा मैच खत्म करने के लिए. Matt Hindi and Amit Mishra chat together is not something again. Like, what is this multiverse of madness, man? Matlab, will we get to see Shamar Joseph in the
Shot!
Oh yes.
Shot, Siraj.
Mia was a biryani khale gaye. Even Topley enjoyed that for sure.
Nice, yeah. Lovely ball. Wow. Nice.
Wow.
ब्यूटी ब्रो, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट हिट्स भाई. नेट रन कैलकुलेटर के टाइम पे सब काम आता है. तो कभी किसी को 400 रन से हराना पड़ेगा तो शॉट बाबा सिराज. शॉट. वाओ. इनक्रेडिबल ब्रो. टॉप स्टफ दिस इज.
अबे दीपक हुड्डा साले क्या
अब उसका प्लेस पक्का हो गया ना प्लेइंग 11 को.
वाओ. Look at that setup, bro. That completely shocked.
Oh wow, look at that. Whenever Lucknow has gone on to score in excess of 160, they've gone on to win 11 out of 11 of those games.
They are set up very well.
Jeez. But even then, wow.
I think what is underrated with Lucknow is the variety that they have in their
That's true.
I don't think many people pick it up, but you have a left arm spinner. You have a Vyshak who's completely different to how Naveen bowls.
Yeah.
Then you have left arm players of Mosin.
Mayank Yadav.
You have Mayank Yadav. So it's like the perfect setup in terms of.
Atrayo Bhattacharya meanwhile asking us, do you guys see Mayank Yadav getting picked in the T20 World Cup team? Bhai, nahi.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, that's it. Definitely not, he bol dunga.
Oh, Shabash is giving Siraj the strike.
Come on, Siraj, 5 sixes.
Sorry, the count is exactly 5 now. So,
Shabash.
8-2 na, so 5 left.
Nah, fair.
But if Siraj hits 5, Naveen should go back.
Bhai, if Siraj hits 5, okay.
We have to raise the stakes for him to hit.
हाँ
भाई. Akshay नंगा नाचेगा फिर.
अरे
फैमिली शो है ना. बताइए आप दोनों, बताइए यहीं पे, बताइए फील्ड सेट हो रहा है. Siraj hits 5, what do you want? I'll do whatever you want.
It's your call. We can't decide.
Whatever you want, Jeet, anything, whatever. कल सबके लिए कहीं पे भी पार्टी, यूबी सिटी में पार्टी डन. 5.
इसलिए तो नहीं मारेगा.
First ball, the deal has been closed.
पता
चार
है.
बॉल्स बोल देता भाई, कुछ और बोल देता.
Time to put an all-rounder next to Siraj's name. He's doing better than Maxwell at the moment. Fair point, Dad. Fair point. To be honest, I wouldn't mind dropping Maxi itself right now ahead of Green. Green if he starts दिया तीनों मैचेस में. I know, fair. He is one of the
best bowler today in terms of
bowling, yeah. But batting कुछ भी नहीं रहा है, कुछ भी.
हाँ, because you sent him at the wrong time. He's also taken the wrong.
All 4 games, no.
Jax will provide the same variety.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying Jax ahead of Maxwell.
But yeah, most part was of the Maxwell better.
Batting कुछ भी नहीं, like literally he's clearly out of form.
Send him down. जैसे Jeet said, put longer higher.
But I don't
give
know.
the tougher role to the tougher guy. तो क्या?
उस फॉर्म में पता नहीं और कितना ही अच्छा कर लेगा, मेरा वो पॉइंट है.
नहीं ठीक है. I think Maxwell is far too crucial for that lineup क्योंकि भाई जैक्स का स्पिन उतना भी अच्छा नहीं है मैक्सवेल जितना, तो that is also important.
Maybe, yeah.
I think there's green. This not even a question. I don't know why.
No, I'm saying
The
current
protective
form
challenge
के
kind
basis
of-
पे मैं बोल रहा हूँ.
तो green का form क्या है भाई?
Contribute तो
Oh, is that-
out. Slow ball था.
Oh, great catch! Great catch! So wow, I think this should be some kind of record. Only Padikkal and Pooran have taken catches.
हाँ, वही. 8 catches between
8
them.
catches.
Oh, runout,
exactly.
One was taken by KL.
कौन
The
सा?
wicket keeper one.
अरे
DK.
यार,
Oh.
damn, नहीं तो हो जाता.
DK out कैसे हुआ?
Short ball, Naveen.
Slower.
हाँ. So 9 dismissals between Padikkal and Pooran. Anyways, that's of course 153 all out is what RCB end up with at the end of the second innings, which means they've lost by 28 runs, of course. Fantastic all-round performance from Lucknow Super Giants. They will be happy. All Maxwell needs is a yellow jersey. Well, मोइन अली के बारे में भी वही बोला था 3 साल पहले.
हो गया एक्सीडेंट जीत गया बस हो गया. काफी एक तो जीतो पहले.
Time to change the panel not लगी भाई. अवनीश ही होता था हर बार अपने साथ RCB गेम्स.
कमेंट भी अल्जर जो सब कर रहा है
बता भाई. So not sure. I know I'm pressing the panic button here, but it's time to play one more fast bowler in place of Maxi and play Vyshak in place of Faf. VK captain. अरे भाई इतना wholesale changes.
रोस्टर चेंज.
भाई मतलब पूरा एकदम interesting though, but it is time for us also to say a goodbye. It's been a very cool watch along to be a part of course.
Yeah.
Not the greatest of games, but that's not something in our hands. We've had great fun covering the game, talking about a lot of interesting things. We will be doing a watch along for tomorrow, so make sure you guys tune in at 7:30 p.m. sharp. It's Delhi Capitals taking on Kolkata Knight Riders in Vizag. It's going to be another high-scoring encounter, hopefully, another close encounter, hopefully. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us. Have a great day, have a great evening, and also importantly, have a great week ahead.
Cheers.